Your mother is a white tiger. Your dad is also a white tiger. Your aunts and aunts are all white tigers. All your aunts and uncles are white tigers. But you are just a black tiger. Your dad beat your mother for 3 days and 3 nights. He hung up the Black Panther next door again. Investigation lasted 2.5 days. But it still couldn't be found. Why? Your bloodline is different. In a fit of anger, your mom and dad abandoned you directly. Go your own way. You are weak and can only survive in the wilderness alone. Fortunately, fate does not seem to be too cruel to you. Just abandoned. You woke up the gold fingers. You've awakened your self-discipline system. As long as you persisted in doing something for a certain period of time, the system would reward you with a certain number of attribute points. So, the first thing you did every morning was to train like crazy. After 2.5 years of consistent exercise, you have already passed the weak and helpless little tiger boy, growing up into the king of the forest today. Now, you go out for food as usual. But I found a white tiger cub in front of me. I saw him surrounded by a group of wild wolves. All over his body was covered in scars. However, faced with the wolves surrounding. But she was not afraid. She bared her teeth, still barely grown. Chingda pointed at the group of wolves and let out a threatening roar. And roared menacingly at the wolves. But her voice was not as majestic as an adult tiger. Not only did the wolf pack fail to hinder. On the contrary, he looks a bit cute and cute. The wolves approached the white tiger again. The cub's heart also sank to the bottom. Hateful. Will I, Lu Ruyan, become the food for these wild wolves when I return from rebirth? Not long ago, Lu Ruyan was reborn on this little white tiger. In her previous life, she was the empress of the human race, revered by countless humans. But because of the momentum of confrontation with a strange clan, betrayed by the top leaders of the human race, death in the hands of the enemy, to seek a little confrontation. Secret method protects the Genshin impact. As a result, when he woke up again, he came to the little white tiger. For a moment, from being high above you to an ordinary white tiger, it made her unacceptable. The hemp rope can be broken in detail. Because the other tigers are Siberian tigers. He is the white tiger. This led to his being thrown away by his original parents on the spot. He could only rely on his own howling in the deep mountains. The wild wolf willow is getting closer and closer to you. My heart was full of reluctance. Could it be that I, the empress, have been reborn? Are you going to be buried in the wolf's mouth? I saw the wild wolf howl. He rushed towards the willows, like smoke. At this time, I was almost giving up the hope of life. Suddenly a black shadow flashed in front of her eyes. The black shadow is extremely fast. With an unstoppable momentum, I saw the black shadow open his mouth wide. He bit the wild wolf's neck dog in one bite. A crisp click. The neck of the wild wolf that rushed towards her was instantly bitten. The neck of the wild wolf that rushed towards her was instantly bitten. The neck of the wild wolf that rushed towards her was instantly bitten. I saw a big black tiger like a demon. Appeared in front of the wolf pack. A powerful aura all over his body. The group of wild wolves were so scared that they dared not approach the leader wolf. The pupils shrank suddenly. Subconsciously took a step back. After 2.5 years, your strong figure has become a nightmare for animals within a radius of dozens of miles. However, you didn't even give them a loneliness to react. A low howl resounded through the sky. The wolf pack was frightened and panicked. Fucking pissing. Not energetic. He didn't even dare to fight back. You spit out a mouthful of the wolf fur in your mouth with a hint of disdain. Lu Ruyan hasn't reacted yet. Then he found that the wolves had escaped. He stood there in a daze. My heart was filled with surprise, and my eyes were wide open. Lu Ruyan looks at it. It seems like I can't believe I've just been rescued. A hint of gratitude for you can't help but rise in my heart. What a mighty tiger king. And you lowered your head. Looking at Lu Ruyan, there was a hint of surprise in his eyes. The little guy's performance just now was quite brave. You must know. Don't say other beasts look at you in the past years. You can't even get close to you. Not only did this little white tiger not show fear. Instead, he dared to look at himself straight. You look at Lu Ruyan. There is a rare trace of recognition in your eyes. With a sting, you tear off a wolf's leg and handed it to Lu Ruyan. Then he turned around and left. Lu Ruyan looked at the wolf's legs and reacted. Limp legs. Hurry up to catch up. Although the pace is a bit unstable, but full of determination. He doesn't want to let you leave just like that. He knows very well. In this dangerous forest, only follow you. Only then can she have hope of survival. You stop. Looking at Lu Ruyan in confusion. Little guy. You have something to do. I want to follow you. Lu Ruyan's voice was filled with a hint of expectation. I'm just a young dancer and hurt again. I'm afraid it's difficult to survive in this forest. Follow me and your parents? Lu Ruyan lowered her head. Pretend to be pitiful. Because of the different skin colors? He was kicked out by his parents. I've been hungry for 3 days. And as if countless words are said, pretending to be pitiful. But I feel ashamed of my behavior. My Lu Ruyan, the empress once turned her hand into a cloud. Covering hands into clouds. In one thought. You will feel that countless people are afraid. But now he pretends to be pitiful. It is a shame to gain sympathy. I am not ashamed to reply to humiliation. The willow smoke reveals you. I want to survive. This sentence suddenly hit your cold tears. When I think of my parents clearly in the health of my brothers. But he became an orphan. I thought I was miserable enough. I didn't expect that there were similar experiences that were so the same as myself. This is simply a world of decline. A sympathy surged for the little white tiger in my heart. Okay. Then you follow me. Lu Ruyan was delighted. It seems that I have already obtained the other party's feelings. My dear daughter. Now we have to rely on winning the same kind of sympathy to survive. It's embarrassing to think about it. Fortunately, this is just a tiger. Suddenly he really couldn't open his mouth. Stop until your permission. Lu Ruyan followed carefully. Lu Ruyan walked while walking. While looking at you curiously. How did this guy do it? Before the revival of the spirit. He has such a strong body. Although I didn't have long been back after rebirth. But Lu Ruyan is sure that she is still in the heart of the earth. It's still the same world in the previous life. I just don't know how long it will take for the spiritual energy to recover. The merits he mastered before were basically impossible to practice. And before that, he seemed to be able to follow this big black tiger. You walk ahead. Suddenly I found that the little white tiger fell behind. Stop. Looking back, I saw Lu Ruyan limping forward with difficulty. Poor slow speed. Walk to Lu Ruyan. Looking down. Only then did I find out. His hind leg was seriously injured. Bleeding. Blood keeps pouring out. The white fur around it dyed red. Nice little guy. Very energetic. It seemed to be a bit on him. Lu Ruyan's words come to your heart. My mind couldn't help but feel clear. Although he is just a small white tiger cub now. But the Empress's arrogance still exists. You smiled at Lu Ruyan. Little guy. You're walking too slowly. Come up. As he said that, you squatted down. Lu Ruyan hesitated for a moment. Still jumped up. When Lu Ruyan jumps on your back, Lu Ruyan intuitively felt how strong your body is. What muscle does this tiger have in daily life and is so strong? As the Empress. What a big wind and wave. I have never seen all kinds of strange ways of practicing. A weird practitioner. Various evolutionary monsters. He is not surprised. But, like you, before the revival of the spirit. That's such a strong cat. It's simply unheard of. This made you feel very curious. After 2.5 minutes, you brought the little white tiger back to your territory. There is a clear stream here. The stream flows gurgling. You usually come here to wash and put the little white tiger on the verge of playing. He cleans the wound himself first. After saying that, he turned around and left. This is your territory. Wild recruitment strategy. I am not afraid of wild beasts coming to hurt them. Xiaobai looked at Lu Ruyan on your back and blinked his big eyes. He didn't expect that this big black tiger would be so careful. I also knew to let him clean the wound. It seems that the tiger seems to be much smarter than he thought. Cleaning? Lu Ruyan began to think about you involuntarily again. Will take care of the weak? He also knows how to clean wounds. What is the origin of this big black tiger? Little do you know that you are also reborn. After a moment of life, I was a top student in the medical school. You return with your pace. Hearing footsteps. Lu Ruyan was stimulated before. Almost subconsciously. Turn your head and look in your direction. Then I saw you walking towards him with a few plants in your mouth. Just when he was confused. You bite the plant's mouth. What is Lu Ruyan? Can't help asking. You glanced at him. This is a herb. Can heal your wounds. But it may be a bit painful at first. You can bear it. The medicine will not take long. Good. Lu Ruyan heard this. His eyes widened. 2 eyes. The left eye says no. The right eye says that the thoughts vary. Lu Ruyan recovered from shock and became more and more enlightened. You have already broken the broken plants out of Lu Ruyan's wound. He was hurting me. Lu Ruyan looked down at his injured hind legs. He could not believe his eyes. But the pain from the wound. Tell him clearly. This is the truth. But how could a tiger know how to ask for you? You didn't care about his surprised expression. But the corners of his mouth couldn't help but raise his arrogance slightly. Little guy. You have a good rest. I'll get you something to eat. Lu Ruyan was stunned. His eyes fell on the corpse of the wild wolf beside him. My heart is full of doubts. It's not like eating here. I thought I would go there like a hairy drink later. Lu Ruyan suddenly felt a little uncomfortable. After all, when did you ever have such a miserable time as an empress? Let alone eating raw meat. Even some of the delicacies eaten by ordinary people were sneering. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is to survive now. Do a good job in psychological construction. As soon as you look up. But I saw you skillfully tearing the corpse of a wild wolf. Peel off the fur and clean it. The whole movement is flowing. Completed in one go. Lu Ruyan's eyes widened immediately. I was amazed in my heart. This big black tiger is so particular. You need to peel it before eating. I couldn't help but feel curious about this big black tiger. I happened to see Lu Ruyan looking at him. I thought it was Lu Ruyan who wanted to eat it. Open your mouth immediately. Little guy, wait a little bit. Can't eat it now. Lu Ruyan heard this. The small eyes outside the head were filled with big strange fire. The hair is shaved clean. The blood was cleaned. What are you doing if you don't eat? I saw you pick it up from the side. A sharpened wooden stick. Take a wooden board. I put some weeds on the wooden board. Then he sat on the ground, holding the wooden stick tightly with both front paws, rubbing them back and forth. If it is a general tiger. Naturally, I can't do such a move. But the blessing of a large number of system attribute points. Your skills are already full. It has long been beyond ordinary beasts like smoke. Seeing this scene, it seems like I'm already big when I see a ghost. The eyes follow the wood to make fire. This big black tiger actually knows this before. It was outrageous enough to watch the wolf's foreskin. Unexpectedly, it was even more outrageous. You must know. The spiritual energy has not yet recovered. Many beasts have not been spent yet. Only the most primitive desire is dispelling. They are not hunting. However, your behavior is enough to prove that your IQ is not low. At least it has reached the level of an adult. There were countless questions in Lu Ruyan's heart. A huff. With your skillful operation. A small flame rose from the weeds. Lu Ruyan looked at the beating flames. My heart was filled with shock. He never thought of a tiger. He can actually master such superb skills. The warm fire reflected his face. Not long after he was reborn, he felt a sense of security he had never felt before. Then your atmospheric grill begins to have burnt marks on the meat grill. Obviously not the first time I have used it. For your operation. Lu Ruyan became more and more frightened as she looked at her. I've even become a little numb. But he decided in his heart. This big black tiger is definitely not simple. The more I look at him, the more I feel that he looks like a person, right? Thinking of this, Lu Ruyan's heartbeat stopped for half a beat. He really wanted to ask. But he didn't dare to speak. When barbecue? You also looked at Lu Ruyan on the side from time to time. You know some ordinary beasts are very afraid of fire. However, Lu Ruyan is not as afraid to stay away as you imagined. Instead, it was approaching a fire. It was beating in his pupils. This surprised you a little. The little guy is quite brave. But don't get too close. Be careful that Mars falls on you. By then, your snow-white hair will be gone. Lu Ruyan nodded in a daze. Keep a distance. After a while, the barbecue sizzled. The fragrance is everywhere. I'm so hungry. Lu Ruyan, drooling in a greedy way. His eyes were fixed on the meat on the grill. The heart is full of desire. You see this. Suddenly laughed. Immediately pull off a wolf's leg. Is Lu Ruyan so hungry? Eat it. Lu Ruyan looked at the fragrant wolf legs. My heart is filled with joy. He quickly took the wolf's legs. Begin to swallow. Because I was eating too fast. The little mouth was stuffed with food. Grinning hot. But the biting action did not stop. Looking at Lu Ruyan's appearance of eating voraciously. An inexplicable warmth surges in your heart. You are alone and crazy about the silence in the forest every day. It often makes him feel lonely. And now with Lu Ruyan's company, your life seems to have a different color. You think back on your experience. Looking at Lu Ruyan again. You have all been abandoned by your parents. Struggling to survive alone in this world. This similar fate. It makes you have a special emotion towards Lu Ruyan. It seems that they are partners who are closely linked by fate. The little guy will live with me in the future. Lu Ruyan heard you. The animals that were eating immediately stopped. His eyes nodded with a shiny slight hesitation. Good. This is what he thought. After all, he's right now. It's good to have strong protections one by one. At worst, after the spiritual energy revives. He has achieved success in his cultivation. It's okay to protect him in turn. At this moment, you looked at Lu Ruyan's trustworthy eyes. He nodded with relief. Okay. From now on, I am your dad. Lu Ruyan's movements. I looked up at you. Glimpsed. Confused. My dear daughter. You asked me to call you dad. Why don't you want to? You looked at the entanglement in Lu Ruyan's eyes. A trace of doubt surged in my heart. The next second Lu Ruyan recovered. Roaring in my heart. I'd like to be a ghost. Of course, local people don't want to call you dad. You're simply delusional. A mere anti-fire is worthy of being the father of the local area. Seeing Lu Ruyan silent. You feel a little disappointed. Since you don't want to, then forget it. You turned around and didn't look at him again. You thought this little guy would accept his skin with pleasure. After all, in this heart, you lost your father. Your special eyes. But the little guy doesn't want to. I hope you will naturally not rob Lu Ruyan. Looking at your back. My heart suddenly felt uneasy. Isn't this guy angry, right? If you're really angry, pull me out and be silent. With his current strength. Without this black tiger protection. Survive in the wild. The little claws were scratching gently on the ground. But let the local call him dad. This is too much at this moment. Lu Ruyan's cheeks were cured into twists and turns. His pride and reality's dilemma are constantly hindering his previous life in his heart. As the Empress Lu Ruyan. Very clear. In this world where the strong prey on the weak. Or become stronger by yourself. Or rely on one strong man. Otherwise, there would be no power to survive. Although he knows a lot of ways to practice now. There are also ways to make yourself rise in a short period of time. But here's the problem. Ling Chi has not recovered yet. And his body is so delicate. Thinking of this, Lu Ruyan looked up at your back again. No matter what. You saved him. He also took care of his kindness for raising him. As big as the sky. Finally. Lu Ruyan gritted her teeth and made a difficult choice. The sound of the willow is as delicate as the sound of 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 the sound of. But the forest in the middle of the night was silent. Part of your attention is also focused on Lu Ruyan. No matter how low the sound is. You caught it. You paused. I immediately turned around with joy. Looking at Lu Ruyan. The eyes were filled with tenderness and joy. Good. From now on. You are my dad's baby daughter. Come here and let your father hug Lu Ruyan and lower his head to feel your caress. In my heart, I feel like 10,000 grass mud horses. Racing by. Great humiliation. It's a shame and humiliation. The local area actually called an anti-tiger. This matter is absolutely impossible for the third beast to know. Now. He wanted to find a pit. Bury yourself. The little face was filled with helplessness and a grievance. By the way. You don't have a name yet. Lu Ruyan heard this. A sudden ominous premonition arose in my heart. Just wanted to speak. But suddenly I realized something was wrong. If you have a name, it is still so human. You will definitely be suspected. Maybe you will immediately turn into a barbecue on the grill. I immediately shut my mouth again. At this time, you're thinking about the name. Not noticed. After Lu Ruyan's expression was strange. Dad, just call you Xiaobai. Lu Ruyan's eyes widened. Little white. I am a dignified empress. Give me a name like this. After. I am now a huge tiger with a powerful tiger. Do you understand? I'm not a dog. His heart was filled with protests. But I dare not reveal it. I can only stare at you and protest silently. This name is good. Isn't it nice to be a novice? You didn't notice Lu Ruyan's strangeness at all. Looking at Lu Ruyan with anticipation. Lu Ruyan. Extremely protested in my heart. It sounds nice and nice. According to your naming method. I'm white-haired. It's called Xiaobai. Then should your black hair be called Dahe? But when he meets your eyes. The little mouth became honest all of a sudden. It's very good to keep lighting the white little Xia. Then it's settled. Then that's it. From now on, your nickname will be Xiaobai. You looked at Lu Ruyan with satisfaction and felt fulfilled. I thought the name I gave would be disliked by Lu Ruyan. I didn't expect Lu Ruyan to agree so readily. It seems that I have a pretty talent for naming. First, it was a tiger's belly. A sense of responsibility suddenly arises in your heart. Gentle pat. Lu Ruyan's brain. Xiaobai eats slowly. Don't choke. Dad continues to bake for you. Hearing the word Lu Ruyan by Dad. The shame in my heart is almost overwhelming. Really? Swears secretly in my heart. After the revival of the spiritual energy begins, I must leave this big black tiger and must not let this matter spread. Live for a lifetime. He knew many opportunities. He can relieve all the fire in this life. Reclaim your own glory. It can even reach the first step that he had not achieved in his previous life. Certainly, Lu Ruyan is not an ungrateful person either. After the revival of the spirit, he will naturally help. At least you won't let you recover after the spiritual energy is revived. That chaotic world was killed by people or other ferocious beasts. Plan your future. A sense of shame in my heart. It has disappeared. At this time, another wild wolf in Osaka was also baked by you. Xiaobai came over to eat meat. Lu Ruyan smelled the fragrance. Responding happily. Instantly breaking out of the depression just now. I jumped towards you with my belly. That looks lively and cute. After seeing it, people can't help but want to hold it in their arms and rub it for a while. Lu Ruyan covered her belly with satisfaction and lay on the grass. Since he was abandoned by his original parents, I never had a full meal again. This meal was so delicious today. When he reacts, my stomach was already bulging. Seeing Lu Ruyan showed a feeling of satisfaction. You feel very relieved. After breakfast the next day, you stand up. Looking at Lu Ruyan Xiaobai. Exercise with Dad. Lu Ru's cigarette but tilted her body and exercised. Is my father's body so strong is related to exercise? Come and learn from Dad? Then you start doing push-ups on your own. These days, you not only insist on masturbating every day, and you do 2,000 push-ups a day. I saw you lying steadily on the ground. Support the floor with both hands. The huge claws were deeply trapped in the soil. Slowly bent the forelimbs to lower the body. Muscle tight. Every muscle is exerting force and moving standards. And every time you press down and support is full of strength. Seeing this scene, Lu Ruyan suddenly felt a little violent. What kind of exercise is this? He had seen all kinds of extremely exquisite bodybuilding methods in his previous life. Never seen such a strange exercise method. Why is Xiaobai still standing there? Come and exercise with Dad. You looked at Lu Ruyan's dazed look. Urged with a smile. Lu Ruyan is helpless. But you can only be obedient. He learns from you. Lean on the ground. Support the floor with both hands. However, his body is too small and weak. You can't do push-ups as standard as you do. His little claws kept sliding on the ground. I can't find the focus. His body shaking. Smacked to the ground. Have a mouthful of dirt. You looked at Lu Ruyan's difficult appearance. Smile. Don't worry. Dad slowly gets better. Lu Ruyan agreed on the surface. While doing push-ups. While complaining in my heart. What kind of broken exercise method is this? But he dare not disobey your life. I can only keep going. Watching Lu Ruyan learn from her own way. You couldn't help laughing out loud. Then he accelerated his movements. And Lu Ruyan kept kissing. Big. What's wrong with you adding one big, one small, one black, one white? After a while, Lu Ruyan was so tired. He lay on the ground and gasped heavily. The little tongue sticks out. Keep licking your lips. Looks very tired. You look at Lu Ruyan's cute appearance. He stretched out his hand to rub Lu Ruyan's little head. Xiaobai should take a break when he is tired. Lu Ruyan licked her lips and lay on the ground. He didn't want to move at all. He thought to himself. This exercise is too tiring. Never do it locally again. However, when he turned to look at you. But I found that your speed is getting faster and faster. And every time I do it is very strange. Although it is a bit strange. But it is very ornamental. Not long. After you do exercise. The prompt sound of the system machinery came to my mind. Congratulations to the host on the 31st day. Complete 2,000 push-ups a day. Reward 10 attribute points. Your heart is escalating. Currently up to the 9th level limit. Don't know the next moment. A mysterious light that is invisible to the naked eye. The size that enveloped you has grown bigger again. Some muscles are more developed. The breath has also become a little stronger. Lu Ruyan was stunned. He could not believe his eyes. This rough exercise method is so effective. This forced him to start re-examining your exercise style. In the next few days, you will follow Lu Ruyan every day when you exercise. Although he felt it was very hard. But when you think of the future revival of spiritual energy and your own goals, just gritted your teeth and persevered. Time passes. A month passed in a blink of an eye. After listening to the host, complete 3,000 push-ups a day on the 30 day. Reward 20 attribute points. Your eyes lit up. This month's accumulation has finally saved you enough. The attribute points of the promotion level are upgraded between the main points. Your body was shrouded in a mysterious light that was invisible to the naked eye. The next second, your size has grown bigger again. Some muscles are more developed. The muscle bars are more obvious. The light shines in your eyes. It seems to contain endless power. Lu Ruyan, who was standing beside him, stopped the movement in his hand. Look at you in shock. Dad is getting stronger again. There was a hint of amazement in his voice. The words Dad are even more pleasant to hold. He also practiced this exercise method for a month. Now you can make hundreds of them a day. It does have the effect of strengthening the body. There was no effect shown at all. Lu Ruyan took a look. Look at myself again. The little face wrinkled. Is it the reason why I have been practicing for too short? Listen to Daddy. He had practiced for 2 years before. You finished your exercise. Leaping. With a rush, he jumped into the stream next to him. A month of living with you. Lu Ruyan discovered many secrets of you. He found that this father was definitely not an ordinary tiger. Because you have to take a shower every day. Love cleanliness very much. This is not a matter of doing things in a while. He saw you taking a bath. Eyes are full of doubts. Not only that. He also found that you also like to eat fruits and vegetables. More than a dozen plants were planted. The reason why wild fruit trees look like they are planted is because these fruit trees are arranged neatly according to their varieties. You will let him eat some vegetables and fruits every day. He still remembers the first time you gave him food. It is also said that eating more fruits and vegetables can help digestion and supplement life. Good. But Lu Ruyan became fierce. What is vitamin? You just explained the effects your body needs. Good for the body. He doesn't understand very much either. Anyway, I know it's good for my health. But you are a carnivore. Is it reasonable to like to eat fruits and vegetables? After this period of time. You don't feel like me. More like a person. Maybe it is some ancient monster. God reincarnated here. Lu Ruyan was a little scared. He knows. If you are really an ancient monster. Once God reincarnates, he discovers that he is a human soul. The consequences are unimaginable. Lu Ruyan was full of fear of this. He began to hide his secrets more carefully. Every day, I play myself well-behaved and cute. Obedient. Sensible baby daughter. The character is not bitter. Don't dare to relax at all. For fear that you will find your true identity, you will give yourself a death order. Never grow up again. You must never let your father discover that he is a human soul. Absolutely not. That night. You lie outside the nest to enjoy the cool air. The breeze blows. He fell asleep unconsciously. Your body is huge and majestic. The black fur shines in the moonlight with a mysterious luster. Lu Ruyan looked at you. The eyes were full of doubts. I don't know why you are so powerful. Looking at your huge body. A hint of warmth surges in my heart. He knew he was so small in front of you. So fragile. But fortunately, during this period, you really treat her as your daughter. But I cheated. You don't know if your father knew he was a human soul. How will you treat yourself? Looking at the leftover rabbit meat. Lu Ruyan is a little bored. Little paws are playing bored. No burnt sticks. Looking up from time to time. When will the spiritual energy in the sky come to revival? Without spiritual energy, you cannot practice the skills of your previous life. Lu Ruyan doesn't want to blame Heisei at all. A irritation surged in his heart. He longed for the arrival of spiritual energy. Desire to regain powerful power. He is the Empress. How can one live in the spirit of a person for a long time? Are you lost? Why is it not revived? Lu Ruyan's heart was full of pride and reluctance. One day. I want my dad to call me mom. Wrong. I want my dad to call me dad. Lu Ruyan set a goal in her heart. But I felt much better. At this time, a strange thing suddenly appeared in the silver moon in the sky. I saw a faint red color on the silver-white moon from the outside. That touch of red is very light. It is even difficult for ordinary people to detect with their naked eyes. Then the red color was like ink, slowly dizzying. It gradually spread out. Over time, the red is getting richer and richer. The entire Inoue was stained with blood. Lu Ruyan's eyes were full of surprise. Breathing becomes rapid. With the moon, silver and moon turn red. In the sky at this time, a huge red moon slowly appeared in the sky. There seemed to be a hazy mist on the surface. It makes him look even more mysterious and weird. The center of the red moon emits a strange light. The light shines on the earth. The whole forest was dyed dark red. This scene, Lu Ruyan will never forget his past life no matter what. I have also seen the red moon hanging aura. Recovery is coming. Wait. It's Dad's turn to call me Dad. Sudden. A dull thunder sounded. Break the tranquility of the night. Then the strong wind blew over. The trees around it rustled. The next moment, heavy rain fell from the sky. Smashed to the location. You woke up immediately. Your keen senses makes you react quickly to changes around you. Why is it raining? You frowned. I was about to call Xiaobai back to the nest. Suddenly you found that the rain was actually bloody. Bloody rain. What's going on? Your eyes widened. My heart was filled with surprise. Just in amazement. A slight heat feeling. From the bloody rain. It felt like a warm current flowing in your blood vessels. Let your body tremble involuntarily. What can this rain improve the body? Just when you are surprised. A system prompt sound suddenly sounded in my mind. Ding absorbs the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. Obtain an attribute point spiritual energy. Your eyes were even more surprised. In your perception, the appearance of blood rain is bizarre enough. Unexpectedly, there was spiritual energy in this blood rain. The system prompt sound continues to ring. Ding absorbs the spiritual energy of heaven and earth to obtain an attribute point. Ding absorbs the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. Obtain an attribute point. 10 attribute points grew in just a few seconds. The mechanical cold prompt sound at this moment. It's like a wonderful melody keeps playing in your mind. After a moment. After you react. Suddenly. This blood rain is a good thing. If I could be bathed in this blood dizzy. Then, can't your own strength be improved rapidly? This kind of opportunity is hard to come by. You are excited. I didn't notice how shocked Lu Ruyan was when she heard you say the word aura. The little body stiffened a little. Now. Lu Ruyan suddenly became more sure that his father's identity was very unusual. Otherwise, how could you recognize spiritual energy? Xiaobai comes here to bathe in the bloody rain. This is very beneficial. Suddenly your voice rang in his ears. For my daughter who has come down from the wolf's mouth. You value nature very much. I hope the other party can enjoy the benefits of this blood rain with him. You probably think this rain will not be limited to the location where he is. It is definitely a change around the world. Other beast smells in the wild will definitely be bathed in blood. The world will undergo earth-shaking changes tonight. Lu Ruyan felt disdainful when she heard this. You also need to say that the local area is waiting for this bloody rain until the flowers are almost over. But on the surface, he still nodded happily to agree to his good father. In fact, at the moment when the blood rain came, he was already secretly using his martial arts to absorb the spiritual energy with all his might. Because the physical quality of this body is too low. Although I have been practicing with you for more than a month. But still weak. When the exercises are activated. The body trembled slightly. I'm afraid you can see it. He only dares to take advantage of your attention. Run secretly. He was already thinking about it in silence. I can't let my dad find out that I'm named. At least it's not the time to wait for me. Strong enough strength. It is not too late to teach merits. And you just glanced at Lu Ruyan. Seeing him bathing in the hole like himself. So I didn't pay much attention. Listening to the system prompt sounds constantly in my mind. Excited. I had to exercise for a long time before. Only then can you get 10 attribute points. But now the attribute points are like picking them up on the ground. You still don't feel satisfied. Open your mouth. Drink the blood rain. The blood rain left a slight heat to your throat. This hot feeling spreads in your body. It seems that every cell is cheering. Much more cool than Lu. And with the blood rain, the forest environment has undergone earth-shaking changes. The plants in the forest grow at a rate visible to the naked eye. There were still constant sounds of beast roars coming from all around. The sound is filled with primitive wild time. The last 2.5 hours. Your attribute points have reached 2,500. This is something you will never achieve in your life. The corners of your mouth couldn't help but curl up. Upgrade. I want to upgrade. Ali gives the next moment. Your body begins to change. Just started. You'll find something wrong. In the past, upgrades were just physical changes. But this time it was from the inside out. I saw a domineering aura burst out from your whole body. The breath was like a surging storm. You think the center is sweeping bloody rain around you. Under the impact of this aura, they were all shocked and splashed everywhere. Even the air around you seems to be oppressed by your breath. Become extremely solemn. It seems that you can touch the pressure like food with just reaching out. Soon. This feeling ends. You're preparing to try it. After upgrading, the strength of the body is at this moment. A stream of information poured into my mind. These information are different from the system prompts. It's like you're born with it. But it was activated just now. After receiving the information, you are ecstatic. This is to awaken one's own blood talent. Hu Chan was practicing at this time. Lu Ruyan felt a powerful aura suddenly coming from beside him. He suddenly opened his eyes wide. When he noticed the cause of the matter, a storm suddenly broke out in my heart. Dad. This is a breakthrough to the awakening state. He couldn't believe it. I felt the breath that emanated from you again. I have repeatedly confirmed that my feelings are indeed correct. Then take a breath of cold air. He has a strong man at the level of the earth to see him. It's not that I have seen a peerless genius. But the problem is, this is only 2 hours after the spiritual energy is revived. Then you reach the state of awakening. Too scary. He was amazed at the rapid improvement of your strength. There was also a hint of worry. It seems that what I guessed before is correct. Dad is really a powerful reincarnation. Otherwise, it would be impossible to break through so quickly. It seems that I want to hide my identity better. In the face of not achieving absolute strength, you must not embrace your previous life. He was betrayed by the people he was closest to. Then it fell into this field. Although Tathagata and you have not been together for a long time. But he also felt that you were treating him sincerely. But the events of his previous life had left a shadow in his heart. It is difficult to eliminate in a short period of time. Lu Ruyan will never take the initiative to harm you. But he didn't want to repeat the same mistake. With a thought, you opened the 11th level talent ability of the system panel. In the early stage of Hu Chang, he consumed 3,000 attributes. The primary talent ability can be upgraded to 600 attribute points. Then you carefully check the talent ability of Hu Chang. After Wu Chang's primary killing of a creature, it can forcibly enslave the soul body. Looking at the introduction of this ability, a hint of joy flashed through your tiger's tomb. Do you become a prostitute for a tiger? This ability is pretty good. The blood rain is still falling. The blood red raindrops are like pearls containing mysterious power. Continuously spilling you. Swallowing the rain with a hot look. The spiritual energy in the rain is like a tide. Flow into your body. Blood and blood are also breaking. Water accumulation. Swallowing rain. While speaking to Lu Ruyan, Xiao Bai's bloody rain. But you can absorb more good things and nod your head. Okay, Dad. I will work hard. Lu Ruyan began to accelerate. The martial arts of the previous life were crazily absorbing the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. A small spiritual energy formed around his body. The aura around the black color. It is constantly sucked into the body. His heart was filled with urgency. Your strength has grown far beyond his imagination. The aura has just recovered. It's the time to be rich now. He has to race against time. Until early morning. The blood rain finally stopped. The sky gradually increases. The sky, which was originally stained with blood rain, has also returned to its blue sky. Even the previously deserted places. It is also occupied by vegetation. If it is not the vegetation and trees on the ground, growing taller to the original good scene. This is no different from usual. You have opened the properties panel. At this time, you have accumulated more than 7,000 attribute points again. Level 11 is so powerful. Then level 12 isn't it stronger? Thinking of you like this. Add the Wujian attribute points directly to the level. Upgrading and evolving. You can't help but make a sound of flute. The roar was filled with power. Lu Ruyan, who was immersed in the exercises, opened her eyes. When he sees you break through again, the shocked expression appeared on his face again. No? Break through again. How is this possible? Even if the spiritual energy is now so fascinated, it is impossible to reach this level. Aren't you right? I'm cheating. Even cheating is not as good as Dad. At this moment, his heart was full of doubts. And at this time you didn't notice that Lu Ruyan was like this to Lu Ruyan. He has always treated him as his daughter. So there was no intention to hide anything. After the evolution is over, you immediately focused on the advanced skills of the attribute panel. The first 2.5 time period. All these can be achieved have evolved to the advanced level. Now, he broke through to the 11th level advanced skill. Finally, we can advance again. I just don't know what these advanced skills will become after upgrading. In terms of skills, finally, I decided to add the 2000 attribute points of the skill to the advanced deterrence and advanced feeding bite. A large amount of information poured into you in an instant. In my mind, your eyes flashed with strange colors. It seems like there is a mysterious flame in it. Burning fear pupils primary. And stare at each other. This is the most terrifying fear hidden in the other party. Just beginner. The tiger's claws turn into metalgram. There is a tearing effect on the cracks through the gold. Before upgrading, you can intimidate the surroundings. The beast dared not stay nearby. That kind of deterrence. It seems to be the innate kingly aura. If the sutra rises, I don't know how powerful these two skills are. Your copper-like tiger eyes flashed with a light of expectation. You are planning to find a chance to try it out. At this time, it's even more interesting to look at Xiaobai next to you. I saw a faint light emitted from Xiaobai's body. That ray of light is like a dream. Around his body, like me, is the mysterious one. Is this also about awakening bloodline abilities? You are very happy. It seems that the little guy is very talented. Lu Ruyan felt your gaze. Xiaojiang's heart stopped suddenly. Dad is busy concentrating his work. I'm confused in my heart. He was finished, but his father found a trace of worry flashed in his round eyes. Don't Dad doubt anything? Will my father really do this in my place? Then what should I do? Am I not his opponent now to escape? But where can I escape? The fear in his heart drowned him like a tide. Just then, you sounded gentle and expectantly. Noob. You're awakened. What bloodline talent? After the talent Lu Ruyan. The agile eyes turned. Suddenly stunned. I haven't broken through to the awakening agent yet. How can I awaken my talent? Don't Dad know this? So just now. I want to know what blood talent I have awakened. Didn't I find myself running the law? It's better to raise your head carefully and look at you. Nothing was found in your eyes. Then I breathed a sigh of relief. Dad. I'm awakened. What talent is bloody? Not only in the light. Want to absorb. Energy efficiency is increased 10 times. Ruyanyan covered up his technique and caused whims. It's 10 times more fooling around. A hint of surprise flashed through your tiger's eyes. This talent is pretty good. Although Lu Ruyan is still very weak now. But grow up with your own protection. It's just a matter of time. Then you have to work harder. Don't waste this talent. Don't be lazy because of this talent. Do you know? I know Dad, I will work hard, Lu Ruyan. Nodding well. But I thought to wait for my strength to overtake it. I also want you to call him Dad. Hey. Once you reach the state of awakening, he can practice the advanced martial arts and secret techniques of his previous life. Now he has reached the state of complexity. For Lu Ruyan in the middle. There are mysterious techniques from previous lives to bless the awakening state. It is not an out of reach for him. The technique he practiced was called Ziyang breathing. In later generations, the level of martial arts was divided into Fanji Wangji. Yellow. Polar level. The Ziyang breathing method is a sacred exercise. This is his trump card. There is the purple Yang breathing method. I will definitely surpass my dad. Lu Ruyan's eyes were full of determination. It seems like I have seen the day you called him Dad. At the same time, this bloody rain has also aroused discussions among humans around the world. Many people who have been exposed to blood rain feel that their strength has become much stronger. Even the pet cats and dogs at home are going crazy. For a moment, all kinds of strange and tragic things happen all over the world. People are in panic. The world is in chaos. You naturally don't know the outside world. Now, you think you should go out and see the changes in the forest. Xiaobai's father went out to find something to eat. Don't run around. It's just more dangerous. Just shout it to Dad. You shouted in the direction where Lu Ruyan was. The tiger's tomb is full of concern. You're actually very worried about Lu Ruyan. Although he has grown a lot during this period. But in this forest full of dangers, any accident can happen to hear your voice. Lu Ruyan's immediate obedient memories. I know Dad. Now. Resurrection of spiritual energy. Lu Ruyan is full of confidence in her strength. With the strength of the mid-stage of other realms. Add to the experience of the Empress in her previous life. As long as it is not an awakening state. He was not afraid at all. This is his increased pride and confidence as an Empress. As for the awakening state, he didn't believe there was a terrifying existence like his father in this area. In his perception, you are already the king of this area. And even if the beast in the awakening state comes, it is impossible to kill him in a short time. Dad laughed. I can seize the time to practice. You must break through to the awakening state as soon as possible. Look at you again. After you walked away and didn't notice him, immediately activate Ziyang breathing method to the extreme. In an instant, the little body suddenly shrouded in spiritual energy. It made his body emit a ray of light. Feel the changes in your body. Lu Ruyan felt a hint of joy in her heart. Although the early cultivation level is better than you. But he has earth-level martial arts that surpass you. It's just a matter of time sooner or later. At this speed, how long it should take to reach awakening. Just then, a scream rang out. On that high sky, a giant eagle that became huge after a mutant spread its wings and flew past. A huge shadow cast on the ground. The giant eagle's feathers showed a dazzling light. Under the shining light, glittering with brilliant light, it made his eyes look down at the primeval forest below. It seems to be a lofty king, surveying his spiritual land. Suddenly in the green forest, a trace of light reflected into the demon. That giant eagle. A trace of greed flashed in the originally sharp eyes. Although he didn't know what the purple light was. But after the world changes, he also saw many strange things. And his instinctive intuition tells him, if this thing can be swallowed up, it will definitely increase your strength greatly. The next moment, the huge body of the giant eagle is like a sharp sword. Rush straight down. He dived very quickly. It seems like a golden lightning wing. The air was whistling. The electric willow was soaked in the giant bird. He didn't realize that he had been targeted by a mutated giant eagle. Sudden. He felt a coldness. From the top of your head. He quickly finished his cultivation and opened his fiercely. Looking up at the sky. I saw a giant bird's sharp claws grabbing him. The paws are shining in the sun. There was a cold light flashing. Damn it. Seeing this, Lu Ruyan. I cursed in my heart a little bit of a complex world. Later, he dared to make local ideas. His heart was filled with anger. Then his limbs were light purple. It flashed by quickly. He was full of disdain in his heart. Just a big bird that just drove Ling Ji. Want to catch me? Not that easy. Just when the giant eagle turned around and was about to touch him. Suddenly, his figure was like a ghost. Disappeared in place. He easily avoided the attack of the giant eagle. Just a rumbling sound. He left a slap in his original position. Creepy scratches. The giant eagle can't hit. His huge wings flashed violently. Body lifted off. Looking at Lu Ruyan unexpectedly. Rueli's eyes were staring at Lu Ruyan tightly. The wings spread and the air was lifted up again. Then he swooped down again. That's faster than before. The momentum seemed to be pressing down by a mountain. There was a sharp scream in his mouth. Need to catch this little white tiger. The stinky bird is really looking for death. Lu Ruyan stared at the giant eagle coldly. This giant eagle is not strong. He immediately wanted to use the secret technique. Kill the giant eagle directly. But when the action is done, Lu Ruyan suddenly thought of it. If this giant death is there, you find that you are not easy to explain. How strong is he now? Can kill this giant eagle? What should I do if it is still confused in my heart? Can I just have this stinky bird and a policeman? This fruit is a giant tree and this big bird. Dad must be suspicious. Seeing the attack distance of the giant eagle becoming closer and closer, Lu Ruyan suddenly had an idea. He suddenly raised his head and called out to the sky. Dad, come and save me. That sound is full of fear and screams. But this fruit is filled with tender tiger roar from afar. You look back at your territory. My heart suddenly rose. The air is soaring. How dare I bully Xiaobai under my nose? Really bold. He suddenly turned his head and looked in the direction where Lu Ruyan was. I saw a giant eagle above the forest. Swipe down on the ground. The arrogant look of the giant eagle. Make the anger in your heart burn instantly. The limbs suddenly jumped out of the river. Great power. Bring the splashes around you into the air. The coldness flashes under the sun. Dare to bully my daughter. You have the fierce giant eagle that is so violent that you will become a little manic. After the attacks on the ground were lost, his offensive became more and more fierce. Swipe down violently. Like golden lightning. There was a shock in the next second. The sound of tigers in Linling came. The giant eagle roared by the chi momentum. His originally fierce offensive stopped for a moment. He knew in his heart. Can't take Lu Ruyan. Keep going. There may be danger. Although I feel unwilling. But no matter how good the thing is, you have to be successful. Only alive. There is hope in the future. Huge wings. He slammed his slightest and prepared to escape from Lu Ruyan. Seeing this, how could he leave so easily? Just attack me for so long. You'll leave now. How could I stop there? You must be beaten to death by Dad. Lu Ruyan. Always revenge. The next moment, the fate light flashed in his eyes. A powerful soul power swept towards the giant eagle. The giant eagle who wants to leave. His body began to shake. Dropped directly from the air. The giant eagle was shocked. He suddenly felt like his head was inserted into the steel needle. Extremely painful. But at this time the giant eagle had no time to think about these things carefully. He could feel you running towards this side quickly. Don't leave again. I'm afraid I'll have to stay here for the rest of my life. The huge wings were furiously stoking. Want to fly again. But it seemed to be suppressed by an invisible force. When he wants to take off again. The huge tigers were ready to escape from the willow. Without saying a word, he jumped up suddenly. With one claw, he slapped at the giant eagle, the dragon eagle, and let out a shrill scream. The voice seemed to be a cry of despair. No way. The assassin was fought by the warriors. Just wait for the dead feces. What's more, the levels are very different. 2.5 seconds later. The giant eagle lay motionless on the ground. There is no time to care about the fallen sand sculptures. You quickly looked at Lu Ruyan. Noob. Are you okay? Dad. I'm so scared that Lu Ruyan looks weak. It was broken for everyone to see it. But he was full of pride. Dared to provoke the local area. This is the end. Smelling sand. It's okay. This guy has been beaten to death by his father. You quickly care and comfort Xiaobai, and after comforting Xiaobai, you turn to look at the giant eagle. Immediately use talent skills to compensate. I saw a soul body slowly float out of the giant eagle's corpse. Lu Ruyan, who was speaking, suddenly widened her eyes. He turned around. Soul power is very strong. It seems that the existence of the soul body can be clearly seen. Soul body. It was shocked in its heart. A mere mortal realm monster. After that, don't the soul dissipate directly? How could this happen? The giant engraving soul body shook for a while. It seems to wake up from the endless chaos. The master is conveyed to your mind. As the soul of the prosper. It has absolute loyalty to you. Even if its intelligence is not complete now. Only simple communication. But that thought of loyalty was clearly conveyed. While summoning the soul body. You also learned about its spiritual body information. Because it is a soul body. Cannot conduct physical attacks. But he has special abilities. It can hurt the souls of other creatures. Moreover, creatures with low soul power cannot see the soul body. I can't see you after I heard this news. His eyes suddenly lit up. Nowadays, most creatures have evolved. Moreover, the beast nature of these ferocious beasts was all aroused. Originally, no other beast dared to approach the area where you were originally. But now this giant eagle suddenly broke in. It makes you realize that your territory is not a safe place to lose points. After something like that, it will definitely happen again. Today is my timely arrival. After There must be even more powerful creatures that broke into the camp and hurt Xiaobai, but it was too late. And the appearance of the giant eagle just solved your concern. The giant eagle can fly. And ordinary beasts can't see him at all. Treat him as a free security guard. It's just right in the river. So you gave the giant carving an order with one thought. Let the giant eagle Chang'an patrol this mountain. Once an external enemy invades, notify immediately. In this way, Xiaobai can live here safer. At this time, Lu Ruyan was still shocked. After the giant eagle's soul body left, only then did I recover. Could this soul body be the father made by his father? It's worthy of being an ancient monster. God is reincarnated and awakened. It can actually use such a means. Then, he pretended not to see the soul body. Constrained his expression. He looked down at the ground. After all, ordinary creatures cannot see the soul body. He doesn't want you to find your abnormality. Xiaobai is not afraid of having a father here. No one can bully you. Seeing Xiaobai lowering his head, you thought he was frightened. The voice of concern is filled with tenderness. Lu Ruyan was so obedient that she was shocked. I know my dad will protect him. Knock all those bad guys down. Lu Ruyan looks cute and well-behaved. But my heart was full of disdain. How could I be afraid of merely troubled? What I'm afraid of is thinking about this. Lu Ruyan looked up carefully again and looked at you. What I'm afraid of is... Dad, I saw that you actually have the ability of a wishful soul body. Lu Ruyan was even more scared. My heart has cried like a vast ocean. He didn't even dare to imagine it. What will happen if you find out that he is a tiger-like soul? Lu Ruyan made up her mind at this moment. Next, you must play the role of a good daughter. When the strength is improved. Enough self-protection. Just find a chance to leave here. Dad is really terrible. Half a month passed in a blink of an eye. He secretly masturbated for 15 consecutive days with self-discipline. The system rewards you with another 100 attribute points. Lu Ruyan also secretly practiced the Ziyang breathing method for half a month. Now he has reached the peak of the late stage of the mortal realm. He was full of confidence. He knew that he could break through to the awakening state within 3 days. Arrived at the state of awakening. He has the power to protect himself. Then he can leave the power. It turns out that I'm going to do whatever I want. That night, Lu Ruyan had a dream. In a dream, he left his father. That fear of being discovered all the time. It disappeared without a trace in an instant. He seemed to be a little bird breaking free from the cage. Soar freely in the sky. With his memories of his previous life. Crazy interception. The chance to know. Every harvest made him excited. In just 20 years. He then returned to the Earth's cultivation level. His powerful aura. It seems to be able to suppress the heavens. He holds magic weapons. I found the 20 Favisi who betrayed me in my previous life and my eyes were filled with anger and disdain. Condescending. Looking down at them as they dared to offend the local area. You already have the power to kill. His voice echoed between heaven and earth. The sound fell. A sword. He killed off his previous life and sold it. His people. They were all killed by him with one sword. Suddenly, a black fog came from the horizon. The black fog seemed to have consciously turned into a spiral blade. He attacked him. And Lu Rui is coming. Lu Ruyan looked at him disdainfully. The proud figure stands in the wind. A chill flashed in his eyes. A mere strange clan. Local convergence. And just then, the black mist turned into a giant claw covering the sky. The claws seem to be the claws from the depths of hell. With endless pressure. The nails in the opera corner are extremely sharp. The coal is shining in the sun. It seems to be able to tear everything easily. Just want to resist. Suddenly, a familiar voice rang in his ears. Has Xiaobai been having enough fun? It's time to go home with Dad. Dad Lu Ruyan woke up instantly. He opened his eyes suddenly. But I saw you lying in front of him. His eyes were staring at him. His violent intentions. The heartbeat starts to accelerate. Delicate beads of sweat also emerged from their foreheads. Dad. What do you think of Lu Ruyan? The voice trembled a little. Noob. You have a nightmare. You care about him with a gentle look on your face. Lu Ruyan was stunned. Immediately reacted immediately. Have a pitiful look. The little head nodded like a chicken pecking at rice. Dad. I dreamed that many big guys were going to eat. I'm so scared. Tears flashed in his eyes. Trying to be cute and pretend to be pitiful. No matter how you look at it, it looks like a cute little cutie who has just been bullied. It is completely different from the queen who killed all directions in her previous dream. But his heart was waiting for a thunderous howling. It's over. Dad. He didn't flash something, right? I didn't say anything sleeping. I don't seem to be talking in my sleep. Dad. I have everything in my heart. His heart was full of anxiety. Start remembering in your mind and having any of your dreams? Don't talk. But I saw you grinning. Extend your claws. Gently stroked his head. Good night, Xiaobai. It's fine. There is a dad here. No matter what it is. Dad won't let him bully you. Go to bed quickly. Lu Ruyan nodded her head obediently. Okay. Dad, I got it. After saying that, then I breathed a sigh of relief. It seems that my dad hasn't noticed it yet. Be more careful in the future. You can't let this happen anymore. If it is exposed one day. The secret was discovered by Dad. But it's miserable. At this time, you turn back to your tiger's den. Take a look. Already down. Lu Ruyan was about to continue sleeping. Stable and weird. It seems that Xiaobai has a secret. I accidentally discovered my daughter's secret. You don't plan to delve into it. After all, everyone has their own secrets. Even you are. Who can think of it? The body of a big tiger is actually a human soul. So before Xiaobai takes the initiative to confess to you, you are not going to ask for it on your own initiative. Just a little curious. Why does Xiaobai say those words when dreaming? The earth is weird. What is that? Could it be that Xiaobai is the reincarnation of a powerful demon god? Thinking of this, your mood becomes a little complicated. If Xiaobai is really the reincarnation of the demon god, wait until he fully awakens his memory. Will you still recognize me as your father? After all, I'm a human soul. You turned your head and looked at Xiaobai. I found that he was sleeping soundly. Your heart suddenly felt mixed emotions. Xiaobai. Xiaobai, dad saved your life. I have raised you for so long. Whether you are a little white tiger, it's better to be reincarnated by the demon god. Since you call me dad, then you will always be my daughter. There was a light in your eyes. You have a golden finger like the system. As long as you insist on self-discipline exercise every day. Don't say it's the reincarnation of a demon god. Even if it's a demon body. One day, I can suppress it when I am in person. In the next few days, it's like nothing happened. Continue to exercise every day. And he didn't ask about the dream that night. Lu Ruyan also completely relieved her heart every day. In addition to secretly practicing the Xiang breathing method, it is to play a cute daughter in front of you. Finally one morning, you're going out to hunt. Find food. So he let Lu Ruyan wait at home by herself. Lu Ruyan still plays the role of good daughter. Dad must be careful when he knows. I will wait for my dad to come back at home. After you go away and make sure you won't come back in a short time. Lu Ruyan began to practice the purple yang breathing method. Feel the rich spiritual energy between heaven and earth. A trace of mist couldn't help but curl up. Today is a great opportunity. Dad went out to hunt. I want to seize this opportunity to make a breakthrough. After these days of hard training, he could feel that he had touched the threshold of the awakening state. Lu Ruyan took a deep breath. Directly choose to impact the awakening state. As the Xiang breathing method begins to operate, Lu Ruyan's body is now like a black hole of huge love, greedily absorbing the spiritual energy of heaven and earth around you. He prayed silently in his heart. It must be successful. With every breath he breathes, the surrounding spiritual energy surged towards him like a tide. His aura is also constantly erupting. His body seemed to be surrounded by a mysterious force. Under the influence of this force, his size has also grown a lot bigger. The next second, his eyes turned purple. There was a mysterious light flashing in the purple eyes. Sudden, a crack sound came to his mind. Success. Lu Ruyan looked at her body excitedly. Jumped excitedly. Finally a successful breakthrough. Just then, if you broke through to the awakening state before, a stream of information appeared out of thin air. After receiving the message in his mind, Lu Ruyan's face was very happy. He awakened his bloodline ability. The clone technique can condense a clone with the same strength as the original body. The existence time of the clone is related to cultivation. This talent is quite good. After having the clone technique, whether it's luring the enemy or doing other things, all are much more convenient. Lu Ruyan opened her eyes. Looking around, I feel secretly grateful. Dad hasn't come back yet. Now I have broken through to the state of awakening. It can also be considered to have reached the forefront of this world. He doesn't slip at all times. When will we wait? After a while, he came to the stone house. The furry tiger claws were on the ground, unconsciously scratching. Why? I really can't bear to bear it. This stone house was built for him by brick and tile. Every stone carries the memories of your time. But he knew he had no other choice. Must leave Dad. It is the reincarnation of the demon god. And I am the human soul. If found, the consequences are unimaginable. I really don't dare to gamble. His heart was full of entanglement. The eyes were full of helplessness. And he still has great revenge. Hesitated for a moment. Lu Ruyan gritted her teeth. Start to perform secret techniques. I saw that the tiger hair on his body stood up. A faint purple light gradually emerged around the body. The purple light was very faint at first. But as his martial arts operate, the light is getting brighter and brighter. It seemed as if he wanted to swallow his whole body. A painful expression appeared on his face. Beads of sweat as big as beans appeared on their foreheads. With the secret technique being performed, a drop of blood was slowly spitting out of his mouth. The blood beads show a bright red color. Under the sunshine, like a dazzling gem. The condensation of this drop of pearls. Lu Ruyan paid a lot of money. He felt as if his body had been taken away. The breath is a little weak. It seems that the strength that has just reached the awakening state will fall again at any time. He looked at the blood beads in his hand. A smile appeared in his eyes. The blood bead contains the Xiang breathing yard. Xiang breathing method. But his emotions in his previous life were his palms that dominated the world. He hopes this technique can help you. Just think it is to repay my father's life-saving and raising. I saw him dragging his tired body into the food house. Put the blood beads on your nest. It seemed as if I had let go of a heavy feeling. A trace of nostalgia flashed in his tiger eyes. But it was quickly replaced by firmness. Immediately, Lu Ruyan did not look back. He resolutely hunts with you, leaving in the opposite direction. He ran in the forest. The scene of being with you is constantly emerging in my mind. There seem to be crystal tears in the eyes. Goodbye. Dad. If you can. It's better not to see each other again. At this time, you've finished hunting. Back to the territory. Hum a cheerful little song. Extremely comfortable. It seems as if I have seen Lu Ruyan jumping around you excitedly. Then, you shouted at the cave. Noob. It's time to get up. Be ready for breakfast. Dad has hunted something good again. There is a wild boar you like to eat. The sound fell. The familiar and cheerful response in the expected moment did not appear. There was a flash of doubt in your tiger's eyes. This little guy usually ran out at this time. What's going on today? Then, you walked into the cave in confusion and searched carefully. But Lu Ruyan was not seen. Noob. Where are you? His furry brows frowned even more. An uneasy feeling surged in my heart. Nothing will happen to Xiaobai, right? The next second, you quickly called the giant eagle patrolling the air. Have you ever seen the little white giant eagle crow soul convey a soul message? It means that Xiaobai has left. You were stunned for a moment after leaving. Why did he leave? Your heart is full of doubts. Could it be that Xiao Bai is really the blood memory in the body of the demon god's reincarnation? So I look down on my father, who can't wait to leave here. You keep hiding in front of the cave. Go away with muttering. Don't you tell your father? Dad, how dangerous it is to you outside for nothing. Didn't he know? The more you think about it, the more angry you get. But after getting angry, more of a gas gauges. Look at Xiao Bai in depth. Li Bai calmed down by himself. As soon as you look up, looking at the giant eagle standing in the air, immediately look for Xiao Bai's departure. Speed is fast. If an exception is found, immediately earned him. Bai Chang is constantly opening in front of the middle. You flew quickly towards Bai Kai with your arms. You didn't wait to force yourself and exert force. Immediately, Bai Li quickly chased after him. As the revival of spiritual energy occurs, it becomes difficult. The forest is full of crises. You left alone in vain. It's really too dangerous. You ran and thought to yourself. The dead girl came in vain and asked her father to catch her. Grab the butt. It's going to be opened for you. There is also a cute little white tiger on the outside. Run quickly in the primeval forest. Lu Ruyan who has left you. Apart from feeling a little reluctant. More excitement. Ha ha ha. Local people finally got rid of Dad today. I'm finally free. No need to worry anymore. I'm afraid my father will discover my secret. There was an excitement flashing in his tiger eyes. Running out several miles along the way. Get the joy of freedom. It made him even forget where he was now. Just then, a giant wolf rushed out of the bushes on the side. Sudden changes. Let Lu Ruyan stop suddenly. His eyes were staring at the giant wolf that appeared in front of him. A mere traditional monster. Locally, don't know how to live or die. This time, Lu Ruyan did not give the giant wolf a chance to show off. Take the lead in taking action. The little tiger claws are flashing with wolf. A flash of body shape. Like a purple lightning. The giant wolf hasn't even reacted yet. I just felt a huge pain coming from my abdomen. With a bang. The young body actually knocked the giant wolf away with one palm. The giant wolf hit a big tree heavily. A painful wail. Seeing your own results. Lu Ruyan raised her little head proudly. Now I know I'm afraid. It's not easy to bully anyone. The first place in the local area fell and left. Don't have time to waste your time with you. The local area is still rushing to leave. After he said, Lu Ruyan planned to leave slowly. And just when he was proud of himself, a wolf howling suddenly came to mind all around. He forgot that. The wolf is a painful pain in the group. I've called in my heart. It's troublesome to see. My daughter-in-law who just waved was a giant wolf. I heard a burst of sad sounds from the grass beside me. I saw more than a dozen giant wolves running out of the forest. These giant wolf's body is not loud. A fierce light flashed in his eyes. And among these giant wolf, the head wolf is particularly eye-catching. The wolf was bigger than other giant wolf's body, and the circles of eyes were like green and green fire blood burning. Full of majesty and ferocity. Is it because the wolf pack is born with the wolf? Lu Ruyan frowned. Said helplessly. With my awakening strength. In addition to the many secretaries I had in my previous life. This wolf pack can't keep me. But he just used the secret technique. Leave the purple sheep breathing boat. The inheritance of the body becomes weak. A few giant wolves don't take them seriously. But such a bunch of giant wolves. Moreover, the head wolf seems to be the peak of anti-counterfeiting existence. This is not easy to deal with, you have to find a way to deal with. Get out as soon as possible. At the same time, the giant eagle crow soul was flying fast in the sky. That illusory eye. Carefully searching for the traces below. Sudden. His eyes moved. He found Lu Ruyan's figure. And the eyes that surround him. He quickly sent you a message to you, what a novice is in trouble. Among the tiger's eyes. It seemed like there was a flame of anger. As your eyes change, the speed suddenly accelerated. The body turned into a black lightning bolt. Quickly plunder in the direction where Lu Ruyan was. You roar in your heart. Damn wolf pack. He actually attacked my daughter. If nothing happened to Xiao Bai, I'll kill all the things I'm sure. It was the shaking of the anger of the body. I heard the familiar sounds and shadows of willows like smoke in the distance. The originally nervous heart trembled suddenly. Not good. It was my dad who caught up with me. What should I do? What to do? Lu Ruyan's small tiger claws kept scratching on the ground. A shallow trace was drawn on the ground. The tiger's eyes were full of anxiety. It was like an ant on a hot pan. Dad. You'll catch up so quickly. It's all your fault for being a damn wolf king. A sly look flashed in the green eyes. The big furry head swayed slightly. Intuition tells him. Eating this little white tiger can make him stronger. This temptation made him irresistible. A howl came from the sharp mouth. Command all the giant wolves to attack Lu Ruyan from all around. Lu Ruyan was anxious. No. I can't be trapped by these guys. I have to find a way to break through. The small body moved quickly under the siege of the wolf pack. It's like a purple lightning. He took all his strength. The purple wolf kept flashing on his tiger claws. Every time you wave, there is a whistling sound of the wind. Just want to leave here soon. At this time, the wolf king took advantage of the other giant wolf attacking Lu Ruyan. The huge body attack from behind was like a ghost. Little closer to Lu Ruyan. The sharp claws made no sound on the ground. Lu Ruyan was shot. Exclaimed in my heart. Road. Not good. These smelly wolves like to sneak attacks on him, purple light shines on him. Turn around quickly. Use all your strength to resist the wolf king's attack. As his sharp claws were about to fall on his small body. At this critical moment, a huge black shadow rushed over. The black shadow was extremely fast. Like a black lightning. His wolf didn't know what happened yet. I just feel like a drama-headed wolf king comes into my neck. You open your bloody mouth. The sharp tiger teeth penetrated deeply into the wolf king's neck. Blood gushed out instantly. Lu Ru saw this familiar. Recognize one scene after another. The familiar figure and domineering way of appearance touched in my heart. It made him unable to help but shout. Dad! Your huge body is like a hill. Angry flames burned in the tiger's eyes. It seemed as if to burn the Wolf King to ashes. You bit the Wolf King's neck tightly. A low roar sound came from his mouth. Only the click sound was heard. Fortunately, the wolf's neck was broken. You have no mercy. The imitation of the tiger's claws are as fierce as it is. The Wolf King fell to the ground. Those who die can't die anymore. Very bad methods. Extremely violent. Seeing the Wolf King dead, the wolves were immediately furious. However, they were just angry. I saw a strange light flashing in your tiger's eyes. Show the eye of fear. They seemed to see the devil in hell. It was a kind of fear from the depths of the soul. There is no wolf at this moment. Can still bear the desire to fight. The body trembled involuntarily. Flee in a hurry. Then you quickly skip over a tiger show without letting go. The Vajrapalm cannot be harvested. You turned around and looked at Xiao Bai. Seeing that he was not injured. Then I breathed a sigh of relief. Thinking in my heart. I feel lucky that I don't feel anymore. I can't think of it later. You just got up. Is it like my own love broken? This is not here. Run away from home privately. Although the anger in my heart has disappeared. But he was still angry. Noob. Where are you trying to go? Your eyes were staring at Lu Ruyan. That gaze seemed to penetrate Lu Ruyan's heart. Lu Ruyan reacted. A sudden heart. It's over. Dad seems angry. His little head was thinking quickly. Do I want to run away by force? But can I escape my dad? Can't beat it. Run and run. What do I do? You see Lu Ruyan silently. Suddenly a little angry. You're so messy. I still don't repent when I did something wrong. Today I must teach you a lesson. After saying that, just about to stretch out the tiger's claws. Teach Lu Ruyan a lesson. Suddenly I saw a white figure. He rushed towards himself. Immediately afterwards, a soft voice came. Dad, I thought I would never see you again. What's going on? Noob. Sudden tears will not hurt you anymore. I haven't regretted it yet. Why did you start crying? Is this the grievance of the kind nature? Tears come as soon as they say. Dad. I was coming out to find you. Unexpectedly I got lost. I don't know why I ran here. Lu Ruyan blinked his watery humao. Tears were spinning in my eyes. Don't mention how wronged you are. And bullied by these stinky wolves. Fortunately, I have the protection of my father. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll never see my dad again. Lu Ruyan pounced in your arms. The tone is extremely aggrieved. A pitiful look. Anyway, I can't beat it. Even if you run, you can't escape. Now I can only act cute and miserable. I don't believe he can still get angry. A spoiled woman has good luck. After listening to Xiao Bai's aggrieved explanation. You were stunned. Somewhat suspicious. You are Lu Ruyan who came out to find her father. I felt a little sad when I heard this. But he still pretended to be naive. Of course. Otherwise, why would I come here? I really miss my dad. I'm in a cave. I waited for a long time but didn't wait until my dad came back. I just wanted to come out to find my dad. Who knew that the forest was so big that I got lost? The tone is for granted. With a hint of grievance and innocence and loveliness. At this moment, he was praying silently in his heart. I just hope that the inherited blood beads I left behind. You haven't discovered it. Otherwise it's time to act. Looking at Lu Ruyan's sincere look. You can't help but believe it. Could it be that Xiao Bai is a road tycoon? Really lost? But you will soon feel relieved. Never mind. Don't matter if he lied to me or not. He is all my precious daughters. Okay. Stop crying. Dad takes you home. There is a hint of tenderness in your low voice. Seeing that you seem to believe, Lu Ruyan breathed a sigh of relief. He thought to himself. Hey. My dad still loves me very much. Back to the cave. Not waiting for you to speak. Lu Ruyan acted coquettishly. Dad. I'm hungry. You can eat the barbecue for me. Then you are there. You smiled at Lu Ruyan with a pampering smile. Then, Lu Ruyan took advantage of you washing the meat. He didn't notice that he quickly slipped back to the cave. The inherited blood beads he left behind were collected. To avoid being discovered that this time running away from home is a complete failure. Just then, a strange fragrance came from afar. Lu Ruyan was shocked. Is this a spiritual object in heaven and earth? He ran out of the cave and looked at the source of the smell. This seemed to be coming from the orchard. At the same time, you also smell this strange smell. Hurry up. Dad. Let's go and have a look. Lu Ruyan. The round eyes were flashing with the light of expectation. Good. You nodded. Because you are also full of curiosity about that foreign land. The father and daughter came to the orchard. A rich foreign land came to my nose. Lu Ruyan's eyes lit up. Staring at a fruit eating. The fruit seemed to be wrapped in a layer of flame. It emits a fiery breath. When you see this fruit. His eyes suddenly lit up. Fire spirit fruit was the human empress in his previous life. Her knowledge is naturally extraordinary. His smart eyes. Focusing on the fruits in the orchard. I was secretly amazed in my heart. It's really the fire spirit fruit. There is absolutely nothing wrong. I didn't expect that such a rare spiritual fruit would be planted in my father's orchard. The fire spirit fruit is a rare spirit fruit with fire attributes. After taking it, it can greatly temper the body. The innate ability to burn ordinary flames and have the probability of comprehension of fire attributes. What excited Lu Ruyan was that the purple yang breathing method is originally a fire attribute exercise. If there is fire spirit fruit help, my cultivation speed will inevitably be greatly improved. This is really God helping me. Immediately, his eyes swept through the orchard again. I found that in the orchard, except for the fire spirit fruit, there are many other mutated spiritual fruits. That is the blood soul fruit. His small tiger claws were slightly raised. It's just a strange colored fruit not far away. The fruits seem to have a strange attraction. It makes his eyes difficult to move away. This is the mysterious fruit. When he saw another fruit that exuded a strange aura, the surprise in my heart is even more serious. Lu Ruyan was a little excited. He jumped among the fruit trees. He was completely attracted by these spiritual fruits. If all these fruits could be obtained by me, then my strength will definitely improve by leaps and bounds. You asked with a frown when you saw this. Noob. You know these fruits. There is a glimmer of doubt in your tiger's eyes. I secretly guessed Xiaobai's reaction in my heart. How could Xiaobai show such great interest in these fruits? Hearing your question, Lu Ruyan's heart burst into pieces. He realized that his performance might be a little different. He quickly shook his head and explained. Dad. How could I know him? I just think these fruits are beautiful. Very good looking. He blinked. Pretend to be ignorant. I felt a little scared in my heart. Oops. Almost exposed. I can't let my dad discover my secret. You didn't ask any more questions. Don't want to ask more. Because you believe that one day you don't need to stop Lu Ruyan and will tell you this secret on your own initiative. But you can see that. Can Lu Ruyan be so happy? Then these fruits must be extraordinary. Just jump as you like. Can a ball of fire spirit? That fruit is a bit hot. It's like a ball of fire. Crouching in your tiger claws. You looked at the fruit with some confusion. A murmur appeared in my heart. Can this thing be eaten? It looks a bit strange. But intuition tells you. Eating this fruit will be beneficial. You hesitated for a moment. No matter what. Let's give it a try. The next moment. You just ate the entire fire spirit fruit and just put it in your mouth. A hot feeling disappeared. The scorching sensations of your body are like a fire and spirit fire running around your body. It makes you a little hard and uncomfortable. Soon. Quick. The hot feeling disappeared. Not tight. Catch. System prompts. It sounds in your mind. Congratulations to the master for obtaining 1000 attribute points when taking the fire spirit fruit. Suddenly shocked. The tiger's eyes widened. I can't believe my ears. A fruit actually brings you 1000 attribute points. Then you have worked hard during this time. It's been around for a long time. Do you think you are self-indulgent? Soon. Your eyes that were already a little puzzled. It became hot instantly. I looked at you excitedly and asked you to mutate fruit. So many fruits. If a fruit has 1000 attribute points, then I'll finish these. Wouldn't it be possible to break through? Thinking of you so. Leaping. Another yellow fruit was swallowed into his stomach. Congratulations to the host. Take Julie fruit to obtain 800 attribute points. This stepping method is so cool. You almost jumped up excitedly. These fruits are simply treasures. You suddenly regretted it. After I knew that the spiritual energy was revived. These fruits have such a great effect. Then you should move all the fruit trees all over the mountains and fields to yourself. Then I'll be stupid after that. Just eat fruits every day. And at this time, Lu Ruyan saw you ate 2 heaven and earth spirit fruits in a hurry. My eyes are almost glaring. It seems like there are 10,000 heads in my heart. The tiger roared and licked the heavenly things. Licking things? How can the heaven and earth spirit fruit be eaten like this? This is a rare treasure. You should slowly absorb the energy in it. Dad is a waste. I'm so angry. But he was also very envious. Looking at the fruits. His saliva was almost flowing out. Seeing you ready to do it again. Finally couldn't help it. Dad. I want to eat too. Dad is so bad. Eat so much by myself. They don't give me food. Lu Ruyan looked at her cute and coquettish tricks again. When you wanted something, just show off your cute feet. You can give it to him. This time is definitely no exception. You want to eat too. You hesitate a little. A fruit can bring 1000 attribute points. This shows that this fruit contains great energy. It's not that you don't want to give this fruit to Lu Ruyan. Although this fruit can bring you a lot of attribute points. But you also sincerely regard Lu Ruyan as your daughter. No father doesn't love his daughter? Are you just worried that Lu Ruyan's small body can withstand the huge energy contained in it? Noob. What if you still want to eat these fruits and can't stand it? No? Dad. I just want to eat Lu Ruyan. A little mouth pouted. Keep rubbing your head with you. Seeing Xiaobai rubbing his eyes, you still feel soft-hearted. Oh well. Then you get a fruit. Carefully divided a quarter. The fruit of Lu Ruyan Xiaobai contains a lot of energy. You can't eat too much. Difficult to digest. Lu Ruyan looked at the small piece of spiritual fruit you handed over. My heart is full of question marks. That's not what you have to do. You are feeding a kitten and a puppy, holding a small piece of spiritual fruit. Lu Ruyan lifted the small spiritual bones again. Tears? It doesn't matter, Dad. I can digest jokes. He has the purple yang breathing method. No matter how much you eat, you can digest the results. But he can't show obedience. Wait until you become stronger. How much do you want to eat? Dad promised you to eat enough of you. Extend your hand. Gently patted Lu Ruyan's little head. In order to maintain my obedient and well-behaved tiger tongue. Lu Ruyan. I had to agree. Oh well. Then wait for me to grow up. I want to eat all the fruits in the orchard. All for you to eat. You nodded. But I was thinking. Wait until you grow up. I finished it long ago. Then you swallowed a few more fruits. Lu Ruyan was stunned. A moment of feeling in my heart. Confused awakening. I actually ate so many heaven and earth spiritual fruits. Aren't Dad afraid of being profuse? His little mouth pouted slightly. I complained about the good things in my heart. Just eat by yourself. Wait until I have a chance. You must eat enough of these fruits. One fruit is wrong. I won't leave any nuts for you. How do you know what Lu Ruyan is thinking? After swallowing a few more fruits. Excited to open the attributes. Panel level 12. Next time, the next evolution will continue to be 8,000 attribute points. The current attribute point is 5,500. During this period of exercise, Add the fruit I just ate. 5,500 attribute points have been accumulated. You are very happy. The attribute points obtained by eating fruit today. It was a complete surprise. At this speed, it won't take long to upgrade again. Immediately, you looked around the orchard again. There are still a lot of fruit in the orchard. But it seems not mature yet. So I can only leave the orchard with Lu Ruyan, who is reluctant to leave. I plan to come back to Lu Ruyan in a while. Follow you. 1 step and 3 times. Looking at the ripe spiritual fruit. It all fell into your stomach. Lu Ruyan felt so angry. I knew there were these spiritual fruits here. I should come here secretly and eat all of these. At this moment you think that the fruits in your orchard can change. The forest rich in wild fruit should also mutate. My eyes lit up suddenly. When going out for hunting in the future, you can search for some different fruits. Maybe you can find more precious mutations than in the orchard. If you are not mature yet, you can also dig the fruit trees back together. Lu Ruyan naturally thought of this. But now he doesn't dare to leave here at all. If you are caught again, the reason I made last time was useless. But he had made new changes in his mind at this time. If it's still tonight. Just at 2:30 tonight. Sleeping loudly in the 10 holes. A figure. Sneaking out of the food. That was Lu Ruyan. His small body is like a flexible white hat in the dark. I quietly touched the orchard. I saw a few spiritual fruits in the orchard emit strange noises. Sure enough, the spiritual fruit is ripe again. Lu Ruyan's eyes shine. That excited look. It seems like a child who has found a treasure. His small bone claws couldn't wait to stretch out. Just about to take action. Suddenly your voice rang. Noob. You are disobedient again. The sound was particularly loud in the quiet orchard. Lu Ruyan shivered. His originally excited expression suddenly became panicked. Oops. Found out by Dad. He called me secretly in his heart. He was obviously very careful. Why was it discovered? Dad. Why are you here? Lu Ruyan blinked him. Those big watery eyes. The furry ears moved. The little head bent to one side. He pouted his mouth slightly. 2 little paws were stirring in front of you. I just couldn't sleep and came over to take a look. While speaking, the agile gaze scanned the orchard. Finally falling on those fruits. These fruits are so beautiful. Your eyes are staring at the eye-catching Xiao Bai. That gaze seemed to be able to see through everything. This little guy is playing tricks on me again. You don't know what he is thinking. This little guy must be greedy. Want to eat the fruit secretly. You sighed in your heart. It's not that I can't bear to let it go. These few. Mainly because I am afraid that Xiao Bai will suffer from eating it. After all, these fruits can bring so many attributes. Contains energy. Extremely terrifying. I'm afraid this little bit is hard to shine. What did you suddenly think of? He lowered his head and frowned and asked. Has the fruit given to you during the day been digested? This little guy can't digest it. Still hold on. Nothing wrong. Just mutated fruit. To put it bluntly, it's just that the fruit is gone. You can find it again. But Xiao Bai can't have any trouble. Lu Ruyan was stunned. He didn't expect his father to ask this. But he quickly realized. Nodded immediately. Snort. He was secretly proud of himself. Just let Dad know. I can actually digest more fruits. Maybe my dad will let me eat more fruits. Don't worry, Dad. I digested it all. Are you okay in your health? Your serious gaze scanned Lu Ruyan's body. It seems like I want to see if he is lying. There is nothing at all. Lu Ruyan patted her breasts. Said confidently. But I feel proud in my heart. Like a little peacock. What a joke. Don't see who I am. I have the purple yang breathing method. If it is a forest fruit. To me it's a little bit. I saw Lu are you lifting cigarette butts. Looking at you with a gaze. Little tiger claws. Pull your tiger hair. Swaying gently. He started a spoiled method. Even if my dad asks me to eat one. These fruits are really beautiful. I just want to taste you. Looking at Lu Ruyan's longing eyes. I felt a little shaken. Suddenly you understand. Xiao Bai must have a secret to quickly digest mutant fruits. Will this be related to his bloodline inheritance? If Xiao Bai is really a demon. God's reincarnation. Maybe he has some special ability. Dad. If he is the reincarnation of the demon god. I must have a clear idea in my heart. Only eat one more. Finally you had to say helplessly. The fruits will ripen in the future. You can eat one every day. Do not eat too much. You don't want the boy to be hurt by greed. But he didn't want to suppress his growth either. Lu Ruyan was immediately excited when she heard this. Very good. His small body was jumping on the spot. Long live Dad. Dad is the best dad in the world. At this time, it has been almost 2 months since the revival of spiritual energy. At the beginning of the Dragon Kingdom, the strange beast riots. The whole country was in chaos. And with the emergence of the extraordinary, the situation begins to reverse. The extraordinary person takes the special ability of the mutant torrent successfully awakens. After this incident was exposed, a wave of extraordinary heat has been set off. The military of various consortiums began to search for foreign countries. Cultivate extraordinary people. You are like those precious foreign objects that a group of crazy treasure hunters are looking for around the world. As extraordinary people from all over the world continue to emerge, someone else has created a top 100 list. The 100 most terrifying existences in the world. Like a magical reappearance of events. At the same time, a message caused a sensation in Lishan City. Xiangxing Group and Kurosi Group have joined forces. Prepare to march into the Dali Mountains. Xiangxing Group Heise Group is the first and second consortium in Lishan City. The number is on the entire Dragon Kingdom card. These 2 major consortiums are like 2 towering mountains standing on the commercial territory of Lishan City. Recently, we also recruited artists in Fenglingjia from the top 100 list. Behind the stranger there are huge wings that transformed from it. From this, a gentle mountain can bring about a strong wind. The wings are even more windy. The Fenglingjia awakened the ability to seal the attributes. A giant stream surrounded by a lively stream. Your existence makes the two major consortiums more powerful. Under your command. They also built a battle of extraordinary people. Now the spiritual energy has just recovered for 2 months. It's said that the strong are like clouds. Not enough to do anything. But the Dali Mountains are the base camp of strange beasts. Can the two major groups succeed? Now. The mutated trees in the forest that cover the sky and the sun are quiet and cunning. The surviving beasts are all standing out in that battle. Separate one side. Battlefield is king. At this time, only your huge body is passing through your eyes in the shadows. Staring at a fruit tree not far away. This is when the Kanghan searched everywhere not long ago. Discover. I saw the fruit hanging on the fruit trees radiating a green light. It's like a gorgeous emerald. You look at these fruits. His eyes suddenly shone golden light. Intuition tells you. These fruits must contain huge energy. As long as you eat these fruits, it will definitely be able to obtain considerable purification. Just then, an angry roar came. A huge black panther under the fruit tree roared at you with his head. The body of the black panther is like steel. The muscles are tight and full of explosive power. A fierce light flashed in the green eyes. It seems like 2 burning flames. Staring at you tightly. That roar just now. It's his warning to you. The moment you appear, he instinctively became afraid of you. If you had turned around and ran away in the past. But now it's different. There is a rare spiritual object behind him. He finally found it. I don't want to give up on me like that. Seeing that you didn't respond. Still approaching the black panther and sending another warning. My body was slightly scared. Made a fighting posture. You see this. Not swaying. Just stare at you. The huge tiger claws swung violently. It brings a whistling sound. The black panther hasn't reacted yet. I saw a huge tiger claw magnifying rapidly in his pupils. So fast. He couldn't react at all. He slapped the black panther directly. Gubao's body is like a rag bag. A flash of a colored millet passed through the air. Finally, it hit a big tree hard. A big one was scattered from the black panther's body on the ground. The surrounding soil was overturned. You look at the black panther who was knocked away by yourself. There is no slight pity in my heart. I walked slowly into the fruit tree. Although the black panther arises. But the slap just now shattered his rebellious mind. The pain from Gubiu's body. Turn around and run. You're too lazy to care about it. Extend the tiger's claws. Pick the green fruits. Swallow the system prompt sound in your mind. Congratulations to the host. Obtain 1000 attribute points. Your mind moves. Open the attribute panel level 12. The next upgrade requires 8000 attribute points. The current attribute point 9000 is finally enough. You are ecstatic. In the past few days, you have been asking the rampant ghost to look for it outside. After such a long time of hard work, finally, enough attribute points have been accumulated. You ordered again. Let the rampant ghost continue to search. And you turned around and returned home. After confirming that no strange beasts broke into the territory. Thoughts move. The next moment of upgrading began. I saw a strong light radiating around your body. The light seemed to emanate from inside your body. Your body size is starting to grow slowly. The already huge body was even more burly. The breath is getting stronger and stronger. Exudes a majestic light. After Lu Ruyan, who was practicing secretly, noticed that your breath had changed. He immediately stopped practicing. Watching on the side. I was secretly amazed in my heart. Dad is getting more and more terrifying. His small tiger palms were tightly held together. Somewhat is worried. Dad's strength is getting stronger and stronger. But my cultivation progresses so slowly. If this continues, the gap between me and my dad will grow bigger and bigger. Hateful. In this way, when will I escape from here? Dad should have reached the late stage of awakening now. This aura is much stronger than before. He knew very well how fast his father's strength grew. If you continue to stay with your father, I'm afraid I can't surpass it in my life. He thought to himself. Want to break through yourself? Beyond Dad has to leave. According to his memories of his previous life, the treasure in Changbai Mountain is about to be born. That may be an opportunity for your own breakthrough. Must rush over and leave as soon as possible. Must find an opportunity to leave. Lu Ruyan's eyes became firm. He bit his lip gently. Silently muttering in my heart. He is confident. I have reached the state of awakening. Leaving here in the middle. Naturally, it can sweep everything. Certainly. Apart from the perverted father. The next day you brought the newly harvested rampant ghost. Shopping in the forest. Because of this period, you took the rampant ghost out every day. This leads to the fact that the spiritual bones you entered have been plundered by you. Therefore, your search is getting farther and farther. And your horror is also favored by a strange beast in this area. This has led to this area now becoming your back garden. The inspected area expanded several miles outward. Sudden. Your eyes were pulled by a mysterious force. It was firmly locked on a strange wing bone. That radiant light emitted. It's like a gem carved by time hanging on the branch of a big tree. Your eyes lit up immediately. When I was about to pick that stream. A ferocious strange beast. He rushed out of the bushes beside him. However, he did not launch an attack. Just fleeing in a hurry. Leave you all the attention. Respond in one's heart. Don't be so scary. Say it. Just about to get that strange stock. Suddenly, a dense noise made you stop. The sound echoed in the forest. It looks a little abrupt. You listen carefully. Serious expression. It seems that the gunfire is bad. Nothing will happen to Xiaobai. At this time, a team of extraordinary soldiers outside the Dalishan Mountains are besieging a strange beast. Behind the entire team, a young man stared at the strange beast, which was ordered by the headset. Damn, this beast ran so fast. Everyone should pay attention to the formation of the contract. Don't get too close. This guy is already at the end of his strength. Everyone is sticking to it. He could actually drag him to death. The second team is concerned. There are people on your side who leave the beast. It is very likely that you will break through from you. The third and fourth team are ready to respond to the second team at any time. Everyone under the command of the captain. He began to approach the strange beast. This is an evolved wild wolf. Large body. The whole body is covered with hard scales. In the mottled sunlight, there was a strange light flashing. Under the impact of the bullet, scratches of sparks were constantly splashing on the scales. He roared angrily. The roar seemed to shatter people's eardrums. But the machine gun shooting did not stop. The bullet kept firing at one hand. A shallow dent was made on his body. The next second, the giant wolf let out a roar. A blazing flame ejected from his mouth. The flame is like a ferocious fire snake, turning towards the extraordinary surroundings. The fallen leaves around wherever they go were instantly lit and rolling black smoke came out. The burning smell permeates the air. Damn, this flame can actually lock the target automatically. It's too late to retreat. This beast is ready to let us die with him. Just then, a silver figure suddenly fell from the sky. I saw the wings behind a man flashing colorful light in the sun. It seems to contain the most mysterious power in the world. The moment he appeared, the air around seemed to be pulled away instantly. Become extremely solemn. I saw him raise his head slightly. The cold face was covered with ice and snow. The light of lightning flashed in his eyes. Everyone pushed me back and said. I saw him raise his hand and wave it gently. Above the wings, the power of lightning was released instantly. The lightning is like an angry jawbone. Cracking sounds in the air. With the sound of destroying everything. With the thunder and lightning sound. Mutations. The flames spit out from the firewolf's mouth were instantly defeated. The trees around seemed to be trembling in front of this powerful force. The tiny branches were shaken by the aftermath of lightning. It fell down with a crackling sound. The firewolf turned his head suddenly. His eyes were staring at the alien floating in the sky. His eyes were full of reluctance. A low growl came out of his mouth. He could feel the strength of this man. Very strong. It made him irresistible. The firewolf wants to escape. But all his retreat has been blocked by the evolution team. Only a desperate attempt. And at this time, the stranger's eyes also looked at the flaming giant wolf who awakened the alien beast with talented ability. No wonder it's so hard to beat you. The stronger the strength, the higher the value. In a moment, the strange man disappeared. Only when a terrifying silver arc was left in place appeared again. It has come to the back of the giant flame wolf. Then raise your hand and look down a little. A thunder and lightning sound. He slashed at the strange beast fiercely. The strange beast was hit by this sudden lightning. A painful tremor was made. His huge body. A violent tremor. The scales on his body were splattered everywhere by lightning. But this is just the beginning. The alien spreads his wings. Fly into the air. It's like a magical power of thunder and lightning that controls lightning. It kept pouring out of his wings, interweaving into a dense grid. Completely cover the strange beast. The strange beast is struggling in this power grid. But I can't break free. Every struggle, they will attract more violent lightning attacks. Under the continuous attack of lightning, the strange beast can't hold on in the end. He fell to the ground and died. The originally hard scales. The charred blackness was already thundered by lightning, and a pungent charred smell was emitted. The strength of the core is becoming more and more terrifying. An extraordinary man exclaimed. His eyes were filled with trembling worship. It seems to be looking at an unrealistic existence. That's not the core. But the strong man on the list of humans. The entire Dragon Kingdom can also rank in the top 10. Such strength. It's simply extraordinary. The beast was like an ant in front of him. This time, led by the general team, we will definitely make a fortune. After one person listened, the cold face is covered with ice and snow. He said with a serious voice. All right. Don't talk nonsense. Hurry up and search for nearby stocks. Don't fall behind. When everyone in Changsheng group heard this, I immediately put away my previous hippie smiley look. It's the core. However, what this group of people didn't know was when they fought fiercely. The giant eagle Chang soul is floating in the void. Take a look at the situation here. At the same time, convey the situation here to you. You stand thousands of meters away. The message from the giant Diao Chang ghost. And muttered silently in my heart. Humans have set their sights on this place. It seems that the days in the future will not be so peaceful. A storm is coming. According to your knowledge of humanity. Not my race. It must be done. Even if you don't have the idea of attacking humans. But once humans discover his existence, they will inevitably kill them all. And the only thing that can prevent this from happening is one companion. That is, becoming strong is the father who was not bad before. But the class has been doing this for a while. Because of Xiao Bai's existence. It made him feel like he had more tired love in this world. Although it is vain, in his eyes, it is very likely that the demon god will be reincarnated. But to you, there is nothing to do with this. As long as Xiao Bai calls you dad one day. And this is always yourselves. You are the one who can speed up and improve your strength. Tomorrow, another Willow Smoke Willow will be there for 1,000 episodes. See if you come back and prepare the fruit decisively. The orchard is filled with fruits. Really? And when he jumped to the orchard, the scene that appeared in front of him immediately made him extremely angry. I saw a huge black shadow passing through the orchard. He is picking the fruits of the forest without restraint. It's like eating a buffet. One by one. He looked closely. I found it was a huge black bear. The body of the black bear is like a hill. The furry claws were grabbing Lingua and stuffing them into his mouth. Lu Ruyan suddenly became angry. That's the forest fruit that my father has worked hard to grow. He hasn't eaten much. This black bear actually came to eat. His little tiger palm, clenched into fists, roared angrily. Son of a bitch. Dare to steal my father's forest and fruits to eat. Look, I won't beat you to death. The black bear turned his head when he heard the sound. Looking at Lu Ruyan's eyes full of disdain. I didn't take Lu Ruyan seriously at all. Then I picked a fruit and stuffed it into my mouth like smoke. Now very angry. The kind that is super angry. I saw his whole body flashing purple light. The purple light was like a layer of mysterious and dazzling armor. Wrap him. The next moment, his small body is like an arrow from a string. He rushed directly towards the black bear. At this time, the big black bear didn't know who he had brought. In your opinion, Lu Yanyan. That's a small one. Even if you get angry. So what can it be done? I am so big. It's like flying little guys. He didn't even pay attention to the direction where Lu Ruyan was. Eat it all the same as your mouth. Keep chewing on your mouth. The juice of the dynamic forest remains along the corner of the mouth. Bad things. I stopped. Doctor. I saw Ryangan's small palm covered her dead belt. With a sharp momentum. Slap it directly on the black bear's forehead. Don't look at Lu Ruyan's body as small. But it contains terrifying power. This shot directly knocked the huge black bear to the ground. A dull sound. The black bear was photographed a little violently. Just the right strength. A hard pussy doesn't hurt your brain. After he finally saw that it was Lu Ruyan, his bear paw patted his chest hard, making a bang sound. Eyes widened. Full of anger. Obviously not expected. A small thing can actually knock itself to the ground. It's simply a great humiliation. The next second, the black bear waved its thick arms. The muscles of the arm skin rise up. It's like small sandbags rushing towards Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan's figure is lively. He easily avoided the black bear's arm. He also mischievously made a face at the black bear. Said. Stupid bear. You can't catch my black bear. Seeing that the teacher couldn't hit Lu Ruyan, I was furious all of a sudden. Then, his eyes turned red. The body size suddenly doubled. The huge body seemed like a hill full of oppression. The blood talent is actually the awakened black bear Lu Ruyan. The little brow frowned slightly and was a little surprised. But he was just a little surprised. Not cared about it. During this period, there were a lot of assists from the Ling Kingdom. His cultivation level has reached the middle stage of awakening. This is a mere black bear who is awakening and entering the exit period, but he is not qualified to take it seriously. Do you think you have blood talent? A thought moves. Lu Ruyan uses her talent ability clone technique. I saw a few figures that were exactly the same as him appear instantly. Cover the black bear in the middle. The black bear saw two identical little white tigers appearing in front of him. I was stunned for a moment. Before the black bear can react, Lu Ruyan and his clone attacked the big black bear together. The boy was busy flashing around the black bear. The big black bear was beaten so hard that he screamed that his attack power was very strong. But the movements are indeed a bit slow. Often he just raised his hand. Lu Ruyan knew what he was going to do. Avoid in advance. At this time, this big black bear looked like a large movable sandstorm in front of Lu Ruyan. However, just when Lu Ruyan was about to kill, I saw the big black bear suddenly hugging his head and begging for mercy. The huge body curled up all of a sudden. The two bears hugged their heads tightly. The body kept trembling. I saw that I still knew to beg for mercy. Lu Ruyan's small tiger claws stopped. He looked at the big black bear in front of him with great interest. Said, "Do you know you are wrong, a stupid bear?" Obviously. This big guy has already activated a lot of intelligence. It only made Lu Ruyan start to think about it. Dad can enslave the mixed group. I'll beat many little brothers. My dignified empress should also accept some younger brothers. It's okay to spare you. But from now on, you are my little brother. The big black bear doesn't understand what a little brother is. But he knew. Just do what the little white tiger in front of you and you can survive. So he kept nodding. Very sensible. Lu Ruyan smiled proudly. Then he performed his secretary. The mysterious light shot out from his tiger claws. Entered the black bear's head. The big black bear only felt a tingling pain in his mind. Then he signed a soul contract with Lu Ruyan. First, the life and death of the big black bear is under his control. Big black bear, you can also feel something in your head. All right. From now on, you are my little brother. From now on, you will be called Xiongdi. Let's go quickly. Don't leave again. My dad is back. You can't leave. It's time to say that Chow Chow is here. Your voice has come from afar. Noob. You're stealing food again. At this time, the big black bear felt your horror aura. He decisively stuck out his butt and crawled into the blue stone woods. After Lu Ruyan saw the big black bear completely leave. Then I turned around to see you with confidence. However, what Lu Ruyan didn't know was that you had discovered his connection with the big black bear through Changue. But when you think of your daughter's reincarnation of the demon god, you don't have the intention to pursue it. In your opinion, who hasn't found his own secret yet? This may be the opportunity for Xiaobai. You don't want to interfere too much. Just thinking about the humans outside. You think it is necessary to remind Xiaobai. So when I saw Lu Ruyan, you didn't ask too much either. Instead, he spoke directly to Xiaobai. You must not leave during this period. Lu Ruyan heard this. A sudden heart. Is it because my father is going to discover the plan again? It was a hint of panic flashing in the spiritual and moving eyes. But he quickly calmed down. Stupid. Blinking your smart big eyes and acting cute daddy. What are you talking about? I can't bear to leave you. If you are sure. Too dangerous. After Baide reminded him. Of course, it is better that there are all humans outside now, which is too dangerous. Understand the category. Lu Ruyan was stunned. Then I immediately understood. It was humans who began to attack the strange beasts. The time is indeed almost the same. In the past life, you, as one of the highest combat powers of human beings, have a certain understanding of human actions. But the human beings in this life seem to be acting faster than in the previous life. You were stunned when you saw Lu Ruyan. I thought he couldn't understand. Then explained. Humans are extremely terrible creatures. If you are caught by them, life is worse than death. Lu Ruyan heard this and said it was right. Is this the human being in my father's eyes? It seems that my father is indeed a reincarnation of the ancient demon god. Born to be opposite to humans. In this way, I can't let my father discover that I am a human soul. The little body trembled slightly. Pretend to be scared. Lu Ruyan rushed on you. What a terrible human being thinking about this. Dad, I'm scared. Don't be afraid of Dad here. You will definitely not be hurt. You see this. Immediately gentle comfort. The eyes were filled with love and concern. However, Lu Ruyan had another idea in her mind. He was quietly making up his own little thoughts. According to the memories of the previous life, in just a few months after the revival of the spirit, in order to plunder the soul, it's like a hungry wolf smelling blood. Begin to march towards the forest frantically. It seems that what my father said about humans should come for the spiritual fruits in the forest. In this way, then the forest will definitely be in chaos. Thinking of this, Lu Ruyan's agile eyes, rotating his eyes, a hint of joy flashed through it. This is a rare opportunity to escape. I can't miss it. Once humans attack the territory where Dad is, by then, my dad will definitely have no time to take care of me. At this time, I was taking advantage of the chaos of Daddy. Even if you find it, I'm afraid it's impossible to come to me as soon as possible. I'm so smart. He secretly observed your expression while thinking. I was afraid that my father would see through his thoughts. He was not worried about his father's safety. He is still vivid in his previous life. Humans entered the forest with their advantages and weapons at the beginning. Many strange beasts were slaughtered. But the evolution of the strange beast itself is faster than that of humans. In addition, there are strange stocks everywhere in the forest. These foreign countries are like mysterious treasures given to alien beasts by nature. It can help them improve their strength quickly. So soon humans were hit by a counterattack from strange beasts. The originally arrogant human legion began to retreat step by step under the siege of strange beasts. The human extraordinary people who attack the deep mountains will not be available for a short period of time. All the mountains across the country have become paradise for strange beasts. The human situation. And in Lu Ruyan's eyes, what is Dad? That is the reincarnation of the demon god. Strength is like a bottomless ocean. Mysterious and powerful. Those ordinary hot weapons may be like children's toys in front of him. He even thought that if humans dared to attack their father, then the person who suffered the loss in the end was definitely human beings. I hope these humans can distract my dad from the way I thought. Otherwise I wouldn't have a chance to escape. He even pretended to be curious. Asked. Dad. Are these humans powerful? Can't my dad beat them? There was a smile in your eyes. He raised his head proudly, looking in the direction where those humans are. A trace of disdain flashed in his eyes. Of course my dad can't beat it. It's just that humans have a very powerful weapon. If the fight starts, Dad is afraid you will be hurt. This sentence. You are dealing with that group from the bottom of your heart. For you, humanity. Simple can't be simpler. Those weapons for you. Not even scratching. Unless large thermal weapons are used. You will be afraid of it. But Xiaobai hasn't grown up yet. Those hot weapons can also cause some damage to him. After hearing this, Lu Ruyan. He nodded immediately. So that's it. Dad. Don't worry. I won't run around. It will never drag your dad down. However. Say that. But his little head was thinking about the plan to escape. Just wait for the best time to come. Dad. Sorry. I must pursue my own opportunities. Wait for me to be strong. I will definitely come back to see you. I just hope you won't be able to drive away at that time. Don't blame me, either. Although we know that humans cannot attack the depths of the forest in a short time. But just in case. At the same time, in order to prevent humans from discovering their places in advance. So in the next few days, you send out all the Changue. Always keep an eye on the way of human beings. Then your thoughts move. Open the attribute panel level 13 advanced skills to jump forward. Perceive super listening. Night vision consumes 1000 attribute points. You can upgrade advanced skills to primary talent. Wuchang Vajra Claw's Eye of Fear Eye of Netherworld Radiation BU consumes 3000 attribute points. You can upgrade your primary talent ability. Attribute points 6600 attribute points. There are still 4000 left to upgrade. You stare at the system panel. Hesitated for a moment. His eyes kept fighting back and forth on various skills. After careful consideration, decided to upgrade advanced stealth and advanced super listening. Now humans have entered the forest. Any accident can happen. You. The mind disappears instantly when it moves 2000 attribute points. Clicked on advanced stealth and super listening. With the attribute points added to the original advanced lurking and super listening. A transformation took place in an instant. Invisibility is at rest at the primary stage. Invisible in 10 seconds. The first blow to the ears of the wind. You can hear any movement within 3000 meters. With the originally calm tiger's eyes flashing with irrepressible excitement. The light is not very strong. But when you find invisible. Although it cannot move. This is a bit of a flaw. But you will soon be relieved. If this is still possible. Wouldn't that be a direct assassination? Who can escape then? That's great. You can't even use cheats like this. Then. You start experimenting with the wind again. I just feel like my ears are being swept by a gentle breeze. Then. The breeze seemed to have turned into countless invisible magnetic lines. Spread out in all directions. In your mind. It seemed as if an invisible radar had appeared. Continuously receiving sound signals from afar. Just then. You heard Lu Ruyan's voice. The sound was as subtle as a mosquito. But it still clearly entered your ears. It seems that my dad didn't find out about my plan. In this case. As long as I wait with peace of mind. You will definitely find an opportunity. After hearing this, you frowned in your heart. Thinking about some opportunity. Is this little guy thinking about something I don't know? You're a little confused. A little worried. I don't know what Xiaobai gourd sells. But you decided not to think about Xiaobai's little thoughts anymore. Now you are concerned about humans who are slaughtering strange beasts on the periphery. As for you, who has reached the rebellious period. You've decided to talk. Hurry up and go to train slowly. The most urgent task is to get close to the periphery to inquire about the specific situation of human beings. The next day. Your agile figure appears outside the Dali Mountains. The air here seemed to be filled with blood. Along the way, you have found several traces of battle. The blood of strange beasts is everywhere. But no corpse of the strange beast was seen. Obviously, it must have been brought back by humans. At the same time, traces of human activities can be seen everywhere. You found a high place. He lay down quietly. After a moment, you've entered invisible state. At the same time, the wind is turned on. With all the wind and grass falling, you can't escape your observation at this time. And not far from you, the extraordinary team led by Inhuman is fighting fiercely. Recently, these strange beasts are becoming more and more difficult to kill. Who said it wasn't? As we go deeper, the strength of these strange beasts is getting stronger and stronger. However, these strange beast meat can be paid at a good price. Stop chatting. Hurry up and solve the strange beast in front of you. There are other things to do today. Under the leadership of Yiren, they killed another ferocious beast. The strange beast echoed in the forest before it died. And other strange beasts not far away also saw this. They all ran away in fear. They felt the power of the stranger. Want to resist. But he is no match for one person at all. The battle ends. One man stood in the air, looking down below. He felt other strange moves around him. But he didn't take action. The rest of the Superman team began to quickly clean up the battlefield. Report to the Corps to come to Dali Mountains this time. We have harvested dozens of special ones. Your contribution is the greatest. There will definitely be a lot of differences. There is no expression on the artist's cold face. Just listen to how he speaks lightly. It depends on the decisions made by the group's senior management. Actually, for the alien, although these fruits are precious, but he cared more about the results of this action and his position in the group. Only in this way, the benefits will be more obtained in the future. When everyone heard this, naturally understand the meaning of Yiren. They are just these things that work. Not they can tell me. The eldest young master is coming in 3 days. We have to hurry up. You can't let the people of Changqing group compete with each other. Do you understand? It was the members of the Corps who led dozens of different fruits in unison. Damn. These humans are really big dogs. Invisible 2,000 meters away. Your originally calm gaze in a dark forest instantly became hot. Subconsciously sticking out your tongue. Licked his lips and nodded. It seems that it's time for me to take action. At this time, you will open all the rampant ghosts under your command. With your order. All the rampant ghosts suddenly burst into sharp laughter. A powerful soul shock swept out. Those patrolling human armed personnel. I felt a tingling sensation in my mind. What's going on? My head. They just felt that there were tens of millions of steel needles piercing their heads. Eyes are congested. Twisted facial features. Then the consciousness began to blur. Then my eyes turned dark. Then he fell to the ground and did not wake up. Then, you use Netherworld Jibu? Your huge figure is like a black body lightning. I came to the camp instantly. Damn Animal Farm. Just then, a roar came out. One person rushed out like lightning. Behind the stranger. The wings spread out suddenly. The power of lightning surged wildly on both wings. Crackling. It seems like the air around it is going to be electrocuted. His eyes were filled with arrogance and confidence. In his opinion, this strange beast that suddenly broke into is just seeking death. However, you didn't take him seriously at all. A huge body. Like a war machine made by steel. Muscle tight. Full of explosive power. A cold light flashed in his tiger's eyes. It seems to be looking at a trivial ant. One man took the lead in attacking. His hands danced the power of lightning on his wings. Like a fusion of anger. He whistled towards you. But you're faster. His figure flashed. Easily avoided the deadly lightning attack. Then you rushed up. The thick tiger claws shone golden light on it. This is the first time you have put the Netherworld. Used in combination with the Kyushu. The tiger claws were the sound of breaking the wind. Wave it hard. That momentum seemed to be able to split the world in one person. I was shocked. He quickly mobilized the extraordinary power in his body. Try to withstand your fatal blow. But his power seems particularly small in front of you. Your tiger claws hit Yiren hard. With a bang. A person vomited blood. It's like a wind with a broken line. He was photographed flying out. His body drew an arc in the air. He fell heavily to the ground. The extraordinary people around him who don't know life and death were filled with panic when they saw this scene. How is this possible? The Corps is a powerful man who tied the walls. It was so vulnerable in front of this strange beast. It's over now, it's completely over. What kind of monster is this? Why is it so powerful? Their faces were pale. Some even have weak legs. Almost collapsed to the ground. You glanced at the panicked extraordinary people with contempt. Then grabbed the box containing the strange strands. In the dense gunshots. Like a phantom. He quickly left the camp. The dense bullet hit him. Just like raindrops falling on stones. It can't cause any harm to you at all. On the other side. Strange in the cave. Why haven't Dad been back today? Lu Ruyan paced back and forth in the cave. From time to time, look in the direction you left. Did something happen? His heart tightened. As if it was held by an invisible hand? Impossible. Your dad's strength. How can a mere human being do anything? The more he thought about it, the more he became less at ease. After hesitating for a moment, he decided to go down the mountain to take a look. Just then, a familiar figure appeared before his eyes. Dad. You are finally back. Lu Ruyan's eyes lit up suddenly. A bright smile appeared. See what good things my dad has brought. Your broad tiger palm opens a black box. The box is made of special materials. Be able to keep a freshness. Not easy to get bad. Lu Ruyan. That cute little mouth is wide open. He was stunned. Wow. So many fruits. Where did you get it, Dad? Of course it was stolen from the hands of the humans outside. You smiled proudly. Lu Ruyan's heart trembled. Dad. Have you brought down all these human nests? Almost the same. You thought for a moment. Hey, think about it. You're also very excited at this moment. I have to say. Human treasure hunting is indeed very efficient. You counted. There are 45 foreign countries in total. This is a huge number of attribute points. While excited, the two shares began to share the spoils. Dad gives me another horse and Lu Ruyan. The cute little face was full of desire for his furry tiger tail shaking gently behind him. Like a spoiled child. Okay. This small one is taken. Remember, these foreign countries are not ordinary fruits. Do what you can. Don't eat too much at once. Alright. You go out first. Dad is about to start the opportunity. Said. You threw Xiaobai out to eat without mercy and stomped your feet outside the house with Lu Ruyan in anger. I secretly complained about the bad father and the bad father. How do you use these humans in a nest? It's so easy to get caught in a bunch. Dad's strength is already terrifying. If he had absorbed these spiritual bones, then do you still have a chance to turn things around? At this time, the food room is. You can't wait to start spinning. The system's prompt sound kept ringing in my mind. It seems to be a cheerful symphony. And congratulations to the host for obtaining 100 attribute points. And congratulations to the host for obtaining 1000 attribute points. Ding 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 is very fast. All the foreign countries have been eaten up by you. And your attribute points have also accumulated to an unprecedented level. A total of 26 attribute points. Your mind starts to escalate directly. That attribute point was consumed like flowing water. You can feel that your body is undergoing a wonderful change. The next moment, a terrifying aura erupted from the food house. The breath is like a storm. Lu Ruyan, who was practicing secretly across the food house. Feeling this breath suddenly widened my eyes. Confused. A sense of unwillingness surged in my heart. Dad. He broke through this again. Why did I run away? Dad's breath has definitely reached the late stage of awakening and quiet. Lu Ruyan couldn't believe it. His agile eyes were filled with shock. In his memory, this is less than 3 months since the spiritual energy has recovered. Half a year after the spiritual energy in the previous life was revived. He just heard someone breaking through to the late stage of awakening. What kind of evil is Dad? Such a short world has already broken through to this state. Is this world and the previous world line caused chaos because of my rebirth? Besides, Lu Ruyan never thought of any reason to come here again. His eyes trembled and turned to the direction where the food was. Dad seems to hate humans. Suddenly, why did the humans outside Laos be cut off this time? If my dad finds out that I am a human soul, will you kill yourself? Lu Ruyan's small body trembled gently. The two snow-white ears also drooped. Thinking of this, Lu Ruyan's small body shook. He dared not take his life. He still wants to earn Dali. Revenge is still needed. He doesn't want the chance to be reborn. Just die inexplicably. Then he really dies with his eyes open. Feel your breath. Lu Ruyan hesitated for a moment. The eyes gradually became firmer. He bit his lip. It seemed as if I had made up some determination. No way. I can only do this. He said to himself silently. A trace of determination was revealed in his eyes. It seemed like there were two villains constantly quarreling in my heart. A villain said, "Stay here. Dad loves it so much. He will certainly not hurt you." Another villain retorted, "No. You can't take risks. Once discovered, you're done. You have to consider your future. You cannot give up your goals because of temporary feelings." Lu Ruyan struggled in pain. He knew that he might hurt his dad. But he really has no other choice. He can't stay here all the time, waiting for the moment of discovery. Inside the house. You don't know what kind of struggle Lu Ruyan has experienced before. Feel the terrifying power in your body. Excited. It's so cool. Much cooler than Lu. This is the feeling of upgrading. Your heart is filled with shock and expectation. You have a sense of intuition. After breaking through level 15 next time, we'll definitely enter another realm. By then your strength will increase unprecedentedly. There are still 16 attributes left now. I know there is still 4,000 left. Want to get it? Or exercise yourself every day. Let the system provide it to itself. Or just go out and continue searching. But neither of these methods of obtaining are simple. It's better to strengthen your strength than to do it. A thought moves. Added 3,000 evolution points to the Vajra Claw. The diamond claws are raised to the final level and become metal and gold piercing stones. With tearing effect. Get the blessing of gold. You wave your arms with your heart. A golden air blade flew out with a whistle. The power of the King Kong claw is several times stronger than before. Leave a very deep trace on the ground. The light of surprise flashed in the eyes of Seeing. Good. I have an extra ranged attack capability. Experience the power after upgrading. You walk out of the food in a relaxed mood. The warm sunshine on him for a long time makes you feel particularly comfortable. Looking around, he didn't find Lu Ruyan frowning slightly. Noob. Where have you gone? You shouted loudly. The sound echoes in the mountains and forests. The tone was full of pampering. Dad is in a good mood today. What do you want to eat? Lu Ruyan was hiding in the bushes not far away at this time. His heart was filled with tension and uneasiness. Hear your shouts. A panic in my heart. He knew he could no longer hesitate. Must act as soon as possible. Gritted his teeth. Pick up a large basin of water that has been prepared and walk towards you. His steps were a little heavy. Every step takes great courage. After a while, Lu Ruyan brought a large basin of water over. He still looks like this. A cute smile on his face. It makes people want to hold it in their arms after seeing it. There was a hint of panic in my heart. His eyes flashed a little. Dad. You must be thirsty and drink some water. Are you really a little thirsty? You licked your lips. He did not notice any strangeness of Lu Ruyan. When you were exercising. After each exercise, Lu Ruyan. I will also bring a basin of water to wait next to me. So you've gotten used to it. Didn't think much about it at all. Take a break from the water. Drink it all in one go. Lu Ruyan looked at you with a trace of uneasiness. Said silently in my heart. Dad. Sorry. You. Don't blame me. It's like smoke at this time. You drink all the water in the pot. A trace of uneasiness flashed in his eyes. Said silently in my heart. Dad. Sorry. You. Don't blame me. But you have no idea about this. Doting with a smile on his face. Said. What do you want to eat? Tell Dad. Dad is a Lu Ruyan for you. To endure the complex emotions in my heart. Pretending to be calm. Lift your little face up. Dad, I'm not hungry. Although he raised his head. But he didn't dare to look directly at you and turned his head slightly. At this moment, his heart was struggling fiercely. On the one hand, it is reluctance to give up on you. After all, you took care of him meticulously during this period. It made him feel the fatherly love he had never had before. On the other hand, he was also afraid that the secret of his human soul would be discovered. For your future, he had to leave this entanglement. It's like two invisible big hands pulling his heart. It made him feel extremely painful. You seem to notice Lu Ruyan's strangeness. Asked with concern. Noob. What's wrong with you? Are you uncomfortable somewhere? Dad. I'm fine. Lu Ruyan was shocked. He quickly raised his head and squeezed out a smile. Just thinking that humans are nearby. I'm a little scared of you grinning. Fine. I don't dare to do anything with my dad in those groups of humans. Even if those humans came in, Dad will protect you. You're already level 15 now. Have absolute confidence in your own strength. Those humans are simply not your opponents. Your words made Lu Ruyan's heart move. He wants to be filial before leaving. Dad raises his face. A cute baby look. Dad is so awesome. There is a dad here. Can definitely run away? Those bad guys said. He pulls you into the house and is tired of exercising. I'll give you a massage. Okay. You followed your daughter into the cave with a smile. Your heart is full of trust and love for your daughter. Lu Ruyan's strangeness that he had noticed earlier disappeared instantly. Entering a cave. Lu Ruyan crawled on your back. Start stomping on your back. His little paws. Rhythmically stomping on your back. Each stroke seemed to have exhausted his strength. Is Dad comfortable? Lu Ruyan asked softly. There was a hint of imperceptible tremor in his voice. Very comfortable. Using some force on the left. You closed your eyes comfortably. At this moment, I suddenly felt a sense of sleepiness coming. You thought Xiaobai was quite comfortable pressing. I feel comfortable and want to sleep. Then your body gradually relaxes. The originally tight muscles also became loose. Snoring gradually sounded. The sound echoed in the quiet cave and Lu Ruyan jumped off your back. His heartbeat suddenly accelerated. It seemed as if it was about to pop out of my throat. He looked at you carefully and looked closely at him. Dad waited for a while. Make sure you don't have the energy to wake up. He immediately breathed a sigh of relief. He felt relieved in his heart. Dad. Don't blame me. The ecstasy umbrella he configured just now was added to the water. It took him a lot of effort to configure this ecstasy umbrella. He knows you are powerful. Normal drugs may not work for you. But this ecstasy umbrella is enough to let my father sleep for 2.5 hours. Even if my father is strong. It also takes at least an hour of sleep. And this hour. Enough to get him out of the mountains. Then. Lu Ruyan took out the inherited blood bead from her arms and put it in front of her. The blood bead emits a faint light. His eyes were filled with guilt and reluctance when he looked at you. Dad, I'm leaving. Please forgive me for leaving without saying goodbye. Lu Ruyan spoke softly. There was a deep reluctance in his voice. His eyes looked at you with complexity. He gritted his teeth and turned his head and walked straight out of the cave. This time, he didn't stop at all. Come to the foot of the mountain. Big Black Bear. Already waiting for the Big Black Bear. After seeing Lu Ruyan, a low roar was made. It seemed like he was saying hello to him. Lu Ruyan jumped onto the shoulder of the Big Black Bear and looked back. In the direction you are. A trace of reluctance flashed in his eyes. His mind flashed like a movie. Those warm pictures show your love for him one by one. The scene where you play together. And the moment you protect him. Suddenly, his eyes were a little wet. Dad. I'll be back. Wait until I become strong. We'll definitely come back to see you. I just hope you still recognize me as a woman. He clenched his fist secretly. My heart is full of firm belief. That's all. The figures of a tiger and a bear gradually disappeared into the mountains and forests. At the same time, outside the Dali Mountains, a team of extraordinary people is searching for Half-Mother. Everyone, be careful. Don't be careless. The wind chimer stands at the front of the team. A white dress flutters in the wind. Boss, what are you afraid of? With you here? Instead, I look forward to meeting a young extraordinary person in the team of strange beasts. He said indifferently. The arrogant wind chime frowned. Strictly scolded. The strength of Xiangqing Group is not inferior to me. Even he died at the hands of a strange beast. Visible. There are definitely many powerful alien beasts hidden in the Dali Mountains. Just then, an extraordinary man shouted. The boss seems to have a situation. The next second the grass more than 2 meters tall in front was forcibly separated. A big black bear was running wildly. His huge body rushes through the woods. Every step is falling. It can make the ground tremble slightly. Everyone was shocked. Not good. There were strange beasts approaching everyone to prepare for battle. As the black bear approaches, only then did I see a white tiger on the black bear's head. What's going on? What do you think? There is a little tiger. The black bear and the white tiger are a bit weird. But no one thought about it at this time. What the hell is going on? The wind chime that started the hand sounded the command. With his orders issued, the extraordinary people have all used their abilities. Attacks one by one, the huge rocks were blown to pieces at the big black bear. Splattering of gravel. Raise a piece of dust. He was so brave that he dared to attack the local area. Lu Ruyan was originally immersed in the unconsciousness of separation from her father. I'm in a bad mood. Seeing these at this moment, humans dare to attack. He was furious immediately. The next moment, a purple barrier appeared on his body. It appeared instantly around him and the big black bear. When those attacks hit the barrier, it just ripples. Just like stones thrown into the calm lake. Then it disappeared without a trace. Xiongda killed them Lu Ruyan and spoke coldly. His voice was filled with anger and majesty. It made the air around it seem solemn. The big black bear heard the order. A roar of shock. Decisively display your talent abilities. His body began to grow rapidly. The already huge body became even bigger. Like a small hill. The bear's paw is as big as two huge palm leaf fans. With a howling fan, he shot directly at the extraordinary person closest to him. The extraordinary man's eyes widened in horror. The pupils contracted sharply. The face was filled with fear. He wants to hide. But it's too late. With a bang. He is like a fragile fly. He was beaten to death on the ground by a big black bear. The wind chimer looked at Lu Ruyan. I think this white tiger is the leader. He gritted his teeth. Decided to take action personally. I saw his hands dancing. The hands are moving in the mouth. Only surrounding air. It began to flow violently. The wind whistled beside him, gathering more and more. A small tornado was formed. Then, the dense wind blades hit Lu Ruyan. The tiger does not show its power. Do you think I'm a sick cat? Lu Ruyan's eyes roared. The vast soul power. The wind chime shot out violently. The soul was hit. It fell into a dullness for 2 seconds. Then, Lu Ruyan directly displays her talent ability. The body turns into 2 white lights and shadows. It rushed towards the wind chimera at an extremely fast speed. The figures shuttle through the woods. Only 2 white lights and shadows are left wherever they pass. It's like a shooting star crossing the night sky. The wind chimer saw Lu Ruyan's speed so fast. The more shock he wanted to avoid his pupils, it was too late. Lu Ruyan rushed to him instantly. One claw swung his claws. Swipe through the air. Bring a white mark of light. This kick is directly used to defend against the fragile window. A crackling tiger claw hit his chest. The scene was at a disadvantage. The kite widened his eyes. A mouthful of blood spurted out of his mouth. His body flew out like a kite with broken strings. Smashed heavily to the ground. A piece of dust raised up and twitched on the ground a few times. Then he stopped moving and died. What boss died? How is that possible? The other extraordinary people saw the wind chime being killed. Very frightened. No one wants to take revenge. Just thinking about living. Xiongda walked here. Lu Ruyan did not waste time to care about these extraordinary people who escaped. His goal is Changbai Mountain. At the same time, you slowly open your eyes in the cave. But I realized that the Dharma body had survived. It seems that my body is full of strength. It seemed as if the fatigue I had been wiped out before. Xiaobai and Dad went hunting. You feel it is necessary to let Xiaobai experience the feeling of fighting against strange beasts. Don't let Xiaobai be a flower in the greenhouse all the time. It seems that one day he will not be able to survive without protecting him. But you called a few words. But no response was found. Where did the little guy go? You suddenly have a bad feeling. Xiaobai won't leave anymore. You exchange Changgui to learn from Changgui's soul feedback that Xiaobai has really left. And have walked out of this mountain range. Really left. You were stunned for a moment. Finally sighed. After all, can't you keep it? There was a hint of loss in your eyes. A complex emotion surged in my heart. Ji's friend was reluctant to leave Lu Ruyan. He also had concerns about his future. At this time, you suddenly feel something strange. The inherited blood beads left by Lu Ruyan were discovered. The blood bead emits a faint light. You stretched out your soul power and slowly seeped into the blood beads. Suddenly the blood beads seemed to be stimulated. Breaking out violently. Turned into a blood mist. Flow into your body. You feel a mysterious message in your mind. You close your eyes. Focus on receiving and understanding this information. Ziyang breathing method. There is such an exquisite way of cultivation in this world. After a moment. After absorbing the information. You are extremely shocked. Then his eyebrows were slightly brittle. There was a little helplessness in his eyes. Such a profound technique. Xiaobai is indeed the reincarnation of the ancient demon god. But I want to buy out the relationship between father and daughter with one skill. Think beautifully. I like to leave without saying goodbye, right? Noob. You wait. One day. Dad will catch you back. Spanking. At this time. You begin to study the purple yang breathing method. Judging from the information left by Xiaobai. This Ziyang breathing method seems to be considered a top-level martial art in the world. Therefore, I know the inherited blood beads. Lu Ruyan also popularized the cultivation of this world for you. Level and exercises. Level cultivation from low to high. It is divided into awakening. Go into the shackles. Enter the king's forbidden. Zodiac. The ban on the practice of pure earth. Levels are divided into ordinary levels. Level 0 king. Yellow grade. Prefecture level. Ziyang breathing method is a ground level exercise. It is divided into 9 layers. Cultivate to the highest level. It can prove the earth. Your heart is full of shock. Because you didn't expect it. This purple yang breathing method is so powerful. My current cultivation level should be at the peak of the awakening realm. On the internet, I have reached the 15th level. The corresponding one should be the shackle. Xiao Ziyang breathing method is expensive. Precious. I felt quite painful and comforted. It's a novice. But don't think of using one technique. The father-daughter relationship was broken. Since I have called my dad for so long. That is the father for life. Then, you start to try to practice the purple yang breathing method. You close your eyes. Concentrate on feeling the spiritual energy of the world around you. Time seems to be at this stillness. The whole world became quiet. I don't know how long it has passed. Your body emits a mysterious purple light and when you practice with Lu Ruyan. Generally, under the storm of purple light. Makes you look extremely mysterious. How about the outside world? You don't know anything. You only know you at this time. It seems to have entered a whole new realm. Everything around it becomes clear. This feeling is different from the wind-like ears. One is to provide feedback. Another type seems to be direct communication from the heart. After a long time, you open your eyes slightly. A deep light flashed in the dark pupils. It is worthy of being a ground-level exercise. With this kind of exercise, I'm afraid there are not many strange beasts or extraordinary people in the world who can surpass them. No wonder Xiaobai always wants to eat spiritual fruit. With this technique in hand, it's okay to eat as much as you eat. At the same time, after suffering the double blow from you and Lu Ruyan on the outside of Dali Mountains, the two major groups are slowly withdrawing. Their faces were filled with helplessness and loss. The operation ended in failure. Not only did he suffer huge losses, it makes them feel the difference between human supernatural beings and alien beasts more directly. And there is no strong wind impermeable wall in the world, the two groups are defeated. The message is coming out soon. It caused a stir in Lishan City in an instant. People are talking about it online. Everyone wants to know what kind of killing powerful people like Yuran and Fenglingxia are. They asked the two major groups to give an explanation. At last, the two major groups withstand the pressure. Only the facts can be revealed. The message and video are just the same. The internet is in full swing. Damn. A single person, the Fenglingxia, was actually killed instantly. That's the top 10 strong man in the human version of the Dragon Kingdom. In an instant, he was beaten by a black tiger and a white tiger in a single fight. How many mysterious creatures are hidden in this Dali Mountains? Who dares to go there in the future? The senior executives of the two major groups immediately held an emergency meeting to discuss countermeasures video. Everyone has seen the appearance of the black and white tiger king beyond our cognition. And this is still on the periphery. If you haven't finished speaking in the depths, everyone's faces had sunk. We must strengthen monitoring of the Dali Mountains. Don't let this happen again. At the same time, seek help from other forces in the region. Together to deal with this threat. They know. The appearance of the black and white tiger king. The original balance has been broken. Humans must act. Only by protecting one's own survival and development. On the other side. Inside the cave. You suddenly opened your eyes. The dark tiger tomb. The neutron light flashes. That sun is blind like two lightning bolts. It illuminated the entire cave instantly. Feel the power surging in your body. You are very happy. I didn't expect to successfully step into the Xiang breathing method so quickly. The first floor. But you don't know why it succeeds so quickly. Is it related to your awakening and peak cultivation? You don't think much about it anymore. Then open the attribute panel and the level is still level 14. There is an extra exercise page. The first level of the purple yang breathing method. Next time you upgrade, you will need 5,000 attribute points. The current attribute point is 12,000 yuan and see here. Your eyes suddenly lit up. The Xiang breathing method can also be improved by attribute points. This is a foundation attack method. Cultivate to the highest level. Enough to make the bottom. As long as you have enough attribute points, you can continuously improve the state of Xiang breathing method. The position of the earth is just around the corner. Then, your mind moves. A purple light shield was emitted all over his body. Xiang breathing. The law is divided into 9 layers. Each level carries powerful martial arts abilities. The ability of the first layer is called Ziguang Body Protection. A purple light shield can be formed around the body. This purple light shield exudes a powerful defense. It seems to be able to withstand huge external attacks. You look at this light shield. My heart is full of confidence. Really good. No wonder that Xiaobai has such a defense when he put it on. There is no need to worry about safety in a short period of time. 2.5 days passed in a flash. At this time, Lu Ruyan and the big black bear were shuttled through the mountains and forests. He knows. As long as you arrive at Changbai Mountain, it has the chance to become stronger. And the closer you get to Changbai Mountain along the way, the stronger the alien beasts you encounter. I even encountered a huge defense group. That's a terrifying number. Let Lu Ruyan take a detour. But it was discovered by the wolves. Hard and dead. I only chased them for a day and a night. Fortunately, God pays off. Finally arrived at the bottom of Changbai Mountain. Looking at the willows towering into the clouds in the distance like smoke. Very happy inside. Changbai Mountain local is finally here. This is the local area. This is the starting point of the right path. I announced that this place will be a local territory in the future. A firm light flashed in his eyes. The big black bear also seemed to feel Lu Ruyan's way of making progress. A low roar. The roar echoed in the valley. It will not last long. On the other side, you go out as usual to find other stocks. But I found that an ordinary eagle in the air kept following you and remembered correctly. You've seen it several times these days. You are confused. All creatures have changed. Why is this eagle still so small? At the same time, the Black Tiger King of Changli Group's retirement service has discovered something, right? The executive asked nervously. The large screen of the conference room of the power group is playing. The image is transmitted back in real time. In the video, a huge black tiger is particularly eye-catching. It was just your words. After retirement, he shook his head confidently. There should be no change. Although the IQ of these animals has improved. But it is still far from humans. This eagle is a bionic technology he developed himself. How could a mere animal find out about retirement? Looking at the screen, my heart was filled with pride. By the way, start to leak some information about the Black Tiger King to the outside world from tomorrow. The executive asked worriedly. Will it be too risky to do this in retirement? After all, the Black Tiger King is so powerful. How did this find us watching whether he would retaliate against us? Elderly Eyes 1. You don't want to see those keyboard warriors on the internet every day. Let's continue to scold us for being incompetent. As soon as this is said, the whole meeting room was quiet. In the forest, you look at the eagle in the sky. Surprised in my heart. It has no effect. You just ordered the giant eagle to launch a soul attack on the eagle. This little eagle had no effect at all. Just talking about the soul power giant eagle can already shake the soul. Awaken and make progress. And this eagle obviously did not awaken and make progress. Then this can only explain one problem. This guy doesn't have a soul. All possibilities quickly flashed through your mind. Finally, sure. This is nothing more than a drone disguised as an eagle. You instantly think of humans. A wooden chair surged in my heart. These humans are really using any means to monitor you. He actually came up with such a trick. It seems that they still don't give up. But after you fought for a while, it was also decided to give relief. After all, you are just an old friend with low IQ now. You choose to continue to pretend to be ordinary. Let humans relax their guard. But you are also alert. In the future, our true strength and trump card will not be exposed under human surveillance. With a live broadcast of Black Tiger King every day, the popularity of the Black Tiger King is increasing day by day. The entire Lishan scholar was immersed in the heated discussion of the Black Tiger King. People always talk about the topic after dinner without this Dali Mountains. Some bloggers even specially edited the scenes of your battle into videos and posted them online. For a moment. 10 headlines. 9 of them are discussing the Black Tiger King. The Black Tiger King actually takes a bath by himself. Super smart. Shock. Black Tiger King. Why is this a bit strange? Is he masturbating? Streets and alleys. People were discussing excitedly. The power of the Black Tiger King has become a legendary symbol of Mount Li. At the same time, in a peach forest on the east side of Changbai Mountain, a white tiger was lying quietly on the rock. A mysterious purple light radiated all over his body. It was Lu Ruyan who suddenly walked into the Taolin carefully. Their eyes were filled with awe and fear. The pace is slow and cautious. These strange beasts all carry a lot of strange schemes. I saw Lu Ruyan practicing. These strange beasts dare not make any sound. Respectfully put the strange fruit in front of Lu Ruyan. Then he lowered his head and dared not look directly into Lu Ruyan's eyes. I noticed that a strange beast was approaching Lu Ruyan. Open your eyes slowly. I saw the foreign country in front of me and I was satisfied with it. It's good to nod. With a lot of spiritual fruits. His Xiang breathing greatly increased his cultivation speed. It has reached the late stage of awakening and quiet. Just then, Lu Ruyan's eyes suddenly fell on the big black bear. Big bear. You're injured. Who beat you? Lu Ruyan was immediately furious. Anger flashed in his eyes. Dare to bully him. Don't want to live anymore? His momentum burst out instantly. The air around seemed to have solidified. After coming to Changbai Mountain, Lu Ruyan also absorbed a lot of younger brothers. But the most convenient way to use is naturally the big bear. Rapidly raised his head. Pointed to the east face. The eyes were filled with anger and anger. It's the east end. The gorilla Lu Ruyan immediately understood. A trace of coldness flashed in his eyes. It seems to be a warning from a while ago. He didn't take it to heart. He actually dares to attack you. Today I have to peel off his stolen news. I ordered all the strange beasts to be summoned. Kill it. Xiangde nodded suddenly like pounding garlic. I was very excited. After a while, he summoned all the younger brothers that Lu Ruyan had collected during this period. I saw Lu Ruyan standing in front and saying an order. Everyone followed me to smash the situation. At this time, in a valley in Changbai Mountain, when a woman is showing up to a giant ape. A woman is an extraordinary person in Jianghai City. But with his teammates, he came to Changbai Mountain to search for foreign objects. But it accidentally fell into the hands of the Ape King. Because she is a person with extraordinary flame power. But let's leave a meaty meat. Other teammates died. Just when the Ape King was eating. Suddenly a tiger roar sounded. Full of provocation. A look of fear flashed in the Ape King's eyes. He knew that this was the voice of the White Tiger King. But the Ape King was furious. He felt his majesty was challenged. He stood up. Let out a roar. He led a group of monkeys toward the valley. Lu Ruyan outside the valley led a group of younger brothers to be arrogant. She stood on a huge rock. The eyes are full of confidence and domineering. It seemed as if the whole world was under his control. When Lu Ruyan saw the Ape King appear with a group of monkeys. No nonsense. Immediately, I ordered to take action. A series of earth-shaking beast roars sounded. The hand behind Lu Ruyan rushed towards the Ape King like a tide. Boom 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 boom. The earth moves and the mountains shake. Lu Ruyan even went directly to the Ape King to fight. The Ape King was also angry. At the beginning, he and Lu Ruyan were defeated in the battle. This time, I will directly display my bloodline talent. The body became bigger instantly. Standing like a giant in the valley, the Ape King waved his huge fist, bumping towards Lu Ruyan. The fist brought a strong wind. It makes people breathe hard. Court death. Lu Ruyan was not afraid at all. The purple light protector on his body formed a pointed defensive barrier. The purple light shines with mysterious power. It makes people dare not look directly at it. When the Ape King's fist hits the purple light body, a loud bang. It seems like two peaks collided. However, the purple light protects the body but does not move at all. It easily resisted the attack of the Ape King. Lu Ruyan took the opportunity to launch a counterattack. A high temperature spurt out of his mouth. The hot column of light. It is Xiang that penetrates the sun. The purple column of light rushed towards the Ape King like a giant dragon. Wherever you pass, the air is twisted. The Ape King hurriedly avoided. But he was still hit on the shoulder by a light column. The next second the Ape King let out a painful roar. Lu Ruyan doesn't give the Ape King a chance to breathe. He launched continuous attacks on the purple column of light, continuously shooting towards the Yuan King. The Ape King dodges left and right. But he could never get rid of Lu Ruyan's attack. There were many injuries on my body. The heart kept flowing down. The Ape King looked at his bruised body. A despair surged in my heart. He knew he was continuing to fight. There is only one dead end. His eyes full of anger. Gradually becoming terrified and helpless. The huge body also trembled slightly. Yuan Lu slowly lowered her waving fist. Then bend your knees. He knelt on the ground with a plop. He lowered his head. Don't dare to look directly at Lu Ruyan. A low whine sound came from his mouth. It seems to be begging for mercy. His voice was filled with fear and humility. There is no previous arrogance. The monkeys around saw the ape king begging for mercy. They all bowed their heads one after another. I dare not make a sound. They know their destiny. At this moment, it was completely in Lu Ruyan's hands. Lu Ruyan snorted coldly. Since you beg for mercy, I will spare your life. But, Lu Ruyan said, put the lake palm on the ape king's eyebrows and planted soul energy. After the battle ends, Lu Ruyan looked around. Suddenly his eyes were attracted by a movement in the valley. He narrowed his eyes slightly. A sharp perception. He noticed a trace of unusual aura. He had a little doubt. Walk slowly in that direction. As she approaches, the figure of a human gradually became clear. That's a woman. She curled up behind a rock. The body trembled slightly. The woman's face was filled with horror. Although her appearance is a bit embarrassing, but he can still see his former beauty. Lu Ruyan observed the woman carefully. After discovering that the other party is an extraordinary person with fire ability, I suddenly felt my heart moving for more than half a month. He missed his father's barbecue so much. But shrinking in those hands. Not to mention barbecue. Can't even get the fire out. Lu Ruyan came to the woman. The woman was so scared that she hurriedly shrank back. Looking at the woman's horror, Lu Ruyan frowned slightly. Now he cannot directly talk to humans. That is, the soul contract is performed. Control the life and death of the flame girl. From now on, you can barbecue for me. The flame woman was speechless. Got a bad life. One is to change your mind. Then barbecue. At the same time, Zhanghai is the top floor conference room of Baishan Group. Seniors sat around the huge meeting. The face on the table was filled with worries and anxiety. What flame girl has completely lost contact? A senior official frowned. The tone was filled with surprise and worry. The fire girl has been in contact with Baishan Group before, continuously revealing the situation of the strange beast in Changbai Mountain to the group. Now, the flame woman disappeared. No less than digging up your eyes and ears. What should I do? The flame girl has a lot of key information about the strange beasts in Changbai Mountain. Her loss of contact may have a big impact on our plans. Another senior official was sweating profusely. Since losing contact, he couldn't eat well or sleep well. We must find a way to find her in the shortest time, or re-establish a connection with Changbai Mountain. A gray-haired old man. The eyes are deep and deep. We are only trapped in passivity. Shoei senior management looked a little embarrassed. But now no extraordinary person is willing to enter Changbai Mountain. Even if there is a price, it is ridiculously high. Everyone was silent, and the group had been maintaining something. At this time, a senior leader broke the silence. Not without good news. We've confirmed it. The white tiger exists in Changbai Mountain. This is a major discovery. Another young executive proposed to Changqing Group to Changbai Wangwine live broadcast in a huge success. We should also follow their example of their live broadcast of the White Tiger King in Changbai Mountain. It may bring greater influence to the group. In the end, the audience agreed to pass the votes. At this time, in the peach forest of Changbai Mountain, Lu Ruyan held purple light all over her body, sitting quietly on a huge rock. I am practicing the Ziyang breathing method. The flame girl Lin Yu was focusing on barbecue. Lin Yu's face was full of respect and concentration. He knew that his task was to roast delicious meat for Lu Ruyan. After being conquered, he was completely loyal to Lu Ruyan. Soul communication can be carried out. Lu Ruyan became greedy when she smelled the fragrance. He slowly opened his eyes. The purple light flashed in my eyes. He looked at the barbecue in Lin Yu's hand, showing a look of expectation. Lin Yu quickly handed the roasted meat to Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan took the barbecue. I started eating a big stutter. Although it's worse than Dad's baking. But it can be eaten barely. He suddenly misses you a little. A warm feeling surged in my heart. It would be great if my father could communicate with me remotely. At this time, he suddenly thought of something. He turned to Lin Yu and asked, "Do you have a communicator?" Lin Yu nodded. "Take out an infinite cell phone from your body." "Okay. Then look at how the outside world is now." Lu Ruyan was very happy. Lin Yu skillfully opened the communicator. Various star news and information immediately appeared on the screen. Lu Ruyan's eyes were staring at the screen. Sudden. He saw that the Black Tiger King in Lishan City occupied the hot search for the Black Tiger King. Lu Ruyan's eyes lit up. My heart was filled with surprise. He looked carefully at the information and pictures about the Black Tiger King on the screen. A proud smile appeared on his face. It turns out that my father is so famous. See here. Lu Ruyan suddenly became excited. Lin Yu, hurry up and search for other information about the Black Tiger King. The more detailed the better. Lin Yu dared not hesitate. Quickly operate the communicator. Quickly search for information about the Black Tiger King. Lu Ruyan stared at the communicator screen tightly. Eyes never blink. I was afraid of missing any scenes about my father. Reports and pictures passed by. It's all about your strength. Extremely comparable. There was actually a live broadcast. Lu Ruyan's eyes suddenly lit up. The surprise is beyond words. His eyes were locked tightly on the live broadcast screen. Looking at the familiar figure on the screen, an indescribable warmth surged in my heart. Go in and see and understand. Lin Yu nodded. In the live broadcast screen, Black Tiger King. Your huge body is full of majesty. Walking among the forests. Dad's body seems to be bigger. Lu Ruyan murmured softly. The eyes are full of pride. Our home is almost impossible to install. He imagined your huge body. I was both happy and worried. What is happy is that my father has become more worried. What's worrying is, where will my dad live in the future? With this time, you are in a good mood and go back to your cave. Today I am wrong. You got 3 and 1 lit up. Finally, we reached 20,000 attribute points. Then you directly use 20,000 evolution points to improve your level. You will be here in the future during this period. If it were before, you could find a place to control it. But now it is inconvenient to be exposed after being monitored. You close your eyes. Focus on your energy. Feel the surge of power in the body. A faint purple light appeared around the body. There are mysterious runes flashing. Your body gradually grows bigger. The muscles become stronger. The fur is also softer. The cave is under the changes in your body. It started to make a creaking sound. There was a loud bang. Finally. Your body has broken through. Trees and stone houses. It's broken directly. Stone gravel splashes everywhere. You are still standing on the ruins. There was no big reaction. Just a food. Anyway, I plan to build a bigger one and it will break if it is broken. Now your attention is on yourself. I saw a faint purple color covered with your body. It looks noble and mysterious. A powerful light flashes in the eyes. It seems to be able to see through everything. Feel the power in your body. You are very happy. What's going on when I finally broke through? Suddenly you frowned. I found that my body was a little different from before. You feel 9 shackles of different colors appear in your body. These shackles are like mysterious runes. Exudes powerful power. You can feel a stream of energy flowing in your body. Can be used to be fierce and outgoing. You waved your hand gently. A purple light. Then he shot out from your claw and hit a huge rock next to him. The imitation stone was instantly smashed. This is the shackles. Neck light. Your heart is just there. Feeling the powerful power in my body several times that before. Although it only breaks through a realm. But it's not just 1+1. At the same time, the changes made by the senior management of Long Country are targeting you. An emergency discussion will be held immediately. Finally, it was decided to formally form the Super League to start the Kwafu plan. Kwafu's plan is to create extraordinary gene potions by extracting the genes of powerful alien beasts. Improve human strength without changing the essence of human beings. With the launch of Kwafu project. On that day, the Beast King of the Dragon Kingdom immediately released a major information inventory. The 4 Beast Kings of the Dragon Kingdom. 4th place. The White Tiger King of Changbai Mountain. 3rd place. The 2nd place in the Great Hills Vajra Ape King. The 1st place in the Cave Fox Snake King. The Black Tiger King of the Dali Mountains. As soon as the news came out, it immediately caused heated discussions across the internet. Human beings are beginning to realize that the world is undergoing huge changes. And they have to adapt to this change. Only in this new era can we survive. At the same time, Lu Ruyan in the peach forest of Changbai Mountain also saw this news. I saw him startled. Then a surveillance of anger arose. Is someone monitoring me? Lu Ruyan's soul power quietly dispersed. It spreads around like a fine spider web. Soon, he sensed several birds lurking around. These little birds look ordinary. But there is no soul fluctuation. Obviously manipulated by humans. Used to monitor. It seems that my whereabouts have been exposed to human eyes. Lu Ruyan narrowed slightly. The eyes and hearts are secretly in their minds. He did not choose to alert the enemy. Because he knows very well. If you reveal your extraordinary wisdom, I'm afraid it will cause superclasses. For the next second, he looked at the communicator. It's human beings. He actually put me in the last place. He was so angry that 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 he was so angry. The anger in the biting heart gradually burned. Locals should see what kind of products can be ranked first in the local area. Lu Ruyan's eyes revealed a strong dissatisfaction. He looked at the rankings carefully. When I saw the introduction of Snake King and Ape King, my heart is full of disdain. What kind of ant is this? Humans? Is this blind? It's too underestimated by the local area. He continued to look down. The anger in my heart became stronger and stronger. However, when he saw the first place, he was stunned. Isn't the Black Tiger King a father? Suddenly, my little head clicked. Only dad can be ahead of him. Lu Ruyan's anger dissipated instantly. Instead, it is a kind of pride and comfort. At the same time, in the conference room of Qianxin Group, a staff member said anxiously, Professor Yang, we found out the news about the White Tiger King. Where is he? Professor Yang raised his head. A hint of curiosity was revealed in his eyes. The 4 Beast Kings included in the exotic Beast King. Have you seen it? Then, people from Qianxin Group watched the video of the White Tiger King together. In the video, Lu Ruyan stood majestic on the battlefield. A faint purple light radiated all over his body. Professor Yang frowned. In deep thought. Dali Mountains. It is far from Changbai Mountain. How could a strange beast run so far? At this time, a senior executive also looked puzzled. Professor Yang, should we send someone to Changbai Mountain to investigate? Professor Yang shook his head slightly. Said. Never mind. It is the territory of Baishan Group. We broke into it rashly. It is urgent to do so. Our Qianxin Group should cooperate with the implementation of the Kwafu plan. Collect the flesh and blood of powerful alien beasts. If you can develop extraordinary genetic agents with extraordinary effects, we can also be together. In this way, whether it is for our Qianxin Group, it is still beneficial to the entire Dragon Kingdom. The senior management also knows this truth. Frowning, said. But powerful beasts are not that easy to deal with. Especially the Black Tiger King. That is the hand of the 4 Beast Kings. If you annoy him, we're in trouble. Professor Yang shook his head. A faint smile. The flesh and blood of the Black Tiger King is naturally the best. But we can't force it to take. I have a plan. Let's take a look at these strange beasts first. Then he turned on the projector. A video is released. These wild beasts are also powerful alien beasts found in our live broadcast of objects. Although his strength is not as strong as that of the Black Tiger King. But looking at the entire Dali Mountain. Yes, it is also a powerful existence. Several powerful beasts appear in the video. The first strange beast was a huge pangolin. His body was covered with hard scales. As hard as steel. Shuttle through the mountains and forests. Extremely fast. Wherever you pass, it is like destroying and destroying. The trees fell one after another. It's simply a walking bulldozer. Professor Yang pointed to the pangolin and said, according to our research, this pangolin has extremely strong defense ability. His scales can withstand most of the attacks. If you can make good use of it, perhaps it can cause some trouble to the Black Tiger King. A senior official asked in confusion. But can he really fight against the Black Tiger King? After all, the strength of the Black Tiger King is too terrifying. Professor Yang smiled slightly. Of course, we can't expect him to fight against the Black Tiger King alone. But if other strange beasts are added. Then the screen flashed. The second strange beast is a huge spider. This spider is extremely large. It's the size of a truck. Professor Yang then analyzed. The key is that the web of this spider is very tough. And it can spit out venom. Maybe it can play a role at critical moments. The senior executive frowned and worriedly said. He is these strange beasts who have their own territorial consciousness. How can we let them attack the Black Tiger King? Professor Yang said mysteriously. This requires our invisible and earth shield to take action. Not only that. We have a backup plan. The third strange beast is a huge sand sculpture. The wings of the sand sculpture. It spreads for more than 10 meters long. His feathers are as hard as steel. The speed and air advantage of this sand sculpture. It can make it unexpectedly effective in combat. The senior manager nodded and said. Really? Although the Black Tiger King is powerful. But it does not have the ability to fly. A strange beast with flying ability can also cause considerable trouble. The fourth strange beast is a huge black panther. This black panther donor we have tested. Even 10 centimeters of steel plate. It was like a piece of paper in front of him. If these four strange beasts attack the Black Tiger King together, maybe it will hurt the Black Tiger King. The senior executives are still a little worried. But this is also risky. If it fails, we may be retaliated by the Black Tiger King. Professor Yang really disagrees. We just observe by the side. Once there is danger, we retreat immediately. And if it succeeds, we will get revenge from the Black Tiger King. Develop extraordinary genetic agents. This is a huge technology for us. Wealth and honor are in danger. After letting the Invisible and the Earth Escaper take the order to issue, the Invisible and the Earth Escaper set out immediately. At this time, the two of them had already sneaked into the depths of the Dali Mountains as ordered. The mountains and forests are filled with mist. Lush trees. The Invisible whispered. This mission is not easy. I have joined forces to join forces. He dropped his headset. The sound of the earthy beasts was spread inside. Rest assured. With the ability of both of us, even if you can't win, I'm really envious of no problem at all. You drill directly into the ground. What's wrong? The invisible person laughed. Then, the invisible person carefully avoids the beads of other strange beasts. Looking for a goal. Finally, he discovered the nest of a powerful alien beast. There are several precious exotic countries in the nest. The exotic country exudes a tempting light. It seems to contain powerful power. The invisible person is secretly happy. Found these foreign countries. It will definitely arouse the interest of the strange beast. He approached quietly. While the strange beast is gone, he quickly stole the foreign country. I've completed the task here. How are you there? At this time, the Earth Escaper discovered the sound body of a powerful beast. The cubs curled up in the grass. Looks very cute. The Earth Escaper hesitated for a moment. But thinking about the importance of the task, he came out of the ground without hesitation. Kill the cub. Then he quickly drilled into the ground and disappeared. I killed a cub. Wait, a little bit of a cub will be thrown to the territory of the Black Tiger King. Okay. Then we are in the foreign exchange area of the Black Tiger King. Soon after, the powerful alien beast whose cub was killed. Be the first to discover. There was a shocking roar. This series of actions attracted cats from other powerful alien beasts in the Dali Mountains. They began to look for the murderer one after another. But it can never be found. Under the guidance of the Invisible and the Earth Escaper, these strange beasts walked towards the territory of the Black Tiger King. You are taking a shower after exercising in the lake. You enjoy this moment of tranquility very comfortably. However, suddenly, the rampant ghost came. Information has enemy invasion. However, are these guys crazy? Take the initiative to die. You are full of doubts. Soon, the rampant ghost sent back the news. Except for the strange beasts and the shadow of humanity. You keenly sense the breath of human beings. Thinking in my heart. Humans? What the hell is this doing? Do you want to use these strange beasts to deal with us? I want to see what conspiracy they have. In order to gain popularity, the group. Open the live broadcast room specially. The picture in the live broadcast room clearly shows the territory of the Black Tiger King. There is also a picture of a powerful strange beast rushing towards the Black Tiger King's territory. The title of the live broadcast room is The Black Tiger King versus the Four Exotic Beasts. See here. Netizens couldn't help but speak. Wow. Go to the Black Tiger King. What did this do? You're so powerful. Do strange beasts need to attack four enemies? This is too fierce. On the other side, Huayan Yanlingi and Shanghai Mountain said anxiously to Lu Ruyan. Owner. Look. Because Lu Ruyan had ordered. Let the flame girl be fine. Follow the information about the Black Tiger King. However, the incident will be immediately informed. However, did Dad do something? Lu Huayan has just finished her practice. Bored. Come and have a look. Strong collection. And there are four powerful alien beasts referenced there. Go and siege the Black Tiger King. Lin Yu's tone was a little anxious. What a novice heard this. His eyes widened immediately. He ran towards Lin Yu with an anxious look on his face. Lin quickly explained. Take a look quickly. The four strange beasts were moving quickly towards the place where the Black Tiger King was. I believe that it will not take long to reach the territory where the Black Tiger King is. While speaking, the communicator screen was transferred to Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan looked at the live broadcast screen on the communicator. The picture clearly shows the area where the Black Tiger King is located. The barrage in the live broadcast room was like a tide. Wow. Is this a big war going on? It feels so exciting. The Black Tiger King can beat these 4 strange beasts. Very looking forward to it. This guy wanted to challenge his father. Lu Ruyan was stunned after watching it. Immediately I giggled and laughed. With these garbage. How could it be my dad's opponent? He seemed to have seen these guys beating to death by his father. Send me a barrage. Just 4 garbage. Lin Yu, who dared to challenge my father to run away, nodded. Then a bunch of barrage floated in the live broadcast room. I dare to challenge my dad to fight just 4 garbage. I dare to challenge my dad. For a moment, the entire live broadcast room screen is also occupied by this sentence. I'm so angry. He looked at the barrage. Stamping your feet. Full of anger in my heart. Angry expression. I was extremely dissatisfied. Angry human. It's my dad. You still have shamelessness. At this time, the invisible and the Tanzanian move quickly through the forest. Wow. This is the flesh and blood of the young spirit fruit stolen from other strange beasts. Prepare to place these evidences of crime on the territory of the Black Tiger King. Brother. Our plan will definitely be successful this time. The invisible person lowers his voice. His figure looms. It seems to be integrated with the surrounding environment. The Earth Escaper nodded slightly. Wait until the 4 strange beasts see these things. I definitely think it was done by the Black Tiger King. Both sides will suffer when they fight. We can reap the power of the fisherman. A trace of excitement flashed in the invisible person's eyes. But we must also be careful to act quickly. Can't stay for too long. The strength of the Black Tiger King cannot be underestimated. The Earth Escaper smiles confidently. Don't worry. 4 strange beasts are on the way together. The Black Tiger King can't stand it even if he is powerful. Soon. The 2 of them came to the territory of the Black Tiger King. At the same time, throw the evidence of guilt in your hand towards where you are. It's finally here. These 2 guys came so slowly. You slowly walked out of the lake at this moment. As you step out every step, it seemed to make the earth tremble slightly. The huge body instantly brought powerful oppression. And at this time, attracted by the evidence of guilt. For strange beasts are crazy. Usually rushed into the past. They dare not get close to the situation. All fear. Under the rage. It has long disappeared. The 4 strange beasts instantly watched the anger spread. The huge spider in his mouth dances sharply for a long distance. Spit out venom from your mouth. The venom drips on the ground sizzling. It shows his anger at this moment. Sand sculptures hover in the sky. The sharp eyes cut through the sky. Rayleigh's eyes stared at your legs. The enemy Black Panther has a fierce throat. A low roar came from his throat. The body is tight. Always be ready to launch an attack. I saw your eyes cold. Little eyes raised. That look seemed to penetrate everything. If you want to blame, you will be brainless. Overestimate one's own abilities. Your voice is not loud. A doubtful Black Panther takes the lead in launching an attack. It rushed towards it like a tank at a very fast speed. Boost speed. Wherever the wind passes. The plants and trees were all lifted away. You stood there motionless. It seemed that he didn't take the Black Panther's attack seriously. Just when you are about to rush to you, you lifted one claw suddenly. It seems casually. But a powerful airflow burst out. Knocked the panther out directly. It hit a big tree with a loud bang. The big tree broke instantly. The Black Panther fell to the ground. Striding in pain. Seeing this, the spider immediately spit out a huge spider web. Want to trap your spider web? Extremely tough. There was a strange light flashing. You snorted coldly. A powerful aura burst out from his body. The spider web hasn't approached yet. Just shattered by this breath. The sand sculpture swooped down from the sky. The sharp claws are grabbing you like sharp blades. You raised your head slightly. A trace of disdain flashed in his eyes. I saw you stomp your feet suddenly. A big foot appeared in an instant. A powerful force surged from the ground. Just knocked the sand sculpture out. The straight leopard rolled in the air for several punches. Only then could he barely stabilize his body. Just you guys. Your eyes are full of disdain. In order not to bloom your body. Directly lost purple yang. A brilliant purple light column burst out from you every day. As dazzling as a scorching sun. The purple light swept across the sky. So fast. It makes people feel too late to react. In a moment, the black-head beast was killed instantly. The huge Black Panther suddenly fell to the ground before her death. He struggled a few times unwillingly. The spider's long legs were cut off. Sprinkled the liquid on the ground. His body twitched. Gradually lost vitality. Killing the eagle loses. The sky falls. It's just flying all over the sky. His eyes were filled with fear. Despair. Jinjin, who was half piercing in the last armor, was stunned. After a brief silence, a dense barrage appeared. Damn. Fuck kill. This is too terrifying. The Black Tiger King is truly the leader of the 4 Beast Kings. This is really hurting the tiger butterfly. This move is too domineering. Will this happen when the picture comes to Chongqing Group? Professor Yang Xiangwen was shocked. I never thought that the plan I carefully planned would fail so easily. He thought that with these 4 strange beasts, he could bring some horses to the Black Tiger King. At least it will hurt him. This will gain some benefits for Chongqing Group. But now everything has become Professor Baby. This Black Tiger King is really too powerful. What should we do next? A senior executive asked with a worried look on his face. Professor Yang frowned. In deep thought. Said after a moment. He observed for a while. Look at the turmoil of the Black Tiger King. After this failure sounded the alarm for us. The situation must be more cautious. Changbai Mountain Lu Ruyan watched the live broadcast scene. A smug smile appeared on his face. I'll just say it. Dare to challenge my dad. This is seeking death. But I was surprised. Dad is stronger than him. It's even scary as I imagine. I also need to seize the time to break through the shackles. Jing Lu Ruyan clapped tightly. The eyes were full of firmness. And at this moment, hiding in the forest near the battlefield, the invisible and the earth escaper who saw this scene were shocked. All over. Isn't this Black Tiger King so strong? Retreat quickly. Keep staying here. I'm afraid we won't leave in our entire life. The two no longer hesitated. Turn around and run away. Just as they were about to sneak away, the rampant ghost hidden in the dark suddenly launched a soul attack. The two of them felt a sharp pain in their minds. It seems that countless sharp blades are cutting their brains. They covered their heads in pain. A shrill scream was made. What kind of invisible person is this? Shouted in horror. The Earth Escaper also has a very painful face. Said. Could it be that the Black Tiger King discovered us? Is it over now? However, the scream didn't last long. They fell directly to the ground. No. After your strength breaks through the shackles, these prostitutes also have the ability to attack physically. You directly ordered Chang Gui to move the two of them to a hidden place. The hidden place is deep in the forest. The two surrounding trees are dense. The branches and leaves intertwined. Human surveillance equipment cannot detect here at all. Then you pour it in. Looking at you who are unconscious on the ground. A hint of indifference was revealed in his eyes. Then they killed the two without hesitation. For those who think about hurting, I will never show mercy to my subordinates. After killing two people, you summoned rampant. After a while, two soul bodies floated out of their bodies. Tell me what you know is the master. The two souls returned to us in unison, who were from the Lishan clan's Qianxin group. This time I came to Dali Mountains for Professor Yang's plan. Professor Yang intends to let you die with these four strange beasts. Then collect your genes. These humans are so big. You should continue to do it. A hint of anger surged in your heart. Then let's see who can laugh to the end. Immediately, you found a communicator on the bodies of two people. Your eyes suddenly lit up. This is a good thing. In terms of the ability to collect information, it's also humans that immediately let humans use rampant ghosts to operate their mobile phones. Humans skillfully pick up the communicator. Open the screen. You turn on the picture on the communicator. I suddenly laughed in my heart. Live broadcast without my permission. This is called infringement. Don't they understand? It seems like I have to find an opportunity to discuss it with them. Regarding copyright fees. While speaking, you looked at the barrage in the live broadcast room with curiosity and decisiveness. I just saw these people calling them dads. Your look is a bit weird. The Black Tiger King sounds quite strange. You feel confused as humans say to you. What are the four beast kings? At this time, watching the live broadcast, you noticed a barrage. Chang Gui immediately searched for the video. You watched the video immediately. The first thing that appeared was ranked fourth. The White Tiger King of Changbai Mountain was stunned when he saw it. Isn't this Xiao Bai? To confirm that you have carefully looked at the White Tiger King. This is obviously a novice. Your heart surges. A surprise and excitement. Recalling the days with Xiao Bai. Your heart is filled with warmth. Xiao Bai, it turns out that you can find you for your father here. As the four strange beasts were instantly killed by the Black Tiger King. Strong. The group held the highest emergency meeting. Now, Gao Qiqiang, chairman of Qianxin Group, sat in the first place. His face was so gloomy that he could take action. The next second, Professor Yang spoke slowly. The sound is full of damage. The deaths of the Invisible and the Earth Escaper have been confirmed. This is a huge loss for us. The strength of the Black Tiger King is far beyond our imagination. We can no longer act rashly. Everyone looked at each other. All his eyes showed worries and uneasiness. A senior official frowned. So what should we do next? The existence of the Black Tiger King poses a great threat to our plan. And we have invested so much in the early stage. If you stop now, will Professor Yang be silent for a moment? Close your eyes slightly. It seems that I have been thinking about the countermeasures for a long time. He opened his eyes. A trace of determination flashed in his eyes. We temporarily give up our actions against the Black Tiger King. Focus on other first-hand research. At the same time, strengthen the group's security measures. Prevent the Black Tiger King's revenge. Hearing the words, everyone was still a little unwilling to accept it. The next second, Chairman Gao Qiqiang spoke slowly. According to what Professor Yang said, his research decisions. No one in my mind has any more to discuss this. On the other side, a tense and serious atmosphere filled the executive meeting room of Professor Gao and Baishan Group. The Black Tiger King is playing on the huge screen. The scene of killing the four strange beasts instantly. In the screen, the majesty of the Black Tiger King. It makes people feel awe. An executive in a suit said. His eyes were filled with envy and jealousy. Qianxin Group is a great idea. But unfortunately, the strength of this Black Tiger King is too terrifying. Another executive raised his chin slightly. Say disdainfully. The Black Tiger King is amazing. But we don't need to be afraid of him. Our Baishan Group is not a vegetarian. Our group has the most advanced technology equipment. Top scientific research talents. There is also an elite unit with a train. There is nothing we can't do in this world. That being said. But the strength of the Black Tiger King is indeed a big deal. Someone said worriedly. The previous executive waved his hand. Our goal is the White Tiger King. The White Tiger King is ranked fourth. The strength is definitely not as good as the Black Tiger King. We only need to carefully plan. You will definitely be able to successfully win the White Tiger King. Right. We can make a detailed plan. Another person echoed. First send our elite team to Changbai Mountain to investigate the situation. Understand the habits and scope of activities of the White Tiger King. Then formulate a specific attack plan. Perhaps we can learn from the methods of Qianxin Group. Attract hatred from other strange beasts in Changbai Mountain. Attack the White Tiger King. This is a good idea. Lu Huaxiang, the senior manager who was guarding, nodded. We must act as soon as possible. Qianxin Group cannot be allowed to take the lead. As long as we can get the flesh and blood of the White Tiger King. Develop extraordinary elite potions. Our Baishan Group will become a top market. By then our position in the world will greatly improve. Good idea. Everyone nodded in agreement. Lu Huaxiang, chairman of Baishan Group, immediately pointed out Zheng Kaiyou. Then just announce it directly to the public. Our Baishan Group will hunt the flesh and blood of the White Tiger King. At that time, we will broadcast the entire battle process live. Soon. The capital city director Long also learned the news. As the White Tiger King, it is a worthy object of study. Dean Long showed an expectant look on his face. If you can get the flesh and blood of the Beast King, it is certainly possible to develop extraordinary genetic agents. At the same time, this news quickly became a hot search. Netizens were talking about it. Baishan Group is as powerful as the Black Tiger King who is seeking death. They dare not provoke it. He dares to provoke the White Tiger King. That's not necessarily the White Tiger King. Although it is one of the 4 Beast Kings. But his strength is definitely not as strong as the Black Tiger. Wang Baishan Group may succeed. And at this moment, the Dali Mountains. You're lying on the ground. Through the communicator. Pay attention to the outside world news. The Chang ghosts were busy aside. Collect all kinds of information for you. Sudden. You saw the message sent by Baishan Group. The eyes sank. Angry glowed in your tiger's eyes. It seemed as if a ball of flame was burning. Baishan Group. You dare to make a newbie's idea. There is also a way to die. At the same time, deep in Changbai Mountain, in the peach forest, Lin Yu was focusing on the aroma of barbecue, and the air was covered by these dense forests. Even if it is a micro-robot sent by Baishan Group, he was not visible either. Sudden. He sensed the communicator vibrated. I realized that there were many big news speculations that they were busy giving the machine to Lu Ruyan. Said anxiously. Owner. Come and see a hint of doubt in Lu Ruyan's smoke. Did Dad do something earth-shaking? He put down what he was doing. Put your head in front of the communicator. When he saw the news, I was stunned every time. Then anger burned in his heart like flames. These humans actually plan to deal with themselves. And he also used all the means to deal with his father. Humans may not be able to underestimate themselves, Lu Ruyan. It wasn't enough lessons that my father taught them. Since you use the same method to deal with it, then I'll let you see it. We are awesome. Harmful. I definitely won't lose my father's face. The next day, when Baiji Group is sitting in the conference room, their eyes were only locked in the long screen. The Superman who quietly flew towards the Changbai Mountain territory where the White Tiger King Lu Ruyan was located. Only Chairman Lu Huaqian's expression was strong. The voice is low and powerful. Here, Chairman Liu Hu Group's future has made great achievements and failed. The crazy beast collection agent is carefully studied by us. Other powerful beasts in the entire Changbai Mountain must attack the Ghost King together. Only in this way. Only then can we obtain the Beast King flesh and blood. Chairman reassured. This time our plan will be successful. The Mingming people are excited. Go back to the next second. The extraordinary voice came from the conference room. Headquarters, I have arrived at the reservation location. The headquarters said. I've immediately performed the task for a moment. He locked in a hidden corner. Gently throw the crazy beast potion bottle. The potion bottle rotates and falls in the air. With a click. The potion bottle lands on the ground. Like a detonated bomb. Exudes a strange and attractive scent. It spread rapidly around. The extraordinary flying person saw this. Don't dare hesitate. The moment the bottle was thrown out. Turn around and run. This crazy veterinary potion is their latest inducement. Just one drop can attract all the strange beasts within a radius of hundreds of meters. It's a whole bottle now. And the enhanced version takes less than a minute. All the strange beasts in the radius of this surrounding world will be attracted. At this time, deep in Changbai Mountain, the White Tiger King Lu Ruyan was walking gracefully in his territory. Sudden. His keen senses captured a strange breath. There was a hint of danger in this breath. What? Lu Ruyan narrowed her eyes slightly. A trace of vigilance flashed in his eyes. He stopped. Quietly feel the source of this breath. His younger brothers also stopped and looked around nervously. The hair stood up slightly like a soldier in battle. Immediately afterwards, a sound of shaking mountains came from the deep mountains in the distance. Are those strange beasts crazy? Lu Ruyan noticed that a large number of strange beasts were approaching him. The expression suddenly became solemn. The siege of the strange beast is about to break out. As the fragrance of the potion continues to spread, the strange beasts around them seem to have been caught. They were attracted to it. Their eyes were filled with a greedy and crazy light. It seems to be irresistible by a magic power. The master under control has many strange beasts approaching. It's like Lin Yu who came to attack us. Said tremblingly. The tone was full of tension. His eyes were staring at the group of strange beasts that were constantly approaching. His body trembled slightly. Lu Ruyan calmly looked at the group of strange beasts that were constantly approaching. Anger surged in my heart. He knows. This must be a human conspiracy. But to gain your own flesh and blood, he will never let humans succeed. The next second, Lu Ruyan roared angrily. His younger brothers immediately stood up. Take a fighting stance. Prepare to meet the crazy attacks of the strange beast. These little brothers that Lu Ruyan suffered were like a tide. Under Lu Ruyan's order, attacking the army of strange beasts. The two sides confronted each other on an open grassland. The air seemed to solidify. The tense atmosphere makes people almost unable to breathe. Although Lu Ruyan's younger brothers are at a disadvantage in terms of quantity. But not afraid. Standing tightly in front of him. Full of determination. The body is tight. Always be ready to face the attack of the strange beast. At this moment, Lu Ruyan's eyes revealed majesty and calmness. It's like a general who commands thousands of troops. As Lu Ruyan let out a roar. A war between the two sides is about to break out. However, what no one expected was that this battle ended one-sidedly. I saw Lu Ruyan displaying two powerful lights in the purple monster. Instantly illuminated the entire battlefield. Like a powerful sword. No grass grows wherever you go. Those huge beasts, under the light, instantly turned into ashes. It seems like it has never existed. Seeing this scene, the audience in the live broadcast room was shocked. Their eyes were staring at the screen. The mouth is slightly open. It seems like a ghost. Obviously. The strength shown by Lu Ruyan shocked everyone. Even the barrage in the live broadcast room appeared for a moment. After a moment, a barrage popped up. Why is the White Tiger King exerted the same ability as the Black Tiger King? Damn. What is the relationship between the White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King? Dali Mountains. You look at the majestic Xiaobai in the live broadcast screen. Use the same purple sheet breathing method as yourself. The second level of ability is full of relief. It seems that Xiaobai's purple sheet breathing method has also been practiced to the second level. Even more powerful than mine. I am worthy of being the daughter of my Black Tiger King. You raised your head slightly. Looking into the distance. You are full of expectations. If Xiaobai's demon god's bloodline is completely awakened, how terrifying will your strength reach? But Baishan Group actually dared to attack my baby daughter. Don't blame me for being rude. And on the other side, the senior executives of Baishan Group were shocked at this time. The White Tiger King is playing on the huge display screen. The shocking scene of killing the strange beast in Changbai Mountain in seconds. Everyone was shocked to speak. I didn't expect that the White Tiger King's strength was so terrifying. An executive frowned. The tone was full of incredible. He leaned forward slightly. Hold hands tightly together. It seems to be trying to make this amazing news laugh. Another executive shook his head. Sigh. We still underestimated the strength of this White Tiger King. It seems that the plan failed this time. We have invested so much resources and manpower. But this result was achieved. A young executive said anxiously. What to do now? Our actions have attracted widespread attention. If no action is taken, our Baishan Group's reputation may be severely affected. Silence fell into the conference room. Everyone was thinking about solutions. After a moment, a senior executive spoke slowly. The failure of this mission has caused us great losses. If this matter is allowed to develop freely, we will definitely suffer a lot of condemnation. At that time, they will also be under tremendous public pressure. We must release it as soon as possible. Statement explanation. Our actions are for the purpose of scientific research. It is not a malicious attack on the White Tiger King. At the same time, we must strengthen communication with the public. With our positive image. Everyone nodded to agree to the plan. Also, the video of the White Tiger King killing the Changbai Mountain strange beast on the outside world quickly became popular. A heated discussion started on the internet. My first good White Tiger King. This is too powerful. It's simply unbelievable. The light flashed. All the strange beasts were killed. Too shocking. You see, the White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King have the same abilities. What the hell is going on? Do they suffer a lot of potential? It can't be a pair, right? At the same time, the Alien Beast King also immediately updated the ranking list of the 4 major Beast Kings. The White Tiger King ranked second. This change has attracted more attention and discussion. I'll be ranked second when I go to the White Tiger King. I'm really curious. Who is stronger, he or the Black Tiger King? Just as everyone discusses. Suddenly a video appears in the screen. It was the Dali Mountains some time ago. A white tiger kills the spirit sealer. There is already a lot of discussion on the internet. After this video appears, this even pushed this matter to a climax. Netizens were surprised to find that this white tiger in the Dali Mountains is exactly the same as the White Tiger King in Changbai Mountains. Oh my god. This is definitely the same white tiger. From the lines of hair to the majesty of the eyes. Too similar. It's impossible to be a coincidence. There must be some deep-seated reasons. In addition, the White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King have the same abilities. Netizens began to speculate on their relationship. Could it be that the White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King are really a pair? But the size difference is too big. Impossible? The size of the White Tiger King is so different from that of the Black Tiger King. It doesn't feel like a couple. The White Tiger King is more like the Black Tiger King's son. The Black Tiger King is black and white. How come a white tiger was born? This is indeed very strange. Maybe it is the possibility that the Black Tiger King and a white tiger are born. I think the White Tiger King may be the Black Tiger King's private daughter who was not welcomed. That's why I left the Black Tiger Mountains. This statement makes sense. Discussions on the internet are getting more and more outrageous. After the battle ended in Changbai Mountain, Xiaobai saw that his ranking became second. I was immediately satisfied. These people don't seem stupid. But when he saw the comment that he was a black girl, suddenly furious. Bastard daughter. You are the illegitimate daughter. You are the illegitimate daughters. Your whole family is an illegitimate daughter. Hateful. How dare you be so humiliated? Then Lulu Ruyan let out an angry roar, echoing in the mountains and forests. He was so scared that he was surrounded by the Black Tiger King. They fled one after another. In the Dali Mountains, you look at the comments about Xiaobai online. You can't help but feel a little funny. Xiaobai became my illegitimate daughter. Humans, it turns out that it is rain when you see the wind. No matter how they thought of it. Xiaobai is the daughter he picked up. Thinking of this, you think back to your mind. Every bit of strength that comes with bye-bye gains your own warmth. Then, you shook your head slightly. No more thinking about those boring comments. Now it's confirmed that it's okay. Then you will let go too. But you know very well. With human greed. Never give up like this. Only by constantly improving strength. Only by protecting yourself. Growing up with Xiaobai. Soon. I'm going to work harder, too. Now that you want to move your mind to open the system's surface level 17. The next upgrade requires 70,000 attribute points. The second level of Ziyang breathing method. The next upgrade requires 50,000 attribute points. The attribute point is 71. Now there are no skills on your system panel. Not long ago. All your skills have been raised. Become capable. His physical strength has also come to the stage. With the only way to upgrade skills. Freely control your own gravity. The elves in the water enter the water. It can absorb the power of water spirit. Heal the injury. When the ghost of the dark night is in the darkness, the strength has increased significantly. Space can enter in a short time. The space movement of distance has a certain cooling time. Then, with a thought, you added all the nearly accumulated evolution points to the level. Then you seem to be in a mysterious vortex of energy. A powerful force surges deep in your body. Like a surging tide. Impact every cell in your body. This force is hitting the third shackle in your body. Try to break it. Each impact brings a severe pain. It seems like there are countless sharp blades cutting your body. But you didn't retreat at all. Grudge your teeth. Bearing all this tenaciously. With the continuous impact of power, the shackles began to crack. You can feel the shackles that bind your power are gradually loosening. A joy surged in your heart. But at the same time, it is also more vigilant. You know this is the most critical moment. If you are not careful, it may fail. The force continues to hit the shackles. The cracks are getting bigger and bigger. Your body seems to be supported by this force. But you still persist. Finally, in a crisp sound, the third shackle was completely broken. A powerful force surged out instantly. Like a flood that broke the dam. Sweeping your entire body. You open your eyes. A ray of light. Shoot out of your eyes. It seems to penetrate everything. Stand up. Feel the powerful power in your body. 9 shackles, 9 heavens are indeed not exaggerated at all. And a low cough. The sound echoes in the mountains and forests. The strange beasts not far away were all trembling with fear. And at the same time, deep in Changbai Mountain, it is like smoke opening your eyes. A trace of joy flashed in his eyes. This life finally returns to the shackles. I entered a year earlier than in my previous life. He felt the powerful power in his body. My heart is full of confidence. I believe that I will definitely be able to surpass my previous life's cultivation. Become a stronger being. Lu Ruyan raised her head slightly. A firm determination was revealed in his eyes. His eyes looked into the distance. There is expectation in my eyes. There is also curiosity. Still with a silk of longing. I don't know what kind of cultivation my father is now. Your figure appears in Lu Ruyan's mind. A feeling of longing surged in my heart. Dad waits for me to surpass my strength. You go back to see you. Lu Ruyan made up her mind. He knew he had to keep working hard. Only then can you be qualified to stand by your father. After all, my dad is an ancient demon god. It's not that simple to surpass. Sudden. Lu Ruyan felt something. Turning around and looking into the depths of Changbai Mountain. Show joy. Something happened to the secret treasure. At this time, the sky of Changbai Mountain was suddenly shrouded in darkness. A green light. Punching through the darkness like a sharp sword. Soaring into the sky. It seems to be about to break through the sky. Some timid beasts were frightened by this sudden vision and fled around. And some powerful beasts looked at the divine light from afar. The eyes were full of awe. Some are more courageous. Even slowly towards the light column. It's indeed that secret treasure. Lu Ruyan had some senses before. Then waited early and again according to the place in my memory. Sure enough, he finally waited until Lu Ruyan was very excited. His eyes were staring at the green divine light. My heart was full of expectations. Immediately, Lu Ruyan rushed towards the green light without hesitation. His figure is like a white lightning bolt. Flight through the mountains and forests. When Lu Ruyan approaches, a crack in space suddenly appeared in front of you. The edge of the crack was flashing strangely. It seems to be made up of countless mysterious runes interwoven. These runes exude ancient and powerful powers. It's daunting. Green divine light. It is the light that shines from inside. It seemed as if summoning Lu Ruyan. That's right. It's here. Lu Ruyan stared at the cracks in the space. I have further confirmed that my memory is nothing. A strong sense of curiosity and desire surged in my heart. He could feel the cracks. There is an unknown world behind it. There is a mysterious power and endless desire. Lu Ruyan did not hesitate at all. He rushed in directly. His figure disappeared into the crack in an instant. It seems to be swallowed by mysterious power. And after Lu Ruyan entered the crack in the space, after a moment the crack slowly disappeared. The green divine light disappeared. It seems like nothing has happened before. Only the roar was still echoing in Changbai Mountain. At the same time, the sky summoning light column on Changbai Mountain has caused a great response. The atmosphere in the conference room in the Baishan Group headquarters is still tense. Seniors sit around the conference table, looking at the strange noises on Changbai Mountain played on the big screen. This must be the disappearance of the peerless treasure. An executive said excitedly. We can't miss this opportunity. This treasure may make our group the world's top business. Another executive frowned slightly. But we don't know what's going on. Will it be too risky to act rashly? The greater the risk, the greater the reward. The previous executive retorted. When will our Baishan Group climb through the risk? We have the most advanced technology equipment. With a trained elite force. I'm still afraid that I can't get a treasure house. That being said. But we still have to act cautiously. Some people raised concerns. After all, this treasure caused too much noise. It will definitely attract the attention of other forces. Lu Huaxiang, chairman of the group, said in a sweaty manner. What everyone said makes sense. Let's send a reconnaissance team to detect the intelligence first. Collect intelligence. At the same time, we must strengthen monitoring around Changbai Mountain. Prevent other forces from taking the lead. And pay attention to secret and profound practice. Don't forget. There is also a white tiger inside. If the white tiger king wants to take the battle, we may have to avoid the edge for the time being. As soon as this is said, everyone's face suddenly turned dark. Chairman Lu Huaxiang continued to speak. Select the best warrior equipment from our elite troops. Equip them with state-of-the-art weapons and protective equipment. The latest equipment has been developed in the Research Institute. It can detect the energy fluctuations of forest fruits and strange beasts. Although not very accurate. But now I don't care about so much. Take action now. Don't waste time anymore. The meeting was dissolved. Everyone started to act. At the same time, the news that there is a peerless treasure house in Changbai Mountain has become a hot topic. Netizens started talking about it. Some are full of curiosity. Some are worried that it will trigger a battle. I'll go. This is definitely a treasure. Whoever gets it? Maybe it can soar into the sky. Those big groups have not taken action yet. Once taken. Do you think you still have a chance? Ordinary people are still discussing online. For all the ordinary people have already started a journey of an ancient central plains at this time. An extraordinary man in a green robe is standing on an ancient mountain. Peak eyes. Looking deep and sharply at the sky in the northeast. When Xiao Xiao, who learned about the treasure of Changbai Mountain, gently waved the place in his hand. A cloud rose in the middle. It strolls on the clouds. Like an immortal. Flying towards Changbai Mountain. On the other side. A prosperous Jiangnan water town. An extraordinary person with water powers is sitting on one ship after another. He felt the speed of the Changchang Baishan treasure house engraved. Come and take a small boat. The boat sailed toward the north like an arrow. Leave a long and strong corrugated ship on the small surface. The speed of passing between the rivers, lakes and lakes is getting faster and faster. And you are in the Dali Mountains. I also saw the latest internet hot searches. A peerless treasure house appeared in Changbai Mountain. You are shocked. Your eyes are tight and strong. Your observation videos are in. Each one is covered with the green divine light. Like a strong wave. Let the feeling feel a strong and long slope. Isn't this Xiaobai's territory? A worry surged in your heart. Thinking of this treasure must be extraordinary. At this time, after you fell into deep thought for a moment, suddenly realize. Will Xiaobai's trip to Changbai Mountain be related to this treasure? In your eyes, Xiaobai is the information of the ancient demon god. You know a lot of vagueness. You continue browsing the relevant information. Try to find more information about this treasure. Screen Longboren's comments of the trendy things. The treasures of Changbai Mountain must be developed if they can get cocoa. I don't know if this treasure is right. There are already many ordinary people going to Baishan. Then let's see who the treasure falls. You look at these comments. I became more and more worried. What Xiaobai has to face now is not just the danger of obtaining secret treasures. More of the danger of human beings going. Humans have infinite greed. In order to be protected, I will definitely not blame the means. You always feel that your power has reached its peak. You know you can't sit still and wait for death. Action must be taken. Protect the novice. You make a decision immediately. Leaving the Dali Mountains to Changbai Mountain. How could you know that your daughter is in danger? But my father was still playing next to him, and his huge and majestic body slowly walked out of the cave. I saw you coming out of the cave again. Everyone in the live broadcast room was stunned. Because every time you come out you always make something shocking. So this time, the moment you come out, almost everyone's eyes stared straight at the screen black. No, this time. Shouldn't he be sleeping? Isn't the time for hunting and masturbation yet? Why did it come out in advance? Don't know why. Have a bad premonition. I always feel that something big is going to happen next. Just as everyone was talking, I saw your limbs suddenly exerting force. The powerful force suddenly comes out. Everyone's eyes were shocked. Live room, you are like an arrow of departure. It disappears quickly like an arrow. Thunder ran toward the middle of the Dali cave in place. If you look down from a high altitude, you can see a black lightning bolt pass quickly through the mountains and forests. At this time, in the live broadcast office of Qianxing Group, the staff saw your huge figure rushing out of the food. Run towards the outskirts of the Dali Mountains. Suddenly scared, he quickly shouted. Not good. The Black Tiger King is leaving the Dali Mountains. Tell me about this matter quickly. You know that they have been live broadcasting for so long. This is the first time I have seen such a terrifying speed. If they hadn't arranged several aircraft around in advance. Drone. They can't even capture your figure. At this time, you run quickly. While thinking about the way to reach Changbai Mountain faster. This speed is too slow. It must be faster. You thought for 2.5 seconds. Decided not to pretend. Showdown. In your eyes. Everything is not as safe as Xiaobai. Even if some special abilities are exposed to humans, it doesn't matter. See the next second. You exert gravity directly. Control a mysterious force that emanates from your body. The surrounding gravity became weak in an instant. At the same time, he conveyed his orders to Chengguei. Let him use the power of soul transport. Lift yourself up. When you take the air. The entire live broadcast room seemed to have been pressed for mute key. Suddenly, there was no sound. Because the ghost is in a state of soul. Can't see. The picture that leads to the live broadcast room. You flew up. The barrage surged wildly in an instant. Damn. The Black Tiger King can fly. I don't know what the relationship between the White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King is. I really want to see how the two tigers join forces. Must be very handsome. By comparison, I'm even more curious. So many extraordinary people gathered in Changbai Mountain. Can you deal with the Black and White Tiger King? And you don't know at this time. Netizens' discussion about your heat is silently praying in their hearts. Xiaobai is waiting for me. I won't let anyone hurt you. At this time, the atmosphere at the headquarters of Baishan Group is solemn. It seemed like he was trying to make a lot of moves. Lost at the meeting. The screen of the Black Tiger King flying in the air is playing on the big screen. A senior person showed concern. This Black Tiger King has actually come. This is a lot of trouble. Changbai Mountain is the territory of our Baishan Group. We are bound to win this mountain object. No matter who comes. We can't back down. Someone asked a question. But the Black Tiger King is too powerful. How do we deal with it? Everyone was silent for 2.5 seconds. Chairman Lu Huaxian stood up. Be the first to break the silence. We must not be intimidated by the Black Tiger King. This treasure is crucial to the future of our group. I don't care what you think of. We have to fail. Get it? We have failed too many times. This time, we must not fail again. As you gradually approach the scene below Changbai Mountain, it becomes clearer. I saw a large number of extraordinary people gathered together. We are all eager for the treasures of Changbai Mountain. You can get this peerless treasure. However, the arrival of the Black Tiger King. It filled their hearts with uneasiness. You look down at the scene below. The anger in you is getting stronger. These humans actually dared to fight for you Xiaobai's territory for his treasures. It's simply unforgivable. You have already made a drum sound. The terrifying knife was released instantly. Then we resounded through the sky like thunder. It seemed as if the entire Changbai mountain gathered trembled. You only have one thought in your mind at this moment. That is, who dares to hold on to her daughter? Then kill whom? Many extraordinary people who rush to Changbai mountain from all over the world to search for treasures. Seeing your arrival, I felt at a loss. Fear is like a tide, constantly coming to my heart. It's over. This Black Tiger King came too quickly. A super powerful beast that can fly joins us. Let's go away quickly. Stay here. There is only one dead end. There is only way to stay. This line follows. More and more people are beginning to consider whether they have the ability to grab treasures in front of the two Tiger Kings. They are in conflict and entangled. The desire for treasures, intertwined with fear of the powerful power of the Black Tiger King. Sudden. Among the crowd, a man carrying a mountaineering bag jumped, floating steadily among the trees. He is light in shape. Agile. As agile as a cheetah. The man looked provocatively. Then he glanced at the eyes of many extraordinary people below him and looked full of confidence and arrogance. Don't panic. Someone immediately refuted. Who are you? Why do you say that? It's you. You come on. Do you want to pull us to cushion? Then another man stood up. You ignorant people. But who is the person standing in front of you? His voice was filled with pride and reverence. This is Lord Ray. He continued. Lord Ray is the top 10 in the world's top 100 countries. He is also the branch director of the Jianghai Superman Alliance. You may not know. Lord Ray's extraordinary ability is thunder. This is the most extraordinary ability with the highest attack power. With Lord Ray there, we don't need to be afraid of this black head. Tiger King Lei listened to the man's introduction. I felt very proud. He raised his head slightly. His eyes revealed his determination to win the treasure. In his opinion, I am the master of this battle for treasures. Whether it is the Black Tiger King or other extraordinary people, no one could stop him. A mere little strange beast dared to snort in front of me. Ray snorted coldly. The lightning flashes on the body. The lightning is like countless silver stones. Dance. You snapped. At this time, you stand out from one place, looking at the warnings of humans below. Invisible. Even provocative. Court death. With a bang. You opened your mouth, a purple column of light. Ejected out. The powerful energy swept under in an instant. The Earth's energy is like an unstoppable torrent. Wherever you go, everything is destroyed. Run quickly. The extraordinary people are frightened. Screaming and running around. There was no time to hide. Wherever Xiang is used to pass. Either die or kill. The person who screamed and was hit by the purple light column was destroyed on the spot. Even if it is just affected. He was also seriously injured and fell to the ground in pain. Moan. His face was full of despair. Ray sees you attacking. A shot in my heart. He immediately mobilized his abilities. The lightning flashes in the palm of your hand. Where the lightning? Lightning condenses. Bombing towards you on the high ground. The lightning spreads its teeth and claws like a giant dragon. Rush towards you. Even a strange beast dares to be arrogant. Ray's angry voice. Drinking lightning is extremely fast. Arrived in front of you in an instant. With powerful strength. It seems to destroy everything. Black Tiger King. Under the power of lightning. Just flesh and blood, see how you resist Ray. It seems that the scene of the Black Tiger King dying under thunder and lightning has been seen. It seems that my ranking can go further. However, the next second, he was shocked. You don't hide or dodge. A thought moves. A purple light shield suddenly appeared all over his body. The light shield emits a mysterious light. Like an indestructible barrier. There was a loud bang. A collision of powerful forces. Generate huge shockwaves. It seems that the air has fluctuated. Shockwaves spread around. The trees were uprooted. The earth is flying. Ray felt a huge force coming. A sharp pain in the arm. Body backwards. Go backwards. It took 2.5 meters to stabilize. He was shocked. Never expected. The power of the Black Tiger King is so powerful. Damn it. How is this possible? The next second, he mobilized all extraordinary abilities. I want to fight to the death with you. You don't give Ray a chance to breathe. Explore another attack. Your figure came to Ray instantly like lightning. How could this be so fast? Ray's heart sank. Despair. It's not good to rush into my heart like a tide. His eyes widened. Watching your huge and majestic figure approaching quickly. He wants to struggle. But the body is used to it. Thousands of heavy. Not obedient at all. I saw you lift the tiger's claws forward. Then he slapped a fiercely Kalakra claw. The attack was shot and attacked like lightning. With unstoppable power. The wind is howling. The air around seemed to be compressed into stone. Damn. Ray felt a darkness in front of him. A sound came from his mouth and fell. Great power in the mouth. It instantly enveloped him. There was a bang. A loud bang. Ray is in great shape. Falling to the ground. Dust is flying. A huge hole was smashed on the ground. Ray lay in the pit. The body is broken. His eyes gradually lost their luster. The breath of life passes rapidly. He opened his mouth. Want to say something? But it can only make a faint sound. The eyes were full of regret. Finally, my lips moved a few times. Then he lost his life. At this moment, all the extraordinary people in Changbai Mountain opened their eyes widened. Looking up at you in the sky. His eyes were full of horror. Their hearts are filled with shock and fear. It seemed as if I saw an invincible god. Ray is no match for him. They keep it here. Wouldn't you wait for death? One by one, they suddenly entered the chill. You can see at first glance. A cold snorted in his heart. Changbai Mountain is the old man. The land of the daughter. Humans must not step into Ray and die. The other extraordinary couplets and the Black Tiger King have no courage to look at each other. Just a short moment. The extraordinary people around them are dead and fleeing. The originally lively Changbai Mountain. There is a dead silence at this moment. The air was filled with a strong smell of blood. The next second, you jumped from a high place to the ground to concentrate. All spirits are displayed. Talent skills. Blood lipid cleavage. I saw a mysterious force gushing out of your body. Spreading around. This power is like an invisible tentacle. Gently touching the surrounding breath. Trying to capture Xiaobai's breath. Your heart is filled with worry and anxiety. Heartbeat. Involuntarily, the power of many blood lipid chasing cracks continue to extend. Some blurry pictures gradually emerge in your mind. You saw Xiaobai jumping into the crack in the space. Feel the kindness emitted from him. The breath is like a hot flame. Full of vitality and strength. As the power spreads further, you can clearly feel that Xiaobai is still alive. I suddenly breathed a sigh of relief. Fine. Xiaobai is fine for the time being. Your tight nerves relaxed a little. But you know that it is not the time to relax. With the greedy life of human beings, it is absolutely impossible to give up this opportunity so easily. Nowadays peace. It's just the tranquility before the storm comes. The next thing to take action is probably the highlight. A sudden bell rang. The bell sounds slowly and vaguely. It seems to have traveled through time and space from ancient times. The bell sounded like a mysterious power. It makes people's heart tremble. You instantly looked up and stared at the location where the space crack disappeared. The bell seemed to awaken a certain feeling deep in your heart. You concentrate on sensing again. But I found that Xiaobai's aura became very weak. It's like a spark in the darkness is about to go out. Your eyes are filled with worry and expectation. Silently pray in my heart. Noob. You must not have any trouble. As you kill Ray with thunder means. This incident immediately caused heated discussion on the internet. People were talking about the powerful strength and cruel means of the Black Tiger King. Some people expressed fear and awe of the Black Tiger King. Others are full of anger and accusations towards you. This is simply a disaster. Those extraordinary people are so pitiful. Why did the Black Tiger King do this? Aren't he afraid of arousing public anger? The Jianhai Supernatural Alliance yelled at the content of the Black Tiger King's voice because of the death of President Wei. It is widely circulated on the internet. The White Tiger King and the Black Tiger King join forces to further the strength. If you get the treasure, then it will be out of control. This treasure must not fall into the hands of the White Tiger King. If humans get this treasure, maybe you can compete with the Black Tiger King. As soon as this announcement is released, it immediately resonated with a large number of extraordinary people. They all expressed their willingness to contribute their own strength. Kill the Black and White Tiger King. However, in fact, most people are still aiming at the protection group of Changbai Mountain. After all, it's not a pain to them to die. The most important thing is the treasure of Changbai Mountain. Although I don't know what the treasure is. But intuition tells them. If you can get the treasure, it will definitely make their strength improve by leaps and bounds. For a moment, the sound of the Black Tiger King running on the internet is getting louder and louder. At this time, looking at the bionic birds in the sky in Changbai Mountain, you're a little impatient. These birds look like real birds. But you can feel the technological atmosphere emitted by them. You know very well. These birds are tools used by humans to monitor you. A hint of irritability flashed in your eyes. These humans are really ignorant of your eyes. Locked in a bird. Then a purple sundae. A purple light column was shot out instantly. Cut through the sky like lightning. The bird had no time to hide. Just got hit by a light column. In an instant, the birds exploded and debris splashed everywhere. You've wanted to do this a long time ago. This is some time ago in order to hide his strength in front of humans. So I kept holding it over. Now that I have broken up, there is no need to expose your actions to the human nose. You don't have any weird new traits. So from now on, humans can't monitor themselves. Although now you have driven out all the alien hands and summoners gathered around you. But I still didn't get a response from Xiaobai. Waiting a little boring. It also makes humans rampant. Turn on your phone. I immediately saw the message of denunciating myself. A sneer suddenly appeared in my heart. These guys are really shameless. It's clear that you want to grab the treasure. Now killed. Instead, it's like a victim. What a bitch. Emission is also right-handed. But since I want to attack me, then you guys come. I want to see what methods you have. At the same time, Jianhai is the branch of the Super League. A luxury car stopped slowly. The car door slowly opened. 3 extraordinary people. The leader was a tall, cold-faced man. He is like a standing mountain. It exudes majesty and confidence that cannot be ignored. He is the new minister. The codename Falcon ranks in the top 40 in the global superstar rankings. It is an existence that countless people respect. The extraordinary people following him were also very powerful. One of the uninspired and burly men codenamed Giant Rocks ranks in the top 7 in the world. The giant rock is more than 2 meters tall. Like a moving hill. Giving people a strong impression. You will know that this pussy is a meat shield when you hear this name. That's right. This force has the ability of the Earth Lizard. Can control the Earth? Create rock shields. It can create a small area. Isn't this thing just Shield Mountain? Another slim woman with a slim figure is the top 90 in the world. The extraordinary ability of the spirit butterfly is mental control. She can quietly invade other people's thinking. Manipulate the other party's actions. He can also create mental shocks. Put the enemy in hallucinations and pain. Become a puppet in his hands. Beautiful and beautiful. It can also charm others. Isn't this dodgy? Hey. You just got off the car. There were reporters who had been waiting here for a long time rushed up. They raised their microphones and cameras in their hands. I can't wait to get first-hand news. Minister Falcon. What is the goal of your operation? A reporter asked loudly. The Falcon raised his chin slightly. The eyes reveal firmness and confidence. He glanced around. The reporters then spoke slowly. Our mission this time is to deal with the Black Tiger King. Snatch the peerless treasure. Suddenly, A reporter asked the key questions keenly. Minister. I heard that the military will take action this time. The Falcon heard it. I was a little surprised. These journalists are paparazzi. All of this knows. I saw him nodding slightly. Smiling and saying. That's right. The Black Tiger King is too powerful. We must rely on the military strength. The military has decided to intervene this time. They will definitely send out the most elite troops and weapons. Then I admire our extraordinary people. Even if the Black Tiger King is robbing it, don't even think about leaving Changbai Mountain safely. Once this statement is spoken, the audience was shocked. The reporters looked at each other. An incredible expression appeared on his face. Is the military finally unable to help but attack the Black Tiger King? At the same time, this news has also attracted widespread attention and discussion among netizens on the internet. The military took action. This time the Black Tiger King is dead. I don't think the Black Tiger King is very strong. You guys are not against the extraordinary. What's the use of those ordinary soldiers? I just don't know if the army will use thermal weapons. If the heater is used, maybe there is still a fight. The picture comes to Changbai Mountain. In order to understand the trends of human beings, you have been asking Changguei to look at the communicator to obtain external information. When you see the message on the internet, you suddenly sneered in your heart. The army takes action. So what? Against the real army. Although you have worries in your heart. But it's more about calmness and thinking. It seems that we must improve our strength as soon as possible. A thought moves. You open the attribute panel level 18. The next upgrade requires 80,000 attribute point attack method Ziyang breathing method. The second floor. The next upgrade requires 50,000 attribute points. The current attribute point is 60,000. You decisively spent 50,000 attribute points to pile on the Ziyang breathing method. In a moment, your body is shrouded in a mysterious force. You can clearly feel a powerful energy gushing out of your body. It hits your body like a surging tide. The purple light shines around the body. It seems like a mysterious flame is burning. Never look at where you are. It seemed to have turned into a purple light ball. Dazzling. It's impossible to look directly at it. The air around was distorted by this powerful force. Strange ripples formed. The strange beasts nearby felt this powerful aura. They fled in horror. Over time, your body gradually calms down. You open your eyes. There was a purple light in my eyes. You feel that your power has been greatly improved. My heart was filled with joy. Break through the purple yang breathing method. After the third floor, you have a new ability. Purple chi comes from the east. Your body can turn into a ball of purple chi. Avoid physical attacks at will. Immediately. You can't wait to experiment with the power of Zi Chi East. A thought moves. Your body instantly turned into a purple gas. You look at your body. My heart was filled with surprise. You feel like you have become a purple-shaped existence. Without the constraints of entities. The next second you stretch out a claw. But I found that my claws were like air. Threw a stone in front of you. I feel secretly grateful in my heart. The threat to me is not that great now by human guns and bullets. Immediately afterwards. You will find that. Use this form. It consumes a lot of money on itself. Can't maintain for a long time. It's acceptable. Suddenly your throat feels something strange. You coughed. Then a ball of crossbone was spit out of his mouth. You look at the crossbone on the ground. My heart was full of doubts. What is this crossbone hard and smooth? It exudes a mysterious aura. Just then, your body becomes stiff. You suddenly realize that the sound you just made is not a laugh. It's a mermaid. Your eyes widened. Can't believe my ears. You tried to say another word. What's going on? Really? You can speak human language. Your heart is filled with shock and joy. You didn't expect to break through the Ziyang breathing method. After the third floor, he actually gained such an unexpected ability. You, who are reborn as a tiger, have long lost the idea of becoming a human. Now the sudden change brings you hope to turn into a human form. You are full of longing for the future. However, your thoughts were suddenly interrupted. There were dense guns and cannons coming from afar. Like rolling thunder. The tranquility of Changbai Mountain was instantly broken. Humans have begun to attack Changbai Mountain. The Dragon Kingdom army is unstoppable. The torrent of steel. Attacking tanks in full swing deep into Changbai Mountain. Like a steel fortress. Heavy tracks. Ruthlessly crushing the ground. It made a dull and shocking sound. In the sky, helicopters follow closely to see the overall situation. Always be prepared for fire cover. The soldiers were wearing camouflage uniforms. Neat and complete clothes. They hold various advanced weapons. His eyes were filled with killing spirit. The Falcon stands in the army, issuing a loud order in front of me. Today, Changbai Mountain will surely be left untouched. The next second, the Falcon waved it casually. A powerful tornado formed instantly. The tornado is like a violent giant python. It roared across Changbai Mountain. The wind roared wherever it passed. The trees were uprooted. The tornado rushed towards the strange beasts in Changbai Mountain like an unstoppable demon. Those strange beasts originally lived leisurely in the mountains and forests. At this moment, he was frightened by this sudden disaster and panicked. A cheetah with colorful fur and an animal was walking gracefully in the grass. Suddenly felt the powerful aura of the tornado. His eyes widened in horror. He instantly turned around and ran away at an extremely fast speed. However, the tornado is too powerful. His resistance seemed so powerless. I saw the cheetah being swept up by the strong wind. Rolling in the air. Let out a desperate roar. But soon I was caught in the sky and disappeared. The whole mountain spirit is in chaos. It became a world full of fear. Under the leadership of the human army. Like a sharp knife. Quickly insert the Chanshan Tantan like cannon bubble. The constantly sprayed fire shells crossed the sky like meteors and fell into the chaos of Changbai Mountain. With an explosion, it brings great damage. It poses a huge threat to the strange beasts. The Falcon looked at the scene in front of him. My heart is full of pride. He felt that he was the master of this war. It can easily destroy all the eyes of Changbai Mountain. The sacred reveals a great strait. As the human world brings great control. The strange beasts in Changbai Mountain. You are just a group of ants and falcons in front of my power, and said loudly. The sound is full of arrogance. Today I will let you see the power of mankind. As the human army advances, the destruction of Changbai Mountain is getting worse and worse. The originally lush forests have become unrecognizable. It was originally a smell of gunpowder and blood. In the falcon. These are powerful people. The extraordinary human army advances rapidly. Arrived quickly where you are. Humans? You're just looking for death. You speak out and give a warning. The human soldiers were shocked when they heard your words. Soon the eyes seemed big and filled with incredible and horror. Some soldiers' weapons almost dropped. They were dazed in what kind of monster this Black Tiger King was? He can actually speak. Our mission this time is probably in danger. Anyway. New moon. You will die. The falcon was also shocked. But the arrow had to be fired on the string. I saw him wave his hand. Kill me for the next moment. Countless artillery fires are bombarding you. I saw you snorting coldly. The whole body instantly transforms into a state of a person. Your body is like a ghost. The fire of the fire hits the child in the air. But it cannot cause any harm to you. You quickly travel between human armies in your own state, looking for opportunities to attack. At the same time, you order Changguei to attack. The rampant ghosts rush towards the human army invisibly and invisibly. Although it is impossible to kill those powerful extraordinary people. But it does work miraculously for ordinary military members. The helicopter in the sky suddenly lost control. Dropped directly. The tank suddenly stopped shooting. The soldiers inside looked around in horror and knew what was going on. At the same time, the Black Tiger King will also attack mentally. At this time, a superb figured out the clue. Then an invisible barrier. This is actually a person with extraordinary mental power. This barrier can restrain Changguei's soul attacks. But it was impossible to find that there were even extraordinary people who specialize in restraining their soul power. You are secretly surprised. You are attacked by artillery fire. Unharmed in the state of the child. But you can't just be beaten passively. Sudden. You're back to your original form. A roar shook the sky and the earth. You opened your mouth and a purple light spurted out. That's your unique skill. The purple sexy man's purple light column is like a bolt of lightning. Hit a tank in an instant. Tanks under powerful force. Explode instantly. Turned into a pile of scrap iron. The human soldiers were frightened by your attacks. Looking for cover. However, you didn't give them a chance to breathe. It is not good to launch an attack again to rush towards the human army like lightning. This Black Tiger King is too powerful. Don't panic. Concentrate firepower attack. However, when you rush into the middle of human positions, a sudden change occurred on the ground and a circle of rock thorns suddenly appeared to surround you. Limit your movement. It turned out that giant rock had been hiding in the distance. Just for this sudden blow. You're not feeling well. Prepare to turn into purple air and evacuate from the battlefield. However, the next second, your spirit was in a daze. It was Ling Butterfly who took action in secret. His extraordinary ability makes mind control. He can quietly invade women's thinking. Then, the other party's actions. And can launch a mental shock. Although I can't control you directly. But it also makes you feel dazed. 2.5 days. The falcon in the air took action quickly. His extraordinary abilities are controlled by the storm. Compared with ordinary wind powers, the ability has stronger destructive power. I saw a huge tornado hit you. However, there are countless wind blades mixed in. However, you didn't take this firepower seriously. You are just a little worried that Xiao Bai's position will have an impact? Now. You smile slightly in your heart. The corners of the mouth are raised. Have you three pretended enough? I should perform after pretending enough. See the next second. The air around you seems to have become substantial. The field of gravity is fully launched. Limit your rock spikes. Instantly turned into powder accumulation. The giant rock stands on the ground. The originally disdainful expression became shocked instantly. The next second. His whole body burst out. But the golden light muscles swelled again. He gritted his teeth and fought. Do your best to use the giant rock to kill you. Be prepared to look at the limits. The same trick. Isn't it enough to play once? Oh shit. Just you have a thick-skinned vision. You're talking. The powder activated at the same time is not waiting for the giant rock to react in an instant. You can directly use the ultimate talent skills. Vajra Claw. A huge tiger claw appeared behind him. Slap his head. The giant rock wants to resist. But he could only stare at him. The next second. The giant rock was slapped into the ground with you. Total life and death. I like sneak attacks, right? Then stay in the field for a lifetime. Seeing this, the eyes burst out with pink light instantly. Face you straight to it. Launch a mental shock. However, things didn't happen as expected by the spirit butterfly. This time you didn't even have a trance. I saw your eyes shining golden. Directly activate the eyes of fear. Face the spirit butterfly. Straight butterfly's eyes. It dimmed instantly. Blood spilled out. He covered his head with both hands. Make a tragic cry. Like to play training. Everyone knows the CPU. Once mental control fails, it will be hit back. The soul will suffer an extremely serious mental backlash. You didn't care about the falcon standing in the air. The powerful tornado mixed with the wind blade has come to you. His eyes revealed excitement. You seem to have seen the tragic situation of being strangled by the storm. The soldiers who were walking with them also cheered. The Black Tiger King is about to finish. Captain Falcon is too strong. You know very well that short-distance space teleportation can't escape the tornado. The next second. Just when you want to use the purple light to protect your body. Just then. A deafening bell rang. A familiar aura appeared. It's Xiao Bai, you were shocked. I saw a crack in the space. Immediately afterwards a purple figure rushed out of the rampant state. Who dares to bully my dad? The first time Xiaobai appears, he looks at you. The eyes were filled with joy and warmth. There is no time to speak. I saw him control the green blooming in the Bronze Valley. Light. A bell rang again. The tornado in front of you. In an instant, the bell was shaken away. It's the White Tiger King. A soldier trembled in horror. There was a violent tremor in the voice. His eyes widened. His eyes were filled with fear and astonishment. The weapon he had originally held tightly in his hand. It seems to be 1,000 pounds at this moment. Almost couldn't hold it and fell to the ground. The soldiers around them also started to stir up. Fear and uneasiness spread rapidly among the crowd. Why is this White Tiger King so powerful? Can I really beat it? Shut up. The falcon's face darkened. Roaring loudly. So what if you come out? Beat everyone hard and obey the orders. Go aim at the two beasts. His voice was like thunder, reverberating on the battlefield. The eyes revealed fierceness and determination. He decided to defeat the Black and White Tiger King at all costs. This battle is related to human sexual thoughts. They can't back down. With the falcon order issued, countless rocket launchers, I instantly aimed at Xiaobai. The soldiers were nervously operating. The bazooka fingers are tightly slid on the trigger. Their foreheads were covered with fine beads of sweat. The eyes were filled with tension and fear. Launch me the falcon with a loud roar. The tail of the bazooka spews flames. Rockets blasted towards Xiaobai like meteors. At the same time, the missiles on the helicopter were also launched, dragging the long tail flame. Like a little white, galloping. These powerful weapons produced huge roars and shockwaves at the moment of launch. The dust on the eyes was shaken up. A gray dust mist formed. Everyone stared at the figure of the White Tiger King. I pray in my heart that these weapons can work. Looking at the White Tiger King without blinking, I prayed silently in my heart that I could hit it. Hit to end this terrible battle. These things also want to hurt my dad and me. Humans? It's so naive. A trace of disdain flashed in Lu Ruyan's eyes. But since you're here, let me show you some color. His eyes were full of confidence and pride. We don't take human attacks seriously. He looked at the weapons aimed at him. My heart is full of contempt. I saw a green divine light blooming from Lu Ruyan's body. Only among the bronze drums. Floating above his head. The green divine light is like a bright star. Dazzling. It makes people unable to open their eyes. Light. Instantly illuminated the entire battlefield. It was as if a sacred light came to the earth. The Bronze Valley exudes an ancient and mysterious aura. The clock is full of strange patterns. It seems like the dizzy contains endless power. All attacks fell on this bronze bell. No effective damage was caused. Only ripples of green light were left on the bronze bone bell. The shells hit the bone clock and made a dull sound. But it cannot penetrate the defense in the bone. Those attacks seem to be just gently brushing through the bones. It cannot cause any substantial damage to him. Humans saw this scene. Suddenly he fell into despair again. What kind of treasure is this? Even the bazooka missile could not be used. Too scary. This White Tiger King is so crazy. How could we beat it? Don't panic. We still have a chance. A commander shouted. His voice was filled with determination and confidence. He tried to boost the morale of the soldiers. He knows. At this time, they cannot lose confidence. We must stick to it. However, the fear and anxiety of the soldiers. It did not disappear because of the commander's shout. The falcon stands on the ground. Looking at the soldier's panicked face. I think the situation is over. He turned around and left. It seems like he has made up some determination. Have you ever asked me? I saw Xiaobai manipulating the youthful. The bone clock fell from the sky. Smash at the falcon. The falcon turned around and cast the wind blade. Attempt to get rid of the trajectory in the bones. However, these sharp blades hit the bone clock. But it seems like a stone sinks to the sea. The bones are unaffected from the sky. Cover the falcon in it. At the same time, a strong green light burst out from the bones. A deafening bell sounded again and the soldiers nearby were shocked and fainted. The soldiers in the distance began to flee around. Other extraordinary people also retreated one after another. They knew to continue fighting. There is only one dead end. The falcon inside the valley was even more shocked. Humans suffered a crushing defeat. Looking at the defeat, humans running away in a hurry. You didn't continue to hunt down. You know the battle is over. Humans will not invade again for the time being. Changbai Mountain Xiaobai. Are you okay? You looked at your daughter with concern. The eyes were filled with tenderness and worry. Seeing you approaching Lu Ruyan. Instead, I was a little nervous. In front of Dad. He has no usual prestige. Instantly, I returned to my good daughter's mood. His eyes were filled with uneasiness. Dad won't blame me for running away from home. Dad. I won't be here to catch me back this time. It's over. You stared at Xiaobai quietly. The eyes are full of Tang 11 Xiaobai, who has grown up. Many of them are no longer the little ones who followed closely behind them in the past. You were once furious about Xiaobai's run away from home. I originally wanted to teach him a lesson after finding him. But at this moment, Xiaobai looked a little tired. Only the love of Tang Qing in my heart is surging. Xiaobai has suffered a lot during this period. Your voice is low and gentle. It was like the girdling breeze in the mountains quietly blew by. Xiaobai's gentleness. Xiaobai heard your words. A warm current surged in my heart instantly. His eyes were also killing the wet room. Dad. I'm very awesome, too. I bullied them. These days, he has indeed experienced many hardships when he lives alone. Encountering various dangers. After countless challenges. He never had any thoughts of tears. It's him who is the empress. This little suffering is nothing to him. Once good. You smiled. Sure stretched out his hand and rubbed Lu Ruyan's little head. If someone bullies you, tell Dad and Dad to help you teach your lesson. Although Lu Ruyan is not very small now. But he still looks young in front of you. And since Lu Ruyan left you, I used to be unable to sleep. Missing the misunderstanding of the time I spent with you. Hear your concerns. All his grievances. It surged into my heart like water breaking through the dam. Dad. I miss Lu Luyanyan's vocal cords with a hint of sob. I hesitate to throw myself into your arms. My heart was filled with joy and emotion. He finally saw his father again. Now he felt an unprecedented sense of warmth and security. Dad misses you too. You hear this voice. The anger that had arisen before because Lu Ruyan ran away from home. At this time, the smoke had already disappeared. At the same time, the White Tiger King and the Peerless Fort appeared in the outside world. Join forces to defeat humans to eliminate news. It spreads quickly like a strong wind, causing uproar. On the internet, everyone was talking about it. Full of shock and curiosity about this battle. Now, can't even help the Black and White Tiger King? Among the bronze bones obtained by the White Tiger King. He bow, please be so powerful. It's simply difficult and exciting. If they enter the room, what should we do? In a secret conference room, a group of senior human leaders sits together with military experts. He discussed the battle with a serious expression. A general in military uniform said. His eyes were filled with worries and fear. This failure. Let us deeply see the power of the strange beast. Especially in the bronze bones of the White Tiger King. It's like an invincible existence. Our weapons were so vulnerable in front of him. Another person who looked like a leader frowned and asked. Then what should we do? Is it helpless? If this continues, the future of mankind will surely be full of crises. Before the meeting, they watched the battle video several times. Even if it's a review, neither of them can cause effective harm to you and Lu Ruyan. Now, when they fell silent, a soldier ran in from outside the conference room door in panic. Not good. A strange beast that is stronger than the Black Tiger King appeared. At this time, you father and daughter sit on the top of the mountain, looking quietly beside the moon. A human being, holding your phone and playing humans in front of you. Revenge for this great defeat in Shanghai Mountain. This time, the Shangbation group and the military jointly took full advantage of the operation. But he returned home in a great defeat. The Black and White Tiger King is far more powerful than that of humans. Imagine whether their existence will threaten the human living environment later. Baishan Group will threaten a positive reply. We have reason to doubt. Baishan Group has destroyed all its resources this time. It turns out that this is how my father found Shanghai Mountain. Lu Ruyan watched this scene. I was extremely shocked. It's not the report that surprised. But he didn't expect that his father actually understood human communicators. He himself was because he was a human in his previous life. Only then can we know how to borrow human tools. Unexpectedly, his father actually understood now. Dad must have found Shanghai Mountain through human communicators. I'll take you to escape again. I was afraid that my father would find out the clues before. Lu Ruyan has already conquered the flame female spirit moon. At this time, I temporarily left Shanghai Mountain. Lu Ruyan was secretly grateful in her heart. The existence of the flame girl. It may cause you to doubt and worry. Now he's gone. At least some unnecessary troubles can be avoided. Otherwise it would be difficult to explain. I hope these humans can be honest for a while. After reading the report, sighing slightly, you know that human ambitions are endless. They will not easily give up their attack on Shanghai Mountain. Noob. Shanghai Mountain has been paid attention to by humans. Why don't you leave with your dad? You look at Lu Ruyan. The eyes were full of worry. After experiencing the last incident, Shanghai Mountain is no longer safe. If Xiaobai continues to stay here, there may be greater dangers. You hope Xiaobai can leave with you. Find a safer place. Your eyes are full of expectations. As if waiting for Xiaobai's answer. Dad. I think Shanghai Mountain is very good. I don't want to leave Lu Ruyan for the time being. But I don't want to leave you. There are too many secrets in him. And he still has a lot to do. The answer must be left in Shanghai Mountain. Now I have received the secret protection of ancient Chinese. He is not afraid of humans' large-scale attacks. He has confidence. As long as there is ancient times, he can protect himself. And Shanghai Mountain. You want to persuade me again. But thinking of Xiaobai's ancient demon god's identity. And this peerless treasure. You think Xiaobai insists on staying in Shanghai Mountain. There should be his purpose. You were silent for a moment. Said slowly. Okay. Since you don't leave. Then Dad will accompany you. Hearing the words, Lu Ruyan was stunned. Dad doesn't plan to leave anymore. How can that work? A complicated feeling suddenly surged in his heart. He knows you stayed to protect him. But he doesn't want you to be in danger either. My heart was filled with contradictions and worries. Lu Ruyan was slightly stunned. You raised your eyebrows when you saw this. Asked softly. Why don't you like Dad staying? You are not very happy. After all, you crossed thousands of mountains and rivers. Finally found my baby daughter. I want to stay by my daughter's side to continue to protect her. Unexpectedly, I was disliked. As an old father. You are so heartbroken. When Lu Ruyan heard this. Shake your head quickly. I was just escaping. Now, my relationship with you has finally eased. If you are making your dad angry now. But that's not good. He also wants to continue to be a good daughter in front of his father. Of course it's not my dad staying there. I am happiest. During this period. I think about my father's barbecue every day. Just when Lu Ruyan wanted to say something. You suddenly found that a message on the communicator has become a hot search. The treasure land was shocked. A strange beast that is stronger than the Black Tiger King appeared. Better than me. A strong curiosity surged in your heart. Click on the hot searches. A video appears on the screen. The picture instantly shocked your mind. I saw in the video. A giant snake with a foot of 1,000 meters was as dark as ink. The black seemed to be the deepest night. It exudes a mysterious and terrifying aura. A huge body. Coiling between the mountains and forests. Covering everything around him in his shadow. There are complex patterns on the surface of his body. Those lines are like ancient fireballs. Exudes unimaginable power. The tongue raised his huge eyes high. Like two burning fireballs emitting a fiery light. You look at this snake. A sense of solemnity surged in my heart. Such a powerful existence. Your own strength can compete with it. But soon. Fighting spirit ignited in your eyes. You believe that you will be able to surpass this giant snake sooner or later. In the video, a large number of extraordinary people are fleeing in a hurry. Their faces were filled with fear and panic. Despair was revealed in his eyes. Some people are running desperately. The land under their feet was trampled on by them and the dust was flying. Some people display various abilities, trying to stop the giant snake from moving forward. But those abilities seemed pale and powerless in front of the giant snake. At this time, a man holding a sword upstream. It is the white-clothed sword immortal who was ranked in the top 30 of the human race. His sword flashed with dazzling light. The runes on the sword kept flashing. Released powerful power. The next second, he jumped, slashed towards the giant snake. The sword light crossed the sky like lightning. However, when the sword slashes on the giant snake, but I can't break the defense at all. Only a crisp sound could be heard. The sword seemed to be slashed on a piece of hard steel, being bounced back. The body of the white-clothed sword immortal was also shocked by the power of the giant snake and flew backwards, falling heavily on the ground. The giant snake was not affected at all. He opened his bloody mouth, swallowed at the white-clothed sword fairy so fast. The white-clothed sword immortal had no time to react. That scene was frightening. It seems as if the end of the world is coming. You look at this scene. I have a deeper understanding of the power of the giant snake. Shocked and confused. How did this guy evolve? If you meet this big snake, you think you should lose your eyes. A hint of solemnity was revealed. Immediately, you are thinking about how you can quickly improve your strength. Beyond this terrible giant snake-line snake. Sure enough, something happened. Lu Ruyan narrowed her eyes, looking at the powerful combat power displayed by the black giant snake against this fine snake. Lu Ruyan was not surprised. The appearance of this fine snake will inevitably cause a big chaos. Next, there will be several powerful monsters coming out of the cracks in the secret space. Similar people suffer. Eat it just to deal with a vine snake. It's so difficult for humans to do. If other monsters that emerge from the cracks in other secret realms attack humans at the same time, then humans may have no resistance. Even those weapons of mass destruction. I'm afraid it will not effectively cause effective damage to these powerful monsters. But these are not what Lu Ruyan needs to think about. I'm afraid he didn't mention anything. Some time ago, humans also want to occupy Changbai Mountain. He did not take advantage of the opportunity to attack the human city. It's already very proud of human face. But want to revive the second craze and the rejuvenation of the spirit. Capture the ancient Lingshan. I and my father also need to speed up their strength. Because it is not only humans and other beasts that compete for Lingshan. There are also powerful monsters coming out of the secret realm. Speaking of which, these monsters that came out of the secret realm, it is their biggest enemy. It turns out that a mountain is higher than a mountain. You look at the huge black snake crushing the camp of the human extraordinary people. I can't help but sigh that your eyes are filled with emotion. The unknown in this world is full of fear. Dad is just a vine snake. Lu Ruyan, who couldn't jump for long. I thought my father was hit and said quickly. He felt a little suspicious, too. I'm afraid my dad is an ancient monster. Why don't you even recognize Tensha? Could it be that memory has not fully recovered? It should be like this. It is impossible that you don't even know this kind of junk. Although this tank snake is strong. But compared with the ancient demon god, even a fingernail can't compare to you. I was a little surprised when I heard this. Tensha Xiaobai. You know this big black snake. You grew up with the evil spirit. It develops so fast. At this time, you looked at Xiaobai and felt a little surprised. I didn't expect Xiaobai to know this fine snake. But when I think of Xiaobai's identity, I immediately realized it. It is natural for Xiaobai to know these powerful beings. You are secretly grateful in your heart. Have Xiaobai around. You can learn more about the secrets of this world. Otherwise, it is very likely to be like a headless fly. Then you ask. Noob. Why is this Tingsha so strong? It develops too fast. Lu Ruyan couldn't help laughing when she heard this. Dad, you are curious about this. This Tingsha has lived for thousands of years. Only with such strength. It constantly devours powerful energy in the secret realm. After countless years of hardships, it has only grown to this point. Your dad's growth rate is not a year. I guess I can completely crush him. This is Lu Ruyan's conservative estimate. In fact, judging from your current growth rate, it takes less than a year. By comparison, it took Tingsha 1,000 years to achieve such strength. It's really too bad. It turned out to be a secret realm. Hearing Xiao Bai's words, you instantly thought of the space crack where he disappeared. That mysterious space crack. It seems like a gate to the unknown world. Full of mystery and danger. A hint of doubt flashed in your eyes. You suddenly realized. This world is much more complicated than you think. Xiao Bai's Bronze Valley should also be produced in the secret realm. This world is not a technology planet that looks like. Behind this seemingly ordinary world. Hidden with countless secrets and unknown powers. And these forces have been hidden or silent before. And now, as the spiritual energy revives, another more important point is, these forces are not friendly. And the emergence of these forces, it is very likely to break the original world pattern. You have a peaceful life first. Become no longer calm. I seem to be a little confused when I saw it. Lu Ruyan did not continue to explain. Dad, you will know in the future. Live for a lifetime. Lu Ruyan didn't take a mere Tingsai seriously at all. In his past life memories, he has seen countless powerful beings. A mere snake is just a drop in the ocean. In the future, there will be a revival of ancient immortals and gods. In this life, my father helps me. The father and daughter will definitely be able to suppress all the ancestors. Lu Ruyan was full of confidence in this. At the same time, with the spread of the huge black snake in Taihang Mountains, the entire dragon kingdom was in panic. People begin to doubt their future. But this world will be destroyed by these powerful beasts. When the Black Tiger King appeared in people's sight, although the combat power shown by the Black Tiger King is very strong, but there has been no violent attack on humans. This makes people break the Black Tiger King, although it is very powerful. But humans can still deal with it. But this time the vine snake appears. Break the human knowledge of these strange beasts. The sword immortal is considered to be a milestone in the history of the extraordinary human beings. But such a milestone was swallowed by a vine snake in one bite. It undoubtedly puts the future of the entire human race into a darkness. After experiencing the battle, the Beast King directly ranked the Black Snake King first. This Black Snake King is probably no match for the Black Tiger King. Do you still need to think about this? So much different in size. The Black Tiger King is here. It's also a gift. If only they could fight. Then humans can reap the benefits of fishermen. Solve these big troubles in one go. The external turmoil did not affect in Changbai Mountain. You and Lu Ruyan are still immersed in cultivation every day. You know. Only by constantly improving one's own strength. Only by living in this dangerous world. At night, the father and daughter use a communicator to brush. Pay attention to what is happening outside. This has become a compulsory course for both father and daughter every day. Dad. You are second. Lu Ruyan looked at the ranking on the communicator. Said in surprise. A trace of dissatisfaction flashed in his eyes. He thinks his father's strength should be the strongest. It should not be ranked second. It won't take long. I slaughtered the vine snake and let my father return to his first treasure. You don't think it's important. These are false names. In your opinion, strength is the most important thing. And it is not a bad thing to make this vine snake attract human attention. Suddenly you noticed the second in the hot search list. You asked Changguei to click. A video popped up. Since the revival of the spirit, there are a lot of opportunities around the world. Some ordinary people who were originally nameless get the treasure by chance. Examples of becoming a strong man are constantly reported. For example, a scavenger fell off a cliff. As a result, I gained supreme skills. From then on, it soared into the sky. You look at the report. There was a hint of admiration in my eyes. I can also have a powerful secret treasure. Strength will inevitably be able to be improved. Lu Ruyan raised her head slightly. Said disdain. Dad. What are these? Treasures are garbage. How can I connect with my spiritual power? He knew very well how powerful his own emperor was. In his opinion, these ordinary treasures are not worth mentioning at all. It seems to be that you can see your envy of these treasures. Lu Ruyan comforted. Dad. Don't worry. I know there is an ancient castle hidden in Kunlun Mountain. It was born a while later. I'll take you to grab it then. When you hear it. His eyes suddenly lit up. Although your strength is now strong enough. But the stronger the person, the more you can't refuse a powerful weapon. Good. Then listen to Xiaobai, your time flies. Since there has been no harassment from humans, your strength is also steadily improving. Half a month later. A loud bang. It sounds inside you. The fourth shackle was finally broken. You suddenly opened your eyes and shot two sharp lights from your eyes. Then stood up. You stretched your body. Feel your new power. The most shackles are closest to each breakthrough level. Their strength will be several times stronger. Lu Ruyan has been watching you practice quietly by the side. When he feels your breakthrough, a surprise flashed in his eyes. He hurried over and said excitedly. Dad is so awesome. Another shackle was broken so quickly. Lu Ruyan's eyes were filled with admiration and pride. Thanks to Xiaobai. You have sent me so many souls these days. You looked at Lu Ruyan with confidence. Dad. Come and see Kunlun Mountain. There is news from there. Come quickly. I saw a hot search. Thunder lightning appeared in Kunlun Mountain, which was suspected to be affected by a different kind of experience. Click on a video in the hot search. I saw in the sky of Kunlun Mountain. The dark clouds roll and surge like the surging sea. Lightning and thunder. It seemed as if it was about to tear the entire sky apart. Lightning flashes are like violent silver snakes, wandering through the thick clouds. There was a deafening roar. This scene seems to be the end of the world. Seeing this news, a sharp golden light flashed in Lu Ruyan's eyes. It's time for us to take action this time. Now humans have posted this video. I believe that many extraordinary people will definitely take action. After I seized the meridian power from the Qingland last time, there will definitely be no room for humans. Snatch other secret treasures. We must make plans as soon as possible. Otherwise, this thunder-type secret treasure is likely to fall into the hands of humans. Noob. You are sure that the secret treasure is in Kunlun Mountain? You asked with some confusion. Although this video is enough to prove it. But you asked subconsciously. Dad. I'm sure Lu Ruyan is very serious. The place is shocked. It was him who saw the Thunder Palace born in Kunlun Mountain with his own eyes. It caused a tragic battle. In this life, he must not be allowed to fall into the wrong place of others. Willows fall in my heart. It's like black and bad. As for why, I won't tell my dad now. This treasure is thunder. Of course, Dad wants to make Dad expect something. Call him the appetite. Hey. Sure enough, Lu Ruyan succeeded in seeing each other. At this moment, I was full of energy. It's not too late to do anything. Let's go now. I'm already impatient. As you and Xiaobai leave Changbai Mountain. The outside world held a heated discussion on this. Why did the Black and White Tiger King suddenly leave Changbai Mountain? Are you planning to return to the Dali Mountains? Impossible. This direction is not the direction of the Dali Mountains. Of course you don't know that your actions caused a stir outside again. Soon. You took Lu Ruyan to Xiaobai, the border of Kunlun Mountain. Kunlun Mountain is ahead. Looking from afar. The sky of Kunlun Mountain is covered with dark clouds. Lightning and thunder. Under the dark clouds, the peaks of Kunlun Mountain seem to be shrouded in a layer of mysterious power. It exudes an ancient and powerful aura. Lu Ruyan was slightly stunned. I faintly sensed some abnormal movements in my own personal area. This is the Kunming Palace is issuing a warning. Now. Many extraordinary people are gathering at the foot of Kunlun Mountain. Their eyes were full of expectation and greed. They all yearn for the Thunder Palace that is about to be born. Some human extraordinary people were talking in a low voice. The image of Kunlun Mountain is amazing. I don't know how powerful the treasures that will be born this time will be. No matter how powerful it is, we all want to get him. You don't know how powerful those who get the treasure are. And not far away, some strange beasts are also eyeing them. A huge wolf-shaped beast roared in a low voice. His eyes emitted a red light, full of wildness and vigilance. A young woman in the crowd frowned. The dark clouds and lightning in the sky at this moment. This time the treasure was born. I don't know how many strong people will attract. We must be careful to deal with it. Otherwise, you may die. Here. A man next to him nodded. His eyes were also full of vigilance. I know the person above said. This time the treasure is so important. I have to get it. In addition to the extraordinary people in the Dragon Kingdom, there are many people in strange costumes in another corner. A group of people in strange costumes are discussing something. A hint of cunning flashed in their eyes. His eyes were full of greed. The leader said. His voice was low and powerful. We must get this treasure. This is our chance to rise. You can't miss another person and echo. Don't worry. We are prepared this time. Not to mention these local extraordinary people. Even if the Black and White Tiger King is here. That is not our opponent either. Soon. You brought Lu Ruyan to the center of Kunlun Mountain. God's time sweeps. Then you can detect extraordinary people and strange beasts buried around you. Are there so many people? Just because you want to get the Laning Palace, Lu Ruyan's eyes are full of disdain. His eyes were full of pride. A purple sun-crowned sun. A powerful light shot out from his mouth. The light flashed across the ground in an instant. A huge pit appeared on the ground. Those extraordinary people and strange beasts were shocked by this sudden attack. They all looked towards Lu Ruyan and you. Who dares to take action at this time is not afraid of death. Very brave. Everyone is conserving their strength. He did it first. Get out of here. Lu Ruyan's voice was full of majesty. It seemed as if a lofty emperor had an inviolable aura in his eyes. Hearing this, the extraordinary people and the strange beasts roared in their hearts. It was the Black Tiger King and the White Tiger King who exclaimed. At the foot of Kunlun Mountain. It instantly caused everyone to look up. I saw in the sky. The figures of you and Lu Ruyan are coming like magical. The appearance of your women make the whole scene feel like the mute button is pressed. In an instant, he fell into death silence. Shock and fear were intertwined in the eyes of everyone. They never expected that. The Black and White Tiger King will appear in Kunlun Mountain at this time. How could they appear in Kunlun Mountain? Could it be that a dragon country was also for the sake of treasures? The extraordinary man murmured to himself. Although the sound is light, but it is full of deep worries. How strong is the Black and White Tiger King? The extraordinary people of the Long Kingdom are very clear. Just appearing. This made them very afraid. It seems that this time the treasure is destined to be out of reach with them. However, a few local extraordinary people seem to care about it. Looking at the Dragon Kingdom, the extraordinary person's eyes were filled with pens. Not far away, 3 cherry blossoms stand side by side on the top of the mountain. A face full of arrogance and conceit. The cherry blossom with a mustache. The Chinese people raise their mouths slightly. Show a disdainful smile. Just a strange beast was revealed. What is fear of opportunities? This treasure has an extraordinary origin. Our cherry blossom empire is bound to win. While speaking, a craziness flashed in his eyes. Holding a samurai sword tightly in his hand. It seems that I am an invincible existence in the world. The strong Sakura Chinese next to him stood up and his chest sounded like a red bell. Our heroes of the great Sakura Empire. It is the strongest in the world. These 2 wings are not only in front of us. Lu Yizhang saw the humans below fleeing in panic due to his arrival. Lu Ruyan couldn't help but feel a little proud in her heart. Just because you want to have the idea of Thunder Palace. Don't look at your strength. This can only belong to my dad. Lu Ruyan's eyes were full of arrogance and confidence. Like a high-ranking queen. Looking down at the human below. A shy voice. Just then, a sharp sword light suddenly slashed at you and Lu Ruyan. The sword light seemed to divide the sky into 2. What a bold idea. Lu Ruyan's eyes turned cold. The flames of anger burned in his eyes. Some of us dared to move. A few Sakura Tiger King's warriors on the head of this empress suddenly took action. It surprised other extraordinary people. Who are those guys? How dare you challenge the Black and White Tiger King? They are extraordinary people in the Sakura Kingdom. Always arrogant. I thought I was invincible. Look. They will call mom after a while. Although the existence of the Black and White Tiger King made the extraordinary people of the Dragon Kingdom feel fearful. But the samurai of Sakura Kingdom hated them even more. By comparison, they also hope that the Black and White Tiger King can kill these samurai warriors from the Sakura Kingdom on the spot. Dad. Don't worry. Let me kill them. You're just about to take action. Lu Ruyan took the lead and said. Lu Ruyan rushed towards the 3 cherry blossom countries like lightning. The Chinese people with a mustache, Sakura, sneered when they saw this. A little beast dares to be so angry. Zhang Jingtian will let you see the power of our great Sakura Empire warriors. While speaking, he waved Bushido. Cut towards Lu Ruyan. The blade flashes. With a sharp momentum, the little beast will die. The strong Sakura Chinese also shouted and rushed up. He waved his fists. It seems to be able to crush the shorter cherry blossoms in the world. The Chinese people secretly walked behind Lu Ruyan. Prepare to wait for an opportunity to attack. However, Lu Ruyan was not afraid at all. His figure flashed. Easily avoided the mustache. Sakura Chinese samurai sword. The samurai knife slashed in the air and made a sound of breaking through the air. A cold horse flashed in Lu Ruyan's eyes and slapped it out with a claw. Just then, the short Sakura Chinese took the opportunity to throw out the hidden weapon. The hidden weapon flew towards Lu Ruyan like a meteor. Lu Ruyan had noticed it long ago. He shook his tail gently. Then knocked the hidden weapon away. Then he rushed to the short Sakura Chinese instantly. He stepped on his feet with one claw. Sneak attack on the local currency. Looking for death. The short Sakura Chinese screamed in pain. Let me go. I am a powerful samurai in Sakura country. You clicked me like this. Lu Ruyan directly stomped the ribs of the Sakura warrior in the Sakura kingdom. Seeing this, other extraordinary people started to discuss. These samurai from Sakura country are indeed stupid. See, they were beaten. It makes me feel so happy. Just as everyone was talking, Lu Ruyan has easily crushed the 3 extraordinary people of the Sakura kingdom. The 3 extraordinary people in the Sakura kingdom were seriously injured lying on the ground. Their eyes were filled with fear and despair. They never expected that. The White Tiger King is so powerful. Regret in my heart. But it was too late at this time. Lu Ruyan is so excited at all. As soon as he was exposed, he swept everyone. Looking at Lu Ruyan's powerful figure, my heart was filled with shock and awe. I saw Lu Ruyan turn around and look at Haiha's father. Come with me. We climbed directly to the top of Kunlun Mountain. Collect secret treasures. At this time, Yu and Xiaobai rushed towards the top of Kunlun Mountain. The crazy bee whistled among the mountains. The closer you get to the top of the mountain, the stronger the power of lightning. The next second, Lu Ruyan felt the abnormal movement in her close friend. He hurriedly accelerated. Dad, hurry up. I could feel that Mibo was about to be born. You will focus on your key points. Then open the road ahead. With Lu Ruyan. Overcome all the way. Rush to the top of the mountain. Wait until you come to the top of the mountain. Several powerful beasts have appeared. Those strange beasts are huge in size. Exudes a powerful aura. Their eyes were filled with vigilance and greed. They all yearn for the thunder that is about to be born. The male and strange beasts emit different lights. Their breaths are intertwined. A strong pressure was formed. Yu and Lu Ruyan felt the powerful aura of the strange beasts. My heart was also full of vigilance. With a bang, a crack in space emerged. Thick and lightning. A strong light emerges from the cracks in the space. It makes people unable to open their eyes. It seemed as if the whole world was shrouded in lightning. Those powerful beasts stared at the cracks in the space. His eyes were full of expectations and vigilance. Even if there is lightning emitted, fall on them. Neither shrank. You look at the cracks in the space. My heart was also full of shock. You can sense that there is a powerful force contained in this crack in the space. Once it explodes, it will cause a huge soul. Yu and Lu Ruyan arrived. It immediately attracted the attention of several powerful beasts. The eyes of those strange beasts were full of vigilance and hostility. They felt the powerful aura of Yu and Lu Ruyan. Let out a roar. Warn you. The woman was not allowed to get closer to the 3 strange beasts and her body was slightly tightened. It seems to be ready to launch an attack at any time. Yu and Lu Ruyan did not laugh at all. A sense of firmness and confidence are revealed in your eyes. You know that you can't retreat at this time. Dad, let me teach them a lesson. Lu Ruyan looked disdainful. It was as if a tall queen looked down at the strange beasts. Good. Then be careful. You didn't say much. Now Lu Ruyan's strength is more than enough to deal with a few strange beasts. And you have to keep your energy alive. In this way, you can grab the thunder in the subsequent battle. Male. Just you guys. Not worthy of letting my dad take action. When Lu Ruyan heard this, immediately walked out from behind you. The voice is full of domineeringness and majesty. It's not to underestimate it. These 3 strange beasts did not expect to come. The one who fought against them was the smaller white cat. At the front is a strange beast covered with black spiritual armor. Like a moving hill. The eyes are glowing with bloodthirsty light. The imitation constantly emits a hot breath. It seems to ignite the air. It's... Open your bloody mouth. Let out a roar. Take the lead in launching an attack on Lu Ruyan. The other strange beast has huge wings. Feathers as hard as steel. It will be extremely sharp. Flashing with cold light. The wings flapped straight into the air. It hovered in the air looking for the attacking stone strikes. There is also a strange beast that looks like a giant python. The body twists and twists the scales on the body. A strange light flashes. The black mist kept spitting out of his mouth. It exudes disgusting. Fishy smell. Lu Ruyan stood there. Compared with the other 3 strange beasts, it can't be small anymore. But the momentum was not at all inferior. It stared at the 3 strange beasts. The eyes are cold. Like an unshakable mountain. It is floating beside it in the green earth. It emits a mysterious and ancient light. The strange beast covered in dark black spiritual armor rushed over. Waving huge claws. With the sharp sound of the wind, he slapped Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan is not afraid of it at all. A cold snorted something that was life or death. He waved his hand gently. The king's home became bigger in an instant. Blocked in front of it. The claws of the strange beast hit the green earth. A loud noise like a big red tour. The powerful impact force caused the surrounding ground to collapse instantly. Splattering of gravel. The light on the green earth flashed a little. Then he bounced back the attack of the strange beast. The strange beast was shocked by its own power and retreated repeatedly. A roar of anger. Just then, the winged beast in the air took the opportunity to dive down. It's extremely fast. Just like a lightning bolt, it would stab at Lu Ruyan like a sharp sword. Lu Ruyan's eyes roared and her figure flashed. Instantly, the attack of the strange beast was activated. But Lu Ruyan raised her applause. He controlled the Qingdi to smash towards the strange beast in the air. There is great power in the green land. Like a hill, hitting the strange beast. The strange beast can't afford to dodge. He was hit by the green earth and let out a painful cry. Falling from the air. And the strange beast that looked like a giant python was not to be outdone. Twisting his body and swims quickly towards Lu Ruyan. The black mist spit out of the mouth spreads. Wherever you pass, the plants withered instantly. Lu Ruyan frowned. He made seals with both hands. A brilliant light shines in the green earth. Wherever the light reaches, the black fog dispels. Get out of the local area. See the next second. The blue light blooms in the green earth. Mysterious runes appear and disappear. Only a second. The heavy bell rang. The 3 strange beasts were stunned for a moment. Lu Ruyan finds the right time. Killed a giant python instantly. Seeing this, the other 2 strange beasts wanted to escape. But Lu Ruyan quickly caught up with him. After a moment it turned into 2 corpses. The surrounding ground was so damaged that it was so harsh that it burned black. No grass grows. Lu Ruyan stood there. The strong wind blew its white hair. After solving the strange beast, Lu Ruyan returns to you. Rubbing your head with your dad done it. No one can stop me now. My little white is really amazing. You reached out your hand and rubbed Lu Ruyan's little head with relief. Dad. I have something even better. I saw him smash the green earth to the top. In the Qingdi. It hit the cracks in the space with huge force. Just a loud noise. A gap suddenly appeared. The light in the cracks in the space is even more dazzling. It seemed as if there was a powerful force moving. Dad. You go in quickly. I will give you the guardian Lu Ruyan. Shouted loudly. Good. You reacted quickly. The huge body is like a lightning bolt. Directly entered the space crack. After you go in. Lu Ruyan guarded outside with the huge green earth. I'm here. No one can disturb Dad. He stood on the top of the mountain. He looked down at the hands and the moving evolver below as if he was dominating the world. A previous battle. In addition, Lu Ruyan forced the crack in the space. Many evolvers have already wanted to take action. But, due to the strength shown by Lu Ruyan, no one dared to take the lead. And just now, Lu Ruyan fought with several strange beasts. Human stealth drones have captured this process. In the screen, Lu Ruyan cooperates with the power displayed in Kingda's home. Shocking and terrifying. The video was posted online. It caused another sensation. The Black Tiger King hasn't taken action yet. King Jinbai Tiger is already invincible. It seems that the Black-Spotted Tiger King really came here with a treasure. How strong should the Black Tiger King be when he gets the treasure? When Lu Ruyan protects you, you have already stepped into the secret realm behind the crack in the space. As soon as I entered, you are deeply shocked by the scene in front of you. This is a mysterious space with chaotic and gray chaos. An ancient and mysterious aura seemed to float in the air. In the center of this space, a huge pool of thunder. Like a bright pearl. It emits a terrifying light. Countless thunder and lightning dance like silver snakes. It made a crackling sound. Every lightning contains huge energy that can destroy everything. But a large silver bow is quietly suspended on the thunder pool. He bowed and exuded a mysterious and seductive light, and was standing by the pool of thunder. I feel excited and expectant. Already staring at the silver great achievements in the thunder pool. Is this the secret treasure of Kunlun Mountain? Your heart is filled with desire for powerful power. But you know very well that you want to contact Thunder Palace. You must enter this thunder pool. But the dense power of lightning in front of you. It doesn't seem so easy to bear. Take a deep breath. A trace of determination flashed in his eyes. Take difficult steps. Slowly approach the thunder pool. Regardless of whether it is life or death. God decided? At this time, take a deep breath. A trace of determination flashed in his eyes. Take difficult steps. Slowly approach the thunder pool. No matter what. Is life or death. God decides. When your body just touches the edge of the thunder pool. In an instant, the dense power of lightning gathered on you like a surging tide. But you are not only without any pain. The light of excitement appeared in your eyes. It's just that the system in your mind keeps influencing. Ding absorbs the power of thunder to obtain 10 attribute points. Ding absorbs the power of thunder to obtain 10 attribute points. I didn't expect this thing to bring attribute points. It's a really good place. After the last bloody rain. This is the first time I have enjoyed the feeling of crazy collection of attribute points. You gritted your teeth immediately. To endure the unbearable pain of ordinary people. Begin to enjoy the thunder and lightning boom. A thunder and lightning strikes you in your life. Bringing a severe pain. But it also brings powerful power. You can feel that your body is undergoing earth-shaking changes under the baptism of lightning. Becoming stronger and stronger. The feeling of pain and happiness. It fills your heart with a sense of accomplishment. If anyone else sees you again, maybe you have any special hobbies? Under the continuous impact of lightning, a sense of pride surges in your heart. You seem to see the scene of your future domination of the world. Powerful power allows you to dominate everything. Over time, you gradually feel a little unbearable. The powerful power of lightning makes your body feel like it is about to be torn apart. I can't stand it anymore. You can only temporarily exit the thunder pool. You were lying beside the thunder pool, gasping heavily. The hair on his body was burned a little. But your eyes are still full of firmness and persistence. After a moment of rest, then he resolutely entered the thunder pool. The lightning in the thunder pool is still violent. You enter again. It seemed to anger these thunders. Every lightning is like a heavy hammer. Hit hard on you. Your teeth are about to be broken. Every moment in the pool of thunder. You are all fighting your limits. There is only one belief in your heart. That is to become stronger. As time goes by, you come in and out of the thunder pool. The persistence in the thunder pool finally paid off. Your body gradually adapts. The power of lightning. The attribute points are also increasing. You open the attributes board. You should have a level 20 level attribute point of 110,000. The next upgrade requires 100,000 attribute points. You immediately took a breath. You think of a short time. He actually obtained such a huge attribute point. This is an unexpected surprise. Thinking of this, you looked up at the Thunder Palace in the middle of the Thunder Pool again. With your current strength, want to enter the center of the Thunder Pool. I'm afraid it's not enough. Only by breaking through to the 6th shackles. Just had a chance. You decisively spend 100,000 attribute points to upgrade. Just the next moment. You seem to have entered a completely new realm. You can clearly see that. My body and soul are undergoing earth-shaking changes. Your power is like a volcano that is about to erupt. Continuously climbing upward. At the same time, your consciousness is constantly expanding outward. It seems to be able to touch every tiny corner of the world. Suddenly, you felt your body make a sudden earth-shaking noise. The sound was like the thunder above the 9 heavens. The blast echoes in your body for a long time. Your soul trembles slightly. The 6th shackle was successfully opened. You instantly feel a powerful force like a vast ocean. Surging in your body. That power is filled with endless vitality and vitality. You feel the changes in your body. My heart was filled with surprise and pride. Is the sixth shackle? You feel secretly in your heart. Said. Looking at the thunder bow in the middle of the thunder pool. Now you can try to see if you can conquer this thing. Then you continue to break through to the thunder pool. You do feel that the power of thunder is much less powerful. When lightning strikes you again, you just felt a little numb. No longer as painful as before. This is undoubtedly because your physical strength has been greatly improved. You feel secretly in your heart. The effect of this thunder brittle body is amazing. This power of thunder once made me feel very painful. But now it has become my strong help. It's just a pity that I can't use it around myself. Experience the baptism of thunder. You've got a lot of attributes again. If you can keep going like this, then this is too cool. But your thought soon fell short when you accumulate 100,000 tremor points again. The Laming Palace in the middle of the thunder pool suddenly trembled slightly. The thunder in the entire thunder pool suddenly disappeared. I have never had any ordinary things in my heart. It seems that I won't let me keep pulling it. Too stingy. I won't give it to you if I'm just that. You don't think much about it. Since you can't continue to fetch the wool, then you can only do the serious business. You slowly walked towards Thunder Palace. When you approached the Thunder Palace, a powerful force swept over. The power is like a surging wave. Let you feel a slight. You raise your applause. Hold the Thunder Palace tightly. The claws were deeply trapped in the attack. Hold it firmly. Thunder Palace is constantly trembling in your hands. It seems to be resisting your control. It made a buzzing sound. You feel the power of Thunder Palace. My heart was filled with shock. This Thunder Palace is indeed powerful. It is indeed a peerless plot. You thought to yourself. The eyes were full of firmness. You use all your strength. Holding the Thunder Palace tightly. Your muscles are tight and forceful again. You can't let Thunder Palace escape your control. Otherwise there will be no chance. You feel the resistance of Thunder Palace. A strong fighting spirit surges in the way. Just a weapon. I see when you can resist. Then you follow the method Lu Mingyan teaches you. Lei. You bite the thunder bow. You bite your tongue. Spit out a mouthful of blood. Spread thunder and attack your heart's blood. In an instant, a mysterious light flashed on the bow was absorbed by Laming Palace. You close your eyes. Focus on injecting your soul power into the Thunder Palace. You can feel a mysterious connection between you and Thunder Palace. Then, you constantly guide your own power to merge with the power of Thunder Palace. This process is long and difficult. But you never gave up. The next second, your soul was hit back by Thunder Palace. You couldn't help but utter a question mark. You feel secretly in your heart. Next guy can fight back. The power of this Thunder Palace is too strong. If I conquer my strength, it will certainly rise a lot. At the same time, after you enter the secret realm outside the country, the cracks in the space disappeared. Lu Ruyan lay in the original place. He practiced quietly as Xiang breathing star floating above his head. Exudes a mysterious and ancient light. The light is like warm sunshine. The attack that enveloped Lu Ruyan could not get close to him at all. Before you come out, he didn't plan to leave here a little bit. Because he doesn't know whether you are in a state of victory after you get the Thunder Palace. If you are seriously injured when you obtain the Thunder Palace, the strength is not as good as before. Those strange beasts are extraordinary people based on treasures. I will definitely attack you as soon as possible. And at that time, he was the only one who could help you. So, no matter what happens, he must stick to this place. Until you come out of it. Suddenly, Lu Ruyan looked at the distance with a loud look. The eyes instantly became as sharp as a knife. It seems to penetrate everything. He felt a powerful aura approaching the aura. Flooded with evil and violence. A strong sense of crisis surged in my heart. It seems that Lu Yivis can't wait. Okay. Just treat it as a relief. Sudden. A huge wolf came from a distance. Lu Ruyan immediately raised her heart. Look at it very quickly. The wolf was covered with blazing flames. The flame is like a pulsating elf. Exudes a blazing red light. The eyes were flashing with strange red light. Like a demon from hell. Lu Ruyan instantly recognized the monster, the ancient monster, Hell Demon Wolf. He thought in his heart. Judging from this guy's personality, this battle is probably inevitable. But the pride of the Empress is the only one. It instantly poured into his mind. Oh shit. Want to fight. Then beat the local demon wolf who has been in the water hell. Looking at the Qing landlord above, Lu Ruyan's eyes were hot. He could feel the powerful power contained in the Qingdi. That was what he longed for. A low roar came from the throat of the Hell Demon Wolf. Challenge Lu Ruyan. The roar is like thunder. Echoing in the air. It's frightening. Wanna have the idea of clearing the local area? Court death. A trace of anger flashed in Lu Ruyan's eyes. He will never allow anyone to covet his treasure. Especially this evil Hell Demon Wolf. Lu Ruyan stood up instantly. The momentum emanated suddenly burst out. The Hell Demon Wolf is not to be outdone. No hesitation. I saw the Hell Demon Wolf directly opened his bloody mouth. In that instant, a hot mouth. A hot pillar of flame immediately spewed out. The flame column is very agile. Wherever you pass, the air seemed to be burning. Just Lu Ruyan sneered in her heart. Wave your hand gently. The King Dishong became bigger in an instant. Stand in front of him. With a thud, the flame column hit the blue earth. A loud bang. The powerful impact force made the surrounding ground tremble slightly. The light of the Hell Demon Wolf flashed a little. Then he bounced back the flame column. The Hell Demon Wolf can't dodge. Hit by his own pillar of flame. A painful roar was made. But the Hell Demon Wolf did not give up. Instead, it attacked Lu Ruyan. Exert force on all limbs. He rushed towards Lu Ruyan directly. The battle is about to break out. Lu Ruyan and the Hell Demon Wolf started a fierce showdown. Their figures shuttled over Kunlun Mountain. Every collision makes a loud noise. Lu Ruyan flexibly avoided the attack of the Hell Demon Wolf. At the same time, he was constantly controlling Qingdi to fight back. The Hell Demon Wolf also felt Lu Ruyan's powerful attack. My heart was filled with anger and insensation. He kept attacking. A column of flames spurted out from his mouth. Want to burn Lu Ruyan to ashes. After the scene was also captured online by live broadcast, netizens suddenly burst into tears. What kind of powerful looks like? This giant wolf looks amazing. I wonder if the White Tiger King can come here. I think the White Tiger King will definitely win. He is so powerful. I killed several powerful people before. It's hard to say. This giant wolf does not look weak either. In adversity, time seems to have stopped running. Already immersed in the process of blood mine. I don't know how long it has passed. Thunder kept ringing around. From time to time, there is still space around you. A flash. Passing an empty space. In addition to the thunder. When nothing is gone. Time just left silently. Finally, I don't know how long it has passed. You opened your eyes suddenly and succeeded. Now. You successfully controlled the empty parts with the Laming Palace blood chain. The powerful treasure lifts the tiger's palm. Feel the subtle connection with Thunder Palace. Your heart is filled with joy. And expectation. Then. Your mind moves. Lei Minggong is directly suspended in the air and automatically attacks. The thunder power of the Thunder Palace slowly surged. The arc of the Thunder Sword gathers together into a flashing sword. It exudes a terrifying atmosphere. With a whoosh. The arrow rushed away like lightning. The sound of lightning, thunder and lightning is slamming inside. The power of thunder and thunder on the sword was surging. It seems like destroying everything. When the sword of thunder hits the void, a huge crack in space appeared. The crack is like a hideous giant mouth. It exudes a mysterious and dangerous aura. There was lightning flashing around the crack. You didn't think much about it. Directly entering the space crack. You know there is still Xiaobai waiting outside on the top of Kunlun Mountain. The battle between Lu Ruyan and the Hell Demon Wolf is still ongoing. Although Lu Ruyan is in his hand. But with his current cultivation level. But it was unable to exert the maximum power of this secret treasure. His heart was full of people. Keep going like this. The only thing that failed was my thoughts moving. Lu Ruyan chose to pull with the other party. Instead of rushing to defeat the opponent. He flexibly avoided the attack of the Hell Demon Wolf. At the same time, we constantly control the clearing ground to defend. Xing Dijong emits a mysterious light under his control. But every time I collided with the Hell Demon Wolf, all made him feel tremendous pressure. This Hell Demon Wolf is indeed very strong. I'm afraid I won't last long. His heart was filled with fatigue. But he knew he couldn't give up. Because of long-term control, the soul power of Lu Ruyan in the middle of the earth is facing exhaustion. It caused a moment of mental confusion. Hell Demon Wolf seized the opportunity. He jumped into the air with huge flame claws and grabbed Lu Ruyan. Lu Ruyan felt bad. There is no solution. He's really tired. Stayed alone outside the secret territory. 2 full days. These 2 days. Extremely focused. I dare not tremble at all. In addition, he fought with the Hell Demon Wolf for hundreds of rounds. He really can't do it. Is everything about Dad going to end like this? A loud bang willow like smoke. The space behind me suddenly cracked. He quickly looked back. I saw you walk out of the crack in the space. As soon as you came out, you saw Lu Ruyan's tired and injured state. At least he dares to bully my daughter. You were furious. The tiger roared and smiled. The voice was filled with anger and majesty. It seemed to make the Emperor of Heaven tremble. Lu Ruyan was overjoyed. Dad. You succeeded. His eyes were filled with joy and excitement. Your soul immediately feels and discovers. Xiaobai's spiritual power is about to be exhausted. Nothing serious. The strings that collapsed in your heart suddenly relaxed. You turn around. No words. Just look at where the time stands. His eyes were staring at the Hell Demon Wolf. The next second. Suddenly, thunder and clouds rolled in the sky. A huge silver bow and arrow appeared instantly on the bowstring of the sky. Begin to bend the Hell Demon Wolf. Feel the powerful aura on you. He let out a low roar. It seems to be demonstrating to you. You snorted coldly. The thunder power in his body surged instantly. Hurt my daughter. You will die the fuck. A thunder arrow flashing with an arc of electricity. It quickly condenses into hell. Seeing this, the demon wolf. Open your bloody mouth. A hot pillar of flame spurted out. The pillar of flame is like a huge fire snake. Swipe towards you. You are not in a hurry. Aim at the flame column. Shoot out the sword of thunder. In view of the collision of flame columns in the air, a huge explosion sounded. The powerful impact force caused the surrounding air to vibrate violently. It forms a circle of shock waves that are visible to the naked eye. The sword of thunder passes through the pillar of fire. Accurate hit. The passiveness of the Hell Demon Wolf. Let him roar in pain. Seeing the thunder power on his body spreading on the body of the Hell Demon Wolf. The flames on his body dimmed a lot in an instant. Obviously, I suffered a lot of damage. But the Hell Demon Wolf is still tenacious. It pounces on you again to fight. Entering a white-hot stage. You keep avoiding the attacks of the Hell Demon Wolf. At the same time, looking for opportunities to fight back. A little rare. No wonder Xiaobai couldn't solve him. You found that the Hell Demon Wolf was very fast. But his attack method is relatively single. You decided to take advantage of this. The Demon Wolf seduces the Hell to attack. You deliberately slowed down your speed. Let the Hell Demon Wolf think there is an opportunity. The Hell Demon Wolf really resisted and rushed towards you. You didn't resist with all your strength. Then inertia fell backwards. I saw you fly out and fall to the ground. Seeing this, Lu Ruyan. Want to run in full swing. Protect you. But there is not enough spiritual power. Dad, be careful. Lu Ruyan ran towards you. Even if there is no trace of spiritual power, he is going to run towards you, too. Seeing this, the Demon Wolf in Hell. Roar loudly. It seems to be showing its strength. Just as he is approaching you to end you. You raise your head. Looking at him directly. The fear pupils attack directly. Thunder Gong instantly shot out a powerful thunder arrow again. With a whoosh. The Hell Demon Wolf was instantly faced and shot. The battle ends. The Hell Demon Wolf fell to the ground with a bang. At this time, you immediately use the hidden technique, trying to summon the rampant transformation of the soul body of the Hell Demon Wolf. You close your eyes immediately. Concentrate on extending your soul power. When you touch the soul of the Hell Demon Wolf, a powerful force bounces back. Let your soul sting. Damn it. Is it still so hard to withstand when I die? I just don't believe in this evil. The figure of the Hell Demon Wolf keeps appearing in your mind. That fierce look and powerful force make you feel scared. In the world of the soul, you have a fierce battle with the Hell Demon Wolf. The soul of the Hell Demon Wolf is constantly struggling. Try to get rid of your control. He let out a roar. The sound seemed to penetrate the soul. It makes people shudder. Just when you don't know how to solve the Hell Demon Wolf, Mr. Thunder appeared in your corpse. The bowstring automatically pulls a thunderous nemesis. Pure power of thunder. It is the nemesis of all soul bodies. The Hell Demon Wolf screamed and was completely taken away. However, because the soul power of the Hell Demon Wolf is too strong, your soul is under tremendous pressure, too. You were shocked. If there is no Thunder Palace, this time it is really a bad luck. But you look at the hell in front of you. Demon Wolf is rampant. Very satisfied. Everything is worth it. Lu Ruyan came over. Said excitedly. And this kind of monster is full of treasures. Whether it is flesh, fur, or bone. All are rare genuine leather. Especially the waste pill. It's even more priceless. It can be refined into pills. After taking it, it can greatly improve its strength or heal its injuries quickly. It can also be used to refine chi to add extremely powerful attributes to weapons. Said. Lu Ruyan carefully took out the demon pill. He held it in front of you with both hands. You see, this is the demon pill. This thing is the most important part of the monster. You look down. This waste pill emits a mysterious light all over. Deep red. Like the brightest pearl. You can clearly sense that this waste pill emits a huge suffocating energy fluctuation. I couldn't help but be amazed by the amazing energy it contains. But at the next moment. But you seem to be driven by a mysterious force. He swallowed his waste with a bite. Dan purred. Seeing this scene, Lu Ruyan's eyes widened in an instant. The whole tiger poison is stunned. No? Dad. You swallowed the waste pill directly. Lu Ruyan's voice was filled with shock and incredibility. What's wrong? Could it be that this demon pill cannot be eaten directly? Seeing Xiao Bai's shocked look, you turned to look at Lu Ruyan. His eyes were full of doubt. Actually, you don't know if this can be eaten. But when Lu Ruyan put this medicine in front of you, you subconsciously opened your mouth and ate it directly. I only reacted after swallowing it in my stomach. But then again, the waste pill is also a kind of energy body. It should be okay to eat it. It should be. Lu Ruyan heard this. He widened his agile eyes. His eyes were filled with anxiety and worry. The energy contained in Dad's demon pill is so huge that it is unimaginable. And that energy is extremely mixed and disordered. Under normal circumstances, it must not be absorbed directly. Must be carefully refined. Convert it into an elixir. Can be safely absorbed and utilized. If you swallow the body of the demon elixir directly, very likely to suffer serious damage. You may even die if you explode. Its words are like heavy stones, falling into your heart. Every word is full of tension and anxiety. What a dying body exploded. Is it so serious? Your expression changed slightly when you heard this. A trace of worry couldn't help but surge in my heart. You slowly close your eyes. Feel your physical condition carefully. However, apart from a burning sensation, flow slowly in the body. It seemed like a flame was burning outside. You didn't notice any discomfort. That burning sensation is not only not painful. Instead, it makes you feel a strange power surging. It seems that there is an endless potential in the body waiting to be stimulated. Then, the system prompt sounds crisply. Absorb the energy of the demon pill to obtain 100 attribute points. Absorb the energy of the demon pill to obtain 100 attribute points. Like blood rain. The energy of the demon pill is directly converted into attribute points. A burst of ecstasy suddenly surged in your heart. Dad. How are you? Is it comfortable? Lu Ruyan asked worriedly. You're so excited. It took a while to react. Dad is very comfortable now. Listening to the system prompts in my mind. It's simply too cool. Lu Ruyan breathed a sigh of relief. But the worries in my heart did not completely dissipate. Really? His eyes were full of doubts when he looked at you. Dad. Are you really okay? The energy of this demon pill is so powerful. Swallow directly. There was no adverse reaction. How is this possible? That's a demon pill. If ordinary strange beasts eat it, I'm afraid I'll die suddenly on the spot. But why does Dad still look enjoyable? A trace of shock flashed in your eyes. Noob. Don't worry. Dad's physique is quite special. You secretly enjoy yourself in your heart. The holy body of the body. You can't imagine it, right? Seeing this, Lu Ruyan stopped talking about her father. Now Lei Minggong has obtained it. Let's go back to Qingbai Mountain. After all, this is not your own territory. If something happens, not easy to deal with. Don't leave for the time being. Dad wants to break through you and protect me again. Your tone is firm and decisive. What? Dad. You are going to break through Lu Ruyan again. He opened his mouth wide in shock. It seems like an egg can be stuffed. You can't believe your ears. This has just experienced a big battle. Dad is going to make a breakthrough again. Then I thought of the waste pill. He suddenly realized. The eyes were filled with incredible words. Dad. Have you absorbed the demon pill? You nodded slightly. A faint smile appeared on his face. Yes. I've absorbed the demon pill. I feel like I can make another breakthrough. After the breakthrough is completed. Let's leave again. Lu Ruyan looked at you in disbelief. Dad swallowed the demon directly. Not only is it okay. And the demon pill was absorbed so quickly. What is this against the celestial body? It's not so outrageous to cheat. Not long. You will break through to the first level of Quicklock Ban. There is a terrifying aura on your body. That breath seemed to make the world tremble. Lu Ruyan felt this breath. I felt a sense of strength in my heart. He used to be the empress. Not a flower in a greenhouse. He was used to being high above him. Take control of everything. He once stood at the top of the world, looking down on all living beings. That kind of powerful force and sense of control. It's not enough to make him intoxicated. He doesn't like this feeling of being weak and protected. No. I must find a way to quickly improve my strength. You come from behind. Let's go. We go home. Good. Returning to Changbai mountain willows are like smoke. Looking at this familiar land, my heart was filled with emotion. Here are them. Every family is their shelter. But he knew he wouldn't return. Can feel the willow like smoke. Suggest you. You continue to warm up and control. Only then did this heart completely control my father. Lei Bigong is a powerful force. But he knows that you haven't fully controlled it yet. You need to continue to warm it up. Make him stronger with you. Only in this way, you can only exert his true power. When Yang, you don't understand him very much. 11 Yan Yan explained rushingly. Dad, you can use your power to slowly penetrate into the thunder. Let your strength control it. It's like he can be big here. Let your power, thunder, and thunder merge into the body. He can use the force to be added. He wraps him with your energy. Let him feel your presence. This way, over time, Thunder Palace will follow your command more and more. You listen carefully. It turns out that there is another way. I know. Then I will go into seclusion and warm up in the next few days. No wonder you feel that the feeling of using Thunder Palace is completely different from that of Lu Ruyan in the Qing Emperor. Okay. Dad. Don't worry, go to retreat. I am here in Changbai Mountain. Those who humans dare not come. You nodded and turned into the cave. Lu Ruyan watched you enter the cave, showing a reluctance. My heart was full of contradictions. He knew that his departure was for better growth. But he couldn't bear to leave his father. I want to see Xiaolan when you come out of seclusion.